Watch me move! Easy!
Wala itutuloy-tuloy, hold them out ka
Hold
dito
them out,
muna.
yeah.
Habang nag-umpisa pa lang tayo.
Wala, ano ako dyan? Zero reaction ako.
Sa third series ka bumomba. Yan.
Sige, bigyan ng chance, bigyan ng chance.
Birahin mo yung mga kahit sino doon.
Yung kape,
For the fans muna to, Hold them
Pare,
out
hold it
ka.
mo ako ha.
Oo,
Nasa yung
awan
pastol.
na, oo.
Kumbaga, pwede mong gawin gano'n ha.
Oo.
Sige natin sa'yo yan.
Na ano ka kahapon? Grabe ka kahapon eh.
Si
Ang tindi mo
Chakame.
eh.
Ba't ito rin talaga si
Grabe
Chakame
ka,
kasi?
nanonood
Nanonood ka ba nun?
Nakadalawa kang taya doon sa kalaban. Putang na, lamang na eh. Nililista mo pa.
Patapos na ng 30 minutes. Patapos na ng 30 minutes. Buta kakalista ko yun. Umabot ng 50.
Matindi ka rin talaga.
Malas na mga caster. Easy ka lang, hindi pa no. Zero to
Wala pa, boss, oh!
Tinodo na nga natin. May boss loan na tayo. May boss strike
Di
tayo.
kami
diba?
yun, si Trike yun.
Tapos si Trek kahapon, nilupar.
Kada salang, nadadali.
Si Boss Strike kasi, nagpapatrol kasi si Boss Strike kahapon. Pero big shoutout kay Boss Strike dyan ha.
Kumbaga ano lang siya eh, kahit alam mo yan, ang daming maano sa OG, tuloy pa rin.
More to come yan sa playoffs, abangan nyo. Or baka semifinals tayo.
Oh, nanggigil
grand
eh.
finals.
Elimination, pwede rin siya.
Lumabas yung init eh.
So lane-wise naman tayo. May na-takedown actually. And that's gonna be ZZQ. Raven man should take him out. 2-0 tayo. Ganda simula para sa side ng OG.
Napalikpan si Idol eh. So talagang wala kang
Talaga
pressure
kaya.
dyan, boss. Tanggalin mo na kasi.
Lakas din kasi talaga ng dami siyang dahing level 2 eh. No? Yung walang tombstone. Yung soul rip.
Ibibigla
Nabibigla ka dun eh.
Ibibiglayin ka dyan. Pero nagtumpala siya, watch siya. So talagang
Nagtumba
siguro-
siya?
Nagtumba siya. Siguro pagka bushwalk, doon ka pwede magtumba.
Binira na nila. Pinaforce kasi nila na pinaforce yung lip eh.
For Eric ata, kailangan yung avalanche mo dito, hindi ka gagamit ng basta-basta. Yun ata yung parang go signal dito ng OG.
Pang-out mo lang yun.
Pang-out mo lang siguro.
Pag pinanglasit mo ng range grip, pwede kang ikaw eh.
Ano yun, kumbaga automatic. And kung ikaw ata TR dito, coach, yung side din, kailangan, alam mo yun, maging aggressive para yung sunstrike. Mas ulit.
Maganda naman, may setup sila sa baba. Diba? Yung avalanche, andyan. Tapin yung lift, hindi nga ganun katagal. Pero pag galingan mo na lang.
Pagalingan na lang yan.
Midwise naman natin, very toe-to-toe actually 15-4,
Ito na yung
15-4
Sunstrike, kasi nasabi.
Inabangan na nga yung Sunstrike. Natsumi will just try to fight. Medyo alanganin siya rito. May matitrade ba? Wala. Planet will survive. Unable si Scam dito ma-take down at least yung support. So, sorry miss, for Kuya Nat doon a little bit, no?
Yun.
Wala atang nag-check. I mean, dapat ata trabaho ni Japo yun. Uy,
Sabi nila, nagsastrike yan.
Galaw-galaw ka muna, di ba?
Pero napalaban kasi siya doon 2v1. Pero
Di ba
mid lane.
Di ba dapat focus lang siya sa last hit?
Kaya nga eh. Ba't mo pa kailangan kunin yung run na yun? Hindi mo naman kailangan.
At least kung katabi niya si Kuya Scam, if they want to contest, no? Mag-isa lang siya eh.
Si CM, wala rin mga over.
wala.
Half HP, tapos pang Nova lang. Okay na isang Nova. Kaso nga lang, daming damage yung sa strike sa'yo eh.
Hindi, alam ko na
Level
yan.
to exert na eh.
Puro yung move si Kuya mo Nat.
Kahit mamatay.
Palugi ka siya lane, papatay ka siya lane, tapos mamaya sobrang big time.
Kaya,
Oh.
boto.
Kuya Raven,
Mabibigyan.
kumaka na dito. At the moment, yung win probability, 60% for TR. Kaya lang, bago lumabas yun, na-takedown dito si YSR. So, both carries na shutdown. Ito na yung attempt.
Yun lang,
towards
nagalawan.
Japoy. Delikado siya rito. Nice ice wall play from Eccles. And dalawa sila nung Rubik dyan. Magpe-pay off. And na-shutdown naman sa part na yun, si Kuya
Sakit
Japoy.
yan, boss. Lalo na bottom, kahit sabihin mo napapatay itong Tiny. Pero kung ganito naman yung side lane ng TR, diba, lalo na yung mid. Sobrang
Ganda naman ang
advantage
kalaon
yan.
nun, no?
Ano yun, parang simple lang, naglakad lang, tapos hindi yata na-check.
Naglakad lang si Rubik. Hindi na naman na-communicate, di ba?
Kaya
nga.
Sabi ko, on the way si
Ito,
Rubik niya, doon ka sa baba.
Agapan ko na agad, coach. Isa matindi lang. Let's go, TR, sabi mo.
Let's go TR, pare!
Yan!
Talulukot ako kasi.
Diba? Yan ang gusto ko. I like it. I love it.
Okay na yan. Diskarte mo na ng mga ganun yan.
Ako bahala dyan. Ako bahala dyan.
Sundutan mo na lang. Medyo maalago eh.
Sagot ko, tropahan. Sagot ko, tropahan dyan. So for Echoes dito, no, may galaw na nga for Japan na nangyari. And ayaw mo to kasi medyo nagle-level na din si Echoes. Ang hirap niya din i-go eh, since bumili siya dito ng raindrop.
Ang ano pa dito, lumalaman kasi yung Binboker sa lasit kay ES. Paano nangyari yun? Kahit
May ano-
kanina bago mamatay.
May ano kasi, yung may kasama, may alaga eh.
Hindi kahit na,
Aning-aning
namili ka eh. Tapos naka-bracer ka pa early.
Ano ba, hindi niya dinadrag yung creeps?
Hindi
Dapat
ko nga
ata
alam kung paano siya nalalamangan sa lasit dito ng Invoker. Hindi niya nadedeny ng ano.
bottom,
Pero bottom, na-try nila.
Bas-
Dito yung CM.
Basta ganito yung nilalaro ni Kuya Raven. Nasa magandang kalagayan, may attempt tayo. Scam rotating. Nandun yung gapos. kay ZZQ. Wala nga lang silang proper target. And now, here comes the counter place on strike. Medyo off the mark yun dahil nga ni-left dito ni Rubik Planet. Nagkamali sila but still they managed to bring down Scam. Mapapatay naman kaya YSR. Unable sila i-take down yung Tiny. And now they're gonna go for Planet instead. Pero unable na rin dito si Kuya Raven unless may decay na.
May Soul Rip.
And Soul Rip, yung Kikitel. Raven, kanya 75 kills. 75% ng kill dito ng OG.
Ganda nung lip ni Mirana, no? Iwasan niyo yung second bounce kay Tiny.
Yung Sunstrike yun eh.
Oo.
Hindi rin, alam mo, hindi rin nag-communicate yung TR dito eh.
Nailigtas din yung kalaban.
The best to, Raven, malapit na yung face boots niya. Sakto pag nag-level 6 to.
But look at YSR. Tapos na siya bumato ng skill. Pero siya go ni Raven dito. Makakatakbo naman siya ng konti, no? He is very low, pero confident. Grabe YSR dito. Hindi na nagpapa-intimidate, ano?
Huwag ako sinasoldering nung ano eh, ni Raven eh.
Kaya-
Parang 3 minutes ata, tas may null pa. Pero yun nga, Echoes dito, talagang sarap ng buhay, no?
Invoker lang talaga, kaya nata nila mag-gank to, no?
Sa hero naman nila, may pang-dive naman sila eh.
Oo.
Diba, Earth Spirit?
Ito na naman yung rotation. Tingnan mo yung deep ward, oh.
Grabe naman.
Nung nakaraan ko pa nakikita itong mga gandang ward, eh.
For the safety na lang, no?
Sa likod ng tower.
Swashbuckle out lang pababa niyo para makasurvive. Look at that observer ward sa may likod ng tier.
Sobrang lalim.
Grabe. Sabagay, yung mga sentry kasi talagang nilalalawiman eh.
Tsaka
Inaabante na.
preparing na rin sa backstab play, no? Doon sa may likod ng tier 1
Like
kung
vision
sakali.
lang,
eh,
di
no?
ba?
Si Invoker kasi parang alam mo yun, pagka once na nalikuran ka, yun na yun eh. Kaya ka nang patayin eh. Wala, yayaman talaga to, coach. Walang pressure, nararamdaman ko.
Kaya, hindi tsaka nalugi nga si, si
Japoy,
Japoy, no?
Japoy natin.
Ano mangyayari? Pero at least maganda naman yung lane ni Raven. Pressured yung Tiny. Napalis niya, oh. Napalis siya sa lane yung Tiny. Libre na tong bottom lane. Level 6 na rin na ito si Undying.
Ang scary dito si Raven, kasi ang hirap niya i-check din mamaya. And mayaman siya, ganda nung nilalaro niya at the moment. Top network. Dito naman sila makakabawi ng itemization for Raven sa game natin.
Pwede ka mag-face boots. May iba ko nakikita, nag-aaga na. Kaso pag may ano yun eh, may mga bottle. Sa gimata na to na bang pwede sa kanya, coach?
Either dagger BKB na lang or depende kung mag-crimson pa siya.
Kahapon kasi ang ginawa ng Raven, tiga-save na lang siya eh. Mga naka-dagger off ta rin. Bibili siya ng shirt tapos nasa likod na
Hindi,
lang siya.
pero dagger ata talaga first lagi. Ang second, depende yan kung kailangan ng BKB. Pero mukhang kailangan niya ng BKB dito.
Pang rush lang, no? Parang
Oo,
pang front.
maganda. Tapos tsaka na siya mag-octarine Shiba, mga ganun na lang.
Okay.
Magic na lang, di ba?
Yung carry kasi natin, halos similar lang. Parehas sila 3,200 gold. Si New ang medyo nagsuffer na. Despite na nabigyan nila si Natsumi kanina, nahirapan na siya lumini dito against LS.
Ganda ka na ginawa ng OJ ko. Bagay, top. Sige, solo na kayo.
Hindi pa nga namatay yun, di ba? Libre na
Mas,
lifesteal.
pili ko, top network niya sa dito. Or
Ah.
sumusunod siya kay Undying. Speaking of Undying dito ha, level 6 na rin to.
Yeah, confident Raven. Meron siyang observer wards. Bumabackdoor na siya dito. Papalever yung Brana. And
Try nila,
nagsettle
mid
na
lane.
lang. Mag-farm yung Tiny. Middle lane, bakbakan tayo. First magnetize used by Japoy. And they will bring down Echoes dito. Nandun yung deafening blast. Pero masya-shutdown pa rin siya. Wala na rin any kind of help na magagawa doon yung Rubik. Nice rotation din. Come from two supports.
Yun yung kailangan mangyari. Mapigilan nila si Invoker. Right, nangyari na, di ba? Ang ganda ng gulong. Sinipa, papunta kay Hoodwink.
KCN eh.
Nandun
Tsaka
si
KCN eh, di ba?
Ganda, maganda yung initiation.
Hop! Let's go TR muna.
Hindi, parit.
Pare kumontra ka.
Natalo kasi
Hindi ka
TR.
dapat, ano.
Kailangan natural eh. Hindi ko kailangan natural.
Oh, yan,
Pare,
natural.
namatay yung Invoker. Alam mo sabi ko, let's go TR. Ang pangit nun.
Bigyan ng chance, bigyan ng
Ang pangit
chance.
nun.
Medyo tumama din si Rubik noon.
Namatay sa
Namatay pa.
neutral.
Namatay sa neutral. Tinamaan
Okay.
na ng bato.
Alam mo, talaga
Ay, tatry nila i-burst down si Raven.
Pwede.
Big
Here
kill
comes
to,
the
ah.
Meteor and the Avalanche coming from YSR. Raven still surviving. Problem
Ako, may
is,
tumpa.
a lot of spells na pwedeng
Dinay na lang.
ipato dito ni Echoes. And now, counterplay
Okay
naman
na,
tayo. Scam ang mega... Hold nila for a little while dito yung Tiny. Sakto ba yung Sunstrike? Aabot kay Kuya Tems. And also, this is gonna go down. Pero Raven dito nagbabalik mga kaibigan. Try to kill Planet, but the Avalanche is there. On to 2. Invest. Coming from the Lifestealer. Para... Ako po, dalawang deaths para kay Kuya Raven dito. And remember, Rolling Thunder still available. Thankfully, yung tornado doon, naka-reach
Naku.
pa. Etong Tiny.
Sinatsumi,
Kaso lang, the
eh.
next problem is
Aray ko.
yung Rolling Thunder and the Arrow dito. And that's 3 kills. Hindi mo kasi gino-TR eh.
Jay,
Alay.
hindi nila napansin yung Porch Spirit. Si Raven sobrang lambot. Yung
Kaya
mga sa
nga,
armor.
pumapalo kasi ng Torres si Undying. Ba't mo kailangan pera sa yung baba?
Ayaw
Kasi
eh.
tapan lang siya ng basic. Tapos nilima sila, no? Wala si Japoy for that fight. nadalawaan si Raven. Ang ganda ng simula, dalawang death na mabilis. Kasi nga nag-insta response siya gamit dun sa innate. Pero, ba't ka kasi pumapalo? Yun lang yun.
Pinagkalulong tayo ni Rapidon, coach.
Hindi, tsaka miscom na rin yun. Namatay yung invoker eh. Automatic magti-TP yun eh.
Ito, may bawi. At least
eh.
Rubik yung na-shutdown. Meme Hammer, di naman ganun ka-effective against Chapoy dito. Nakapag-out lang naman sila.
Wala, reset lang.
Sabi ko lang, kung gusto mong pumalo, magpa-cover ka na sa dalawang support. Eh, mag-rotate naman si Natsumi, di ba?
Hindi, dapat din nag-rotate na rin si Japoy kung ganun. Automatic titipihan ko talaga
Kung gusto
nun eh.
nilang baragin, pero sa inyo, ano yan? Walang ano?
Walang TP,
hindi
walang
na
kabay.
makapalag.
Diba, walang kabay?
So 7-7 tayo, crucial. Less than 1k in favor of Team Resilience lang naman. Pero good decent damage na rin dito sa may tinong tayo nagawa nila at least. So 50-50 ball game pa rin naman, no? Sayang lang yung moment na yun for OJF. Medyo polish ng onte.
Tignan mo
Momentum ni Raven yun eh.
Tignan mo yung network ni Eric, oh. Pangalawa na. Nadurog-durog pa yun sa bottom, oh.
Nakabawi ng ganun lang. Isang fight lang, no?
Tiny pa yun, lalo na pag may alakrite mamaya ng invoker, nako.
So now, what's gonna be the move? Sulit yung observer words nila dito pero di sila doon nag-play around or nag-contest kanina. Chapoy again, binubugaw lang naman dito and annoy na din sobra yung Fort Spirit. Kanina pa, mahahanap si Quest Chem, a free 250.
Ay, ganda ng putol. Hindi rin tumama.
Sabi nga ni Boss Lon, si Julina, and there goes the Sunstrike. Support for a support, and CZQ, napot dito magnetize. Just flip away and then TP out and he will make it. 8-8, grabe yung first step.
Grabe naman.
Talagang dikdigan. Dikdigan.
Ay, mga to for OG, lalo na sa start nyo, so sobrang ganda ng lane ni UD, tapos ganito pa yung bawi ng TR.
Oh, let's go TR!
Let's go TR! Okay, let's go TR!
Kasi pag chinekping ka, ganun agad.
Hindi, kasi pare, laalala ko
Ayaw mo eh.
Isang magandang ano din, balita, kaka-level 5 lang no Rubik ha.
Yeah.
Malayo-layo sa katotohanan.
Tsaka Sir Smith,
Kaka-level 5 lang.
kahit pa paano, nagkaka-earn.
Arbor. Kailangan niya umarbor na talaga ng isang lane para at least makakuha siya ng level 6. Kasi yung mga simple no frostbite lang makuha niya dito, worth it na eh.
So, din kasi, no? Greater rin kasi.
Bushwalk, daming magandang spell eh, para kay Rubik eh.
Ayaw mag-neutral ni Egos eh. Kaya nag-neutral naman na. Binigay na.
Palay naman ako, bossing.
Sobrang ano eh. Si 9 class nga, si Noman, di ba lagi nagsasacrifice kay 9 class?
Ito na, pepersa na sila sa baba. Yan pala eh. Pag gusto ng baragin eh. Ito tayo, magpa-cover tayo sa support, di ba?
Di lang, pati si Japo eh. Kasi, para alam mo yun, pag sino mag-TP, ready na.
And dagger na, finally, etong ang anday ni Kuya Mo Raven. Pero merong move
Askan.
na gagawin yung TR there. Slowly creeping in. Gusto nilang gankin dito Natsumi. They used the moonlight shadow para hindi sila masyado ma-detect dito. The question is, hindi mahanap na nila Natsumi. It's just hiding in the bush.
Pag naaraw lang siya mamamatay, pero wala na, bumalik na yung dalawang support. Secured na yung bottom. Yun na maganda,
Yan.
na-secure na nila yung baba.
And na-avoid nila din yung potential gank nga dito na meron. Pero hindi sila mag-give up. Ready rin sila scam just in case.
Eto na.
Chapoy is here. Rolling boulder. CZQ din naman tatamaan. Hindi man lang siya nag-lip down. Walang
Gusto
kakabaka.
pang ulit, palagyan naman.
Maulit ka.
Nakakita ka ng barya na gustong damputin.
Kung ganun dapat kunin mo na kagad. Direkta na yun.
Tsaka ayaw niya maglipik. At doon pala sa part na yun.
Hindi,
Parang
pag nag-clip siya dun sa barya, mamamatay na rin
Oo.
siya.
Pero makuha
At least nakuha niya.
Nakakita kasi ng barya.
Naku, si Japoy na naman natin.
Yun lang, kala niya libre tong gitna. Hapat naman lalaro for TR. Yung tineploy nila dito. And yung kill na yun, mako-convert pa nila into objective.
Tapos yung burst din, 9-9.
Let's go TR, pare! Let's go TR!
Oo, yan.
Yan, unahan mo na.
Unahan
Let's
mo
go
na.
TR na. Ay, lag.
Yan, naglag kasi pala.
Grabe yung movements din nitong resilience. Parang ang aga nila magsama-sama. 4, 5.
Parang kanina nagkakamiroran sila, no? Sadyang mas maganda lang yung nakukuha ng TR. Lalo na to si Japoy.
Nabigyan na naman nila sa Japan.
Sa 13 minutes, hindi tayo binigo ng both teams dito. Talagang girian, no?
Girian,
18 total kills tayo dyan. Baka pa yung mga first 10, 9-9 scoreboard.
Kung ikaw rin
Less than 1K. Talaga match na match silang dalawa, no?
Kung ikaw rin yung TR dito, Diyo, syempre, kung matalo ka dito, 0-3 ka na rin, di ba? Kumbaga, same lang kayo ng ano dito, gagawin ng OG.
Tsaka venue nyo eh. Alam ka naman, gusto nyo magpalaglag.
Home court eh. So ito na, potential na ma-shutdown. No, Kuya
Isipian
Scam.
lang talaga. Namatay yung kaka-cancel.
And yun yung worst case. Siya lang yung tiga-cancel nila. Bukod kay Hoodwink dito. Kaso mag-go nila si New. Good silence. Come from Joboy.
May tana.
Kaso lang makakapag-rolling thunder. Di rin tatama dito yung sumpit from Kalumpit. And he will just roll away. Yan yung sinasabi ni Wiz Khalifang roll up.
Pero ang goods dito, tignan mo naman yung Invoker. Top network na. Travel nata to.
Problema to sa mga andahin kasi Paano ka gagalaw dyan pag ano ka lang, na-combo ka lang ng simple setup na may ice wall, tapos meteor?
Masakit yan.
Kakainin ka niyan eh.
Oo, pag nagka-BKB ka, tatakbuhan ka lang yan eh. Ang hirap na patayin yan, boss. Pero bottom, GCQ.
Ay, nag-expire yung ulti. Panghabulan sana, may dagger pa siya eh.
Yun na, ano, first 10 kills, no? Nakakuha na dito ng DR.
Yep.
Sila pa nanalo. Grabe naman yun.
Si CF kasi talaga yung pinaka-suspect na makikita mo dyan, Kuya Skem eh.
Si Elsa.
Nasa puno ka na naman si Julina kasi.
Records dito, straight sa BKB. So, wala nang greedy na item.
Yeah.
Correcta defensive na siya dito. Bagay, once na magka-BKB ka dito, pwede mong BKB TP lang eh. Diba?
And syempre, yung first 10 natin na yan, hatid ng Bounty X Tracker. Again, pwede nyo scan yung ating code and mag-guide kayo sa ating temisan dyan, mga sir.
Pero nyo or shard. So, hindi naman ganun kayaman sa inyo. Kaso, ang problema dito, yung invoker tiny talaga.
Oo.
Ang hirap.
Oo, kaya pag ganito nakaluwag yung mapa, wala na, libre na yun. Triangle, sa kanya na yun eh, di ba?
Parang 60% ng mapa dito sa Radiant, sa kanya na yun.
Oo.
Sinyo na yung para magiging ano dito, siya na yung sa dangerous area. Siya na yung magpa-perform.
Ito, pa shadow blade na rin, yung tiny, di ba? Lapit-lapit na, moonlight again.
Ang hirap kasi trabahuhin pa neto for Natsumi kung go ba siya, sulitin ni Ellis o papaparmin na talaga muna siya. Kasi at the moment,
Gusto niya, 200 na lang ata, Radiance eh.
Pwede. Jay, pagka nagka-Radiance, pwede ka sumama ng isang beses. Si Satanic lag niyang ginagawa yan.
Pag hindi nag-work,
farm ka
medyo farm, balik ka na sa ano, sa jungle mo.
Planet may apat si Planet dito.
And sila ngayon yung mas nakakapag-occupy ng mapa, Team Resilience. Nahirapan lumubog dito yung side ng OG. More on defensive wards na muna sila, yun yung kailangan.
And mahirap to, lalo na first item ng dying dagger. Gusto mo yan, ikaw yung nag-set ng tempo eh.
Oo, dagger BKB siya eh. Gusto
Pili-
mong lumaban eh.
Pili ko yung pressure sa OG na, no? Parang may gusto silang gawin na hindi nila magawa. No? Parang na-limit na eh.
Parang may na-miss sila na timing.
Oo,
no?
parang ganun.
Siguro yung bottom
Sa
lane.
bottom talaga,
Oo,
Jay.
sa bottom lane.
Bambabite?
Yep.
Kahit mamatay yan, oh. Eh, yung mga
Pwede
hero
na.
na okay lang, eh, no?
Pero yun eh, pwede i-celebrate
Oo.
nila. At least
Mga
OG dito, di ba?
kill na gano'n kahit pa paano may nahahanap ka, di ba? At least may ilang na yan. O, pag pumunta tayo sa ganitong area, possible pala tayo mamatayin nyo.
Hindi nga lang aabot with the rolling boulder Japoy dito. Yes, sa 2 charges ng vessel is going for BKB para sa kanyang sunod na item.
Yun ang tinitignan ko si Japo, eh, parang almost 1 minute na siyang walang pinaparm. Ha? Kanina pa siya pumunta siya sa mid, pumunta siya sa top, tinry niya si Pango, hindi niya nahuli. So back to mid na naman.
And check mo yung Rubik, yung effectiveness nito. Almost 5k na yung net worth niya, no? 2-4 yung lamang niya versus Japoy.
Kanina ng 12 minutes si level 5, no? Biglang ganyan, may glimmer cape na. Paano nangyari yun?
Sa bottom kasi yun, doon talaga yun. Lumawak yung mapa, pero Erika,
Inunan niya dagger kasi may
Okay.
mga, ano nga, may
Setup.
mga crunchy target, tapos may sunstrike din eh, di ba?
And ngayon, is gonna
na.
go hard dito kay Crystal Maiden. Easy find, ZZQ pa yung nakalasit doon. And blink reveal for YSR na din at the same
Si
time.
Japoy, parang okay, wala lang akong magagawa dyan, boss. Patay ka lang.
Yan
And
ang
recipe
mga
away, ha?
problema, mga chewables. no?
Recipe away na lang yung unboker dito.
Sa BKB niya, oo. May shard na rin dito si New.
Aray, nakukuha yung timing.
Mirana,
dito.
may drums.
Yaman yan, no?
And right now, 4k lead na for Teres Romeo.
Ganon-ganon lang kasi yung mapa eh. Saan strike kay Raven?
Oh, that combination is too much for Raven to handle.
Pero wala to eh.
Pero magnetized na Ando naman. TP out nga lang, yun yung problema. And now the Rolling Thunder, then TP out again. Babayu, detective.
Tapos tingnan mo yung mapa, napakaluwag. Pushing yung top lane. Nakat ni tayo ni mid lane, di ba? Yung creep wave.
Si Mirana, tignan mo, sobrang kupal. Pinaparm lahat ng neutral, nakapag deep ward pa, so echoes, sobrang free sa top. Remember, bottom ha, nag-rotate yung OG dun.
Okay na.
Okay na. Shoot.
Shit. Shit na lang talaga. Shit na lang talaga.
Try naman natin, boss, ginagawa naman eh. Oh. Pero tignan mo yung bomber
Nangyari
eh.
kasi.
Biglang naiwan tayo sa alikabok ng ganun-ganun na lang. Kailangan ng at least panggising dito ng OG, no? Isang team fight or ano ba pwede lang i-try. Pa-tormentor na rin actually. Should they contest?
Pwede lang try,
Pwede,
Jay.
maluwag naman yung babae. Wala naman tier 1 tower dito yung TR.
Kailangan, Jay, makapatay sila dito kasi yung vessel tsaka yung distiller ni ano dito, Hoodwick, hindi pa rin lalagyan eh.
Eto na.
Ito na.
Pwedeng ma-shutdown na
Tawakas.
dito. At least, yung Pangolier. Remember, gumamit siya rolling thunder yung TP kanina.
Natsumi,
Pero
invest, asan?
papalagpagan dito. There's the Sunstrike coming from Invoker. Ang magiging kapalit will be Natsumi. Damay pa rito si Kuya Mutims.
Damay pa ata si
Tornado might
Japoy.
connect as well, but there's focusing on Hoodwig. Nandun yung
Instant
definite blast.
magic!
And there goes the Avalanche. Inabot pa si Kuya Japoy. This is gonna be a 3-for-1 in total. Pabor for Team Resilience.
Sure pa sa ano? Tormentor. Ang masakit yan, laging nakakapatay yung OG. Yung kapalit, puro kuri. Kanina si Japoy, di ba, pag nakakapatay sila, lagi yung kapalit ng
Kaya
buhay
pag
niya.
ganito, kailangan ata yung sumasama sa kanila si Undying. Nasaan yung Undying?
Diba, boss lang? No fake punch talaga.
Kagulo yung mga nangyayari sa mapa.
Yeah, direct. All in mo na. Reverse time mamaya. Gusto lang naman tayong payaman ng OG dyan. Diba? Pag nag-reverse time mamaya, shoot and tamis talaga.
Shoot, ang tamis meka na yung Rubik bigla. Kasi may libreng shard pa, no? Pangligtas.
Yung dalawang support problema din. Once na magka-shard ata, boy, baka naman maabutan ka ba ni Rubik pa? Yari tayo dyan,
May
boy.
shard na nga yung Rubik. Yun yung problema. Nakakuha siya ng libre.
Maabutan na kasi Kuya Japoy natin.
Nakausap ko kasi si Madam Aki.
Ah,
Sabi ko, Madam Aki, kaya ba nga ngayon? Kinakabahan nga ako eh. Tapos na-open up niya, kulang ng 2 kiss pala kay Japo.
ay, bago umalis. Aray
kulang.
mo.
Yun lang.
Kailan ba lipad niya? Sa ano pa ata? Lipad eh.
Baka magkasalubong pa siya.
Baka magkasalubong pa ka. Hoy, dito na ako. Lagi laglag na kami.
Gagi, pauwi na ako eh. Malas.
What if daw?
Sa lisipa. Hindi, kalma lang. Kaya yan. Diba?
Kaya.
Hindi, kulang kasi daw sa 2 kiss. Kulang dalawa.
Hindi pala sobrang.
Left and right yun dapat eh. Magkabilaan eh.
CCL na to. Wala na, CCL na to mo.
Yung
Shoutout,
sisiyan niya.
pero shoutout pala kay Madam Aki kahapon dito, no? Dami natin mga
Gigil nga eh, gusto pa rin talagang hanggang dulo eh. Diba?
hanggang dulo na eh.
Hanggang dulo eh. Kaso nakapapaliwan. Pagka game to, laman eh. So, Shadow Blade for Erika. Kaso 10k din na pala. Tapos kanina 2k lang to ah.
Ito na yung smoke. May BKB si Raven. Tatry nila. Lumaban.
So right now, smoke play. Let's see kung paano nila ina-navigate to. Pwede lang malikuran si ZQ. Pero
Ay,
they
kill to.
will manage to find the tiny problem
BKB
is
na.
he has the BKB and that's a fresh 9 seconds. Even though Raven wants to chase, hindi pwede lumapit yung kanyang mga teammate dito. And remember, nagamit niya din yung kanyang BKB. Ita-drop nila yung tombstone. And I don't think lalaban ka pa if you're OG.
Kala ko Shadow
Ako din,
Blade.
akala ko Shadow Blade.
BKB pala, boss.
Ang buong
Inis-
BKB.
Kasi kala mo, pa Shadow
I-skip
Blade yan,
niya,
di ba?
oh.
Yung knuckle. Grabe naman si Erika doon. And Roshan nata to for TR.
Possible, libre. Walang tombstone, walang BKB. Paano lalaban? Dito itong side ng OG.
Tinetextbook Dota pa ko, ayaw kagad mag-Roshan. Sinisecure muna eh, no?
9-9 tayo kanina with less than 1k lead for Team Resilience. And ngayon, 15-11, 10k. Double digit na yung network lead dito ng TR.
Pa-okta rin na si Invoker. Problema. Hindi nga lang ganun kabilis yung pag-roshan dito ng Resilience.
Hindi, may araw kasi coach eh. Tapos ito,
Oo.
may alacrite na. Medyo mabilis-bilis na yan.
Sumama na si Invoker.
Oo.
Kanina kasi ang layo niya. Nagpa-farm lang siya, di ba?
Kailangan na, no?
Kailangan ka dito, Ecos.
So, easy ages for Tiny dito, YSR. So, may immortality pang kasama.
Patay tayo.
And ililet go mo na to if you're OG. Wala ka nang kakayahan pa to contest.
Yaman bigla ng Rubik, no? Pag-grips na.
And sobrang unselfish niya rito. Talaga magsisave lang, no?
Ako si Kuya Pai! Pai!
Kapoy.
Ay, kuyapoy, kapoy.
Aray.
Pai, ano bang gagawin natin?
Yung
dyan, Pai?
itemization din ni Mirana, magpa-5.
Magpa-5 pa?
Grabe.
How to kill.
Mek,
If
tapos
you're,
Tapos may grips.
if you're Ellis, mangangalay ka kakakamot dyan.
Tapos sa akin dyan, Jay, yung iba dyan, mga nagsishadow blade, tapos yung naka-ghost walk. Yung Mirana pa, pag nag-ulti, wala ka talaga mapapalo, boss.
Mamaya, magpa-force stop na rin yung mga support na yan.
Yung glimmer pa, daming problema.
Sunstrike
for the
scouted, Raven.
Kailangan niya ata
10
mag-BKB
seconds
ba?
pa bago siya dito magka-blink. Hinahanap na siya dito ni
Uy,
Invoker
na-cancel
Tiny.
ata!
And
Undying.
now, Undying is
Nakaya
in
siya
trouble.
mag-BKB. Sabi nung kailangan niya ata mag-BKB TP doon.
Hindi niya ina-expect na sundan siya rito ng mga kalaw.
Oo.
Echoes and Tiny nag-ball. Tons of disable yung pwedeng gawin sa kanya. And then Pop is BKB.
7 seconds na lang naman yun di ba? Nag-jam
Bitutin
na rin
mo
yung Mirana.
Wala, di mo rin
Ganim na yung paanggol here.
Ito, pag nagka-basher to, boss, lalo na, live stealer, kahit mag-rage.
Hindi nga, nagka-basher na, wala pang basher.
Sinobra na.
Sobrang sa basher.
Dami ng basher dito. Ilan ba yan? 15K?
Oh,
Yan. Pero grips completed na for Rubik dito, so medyo
May grips
nakakompleto na.
Tiny, in-skip niya na yung Shadow Blade completely. Tinuloy niya yung kanyang harpoon.
Ganda, no? Talagang pang-ano lang talaga, para hindi sila mapalo.
Ganda ng dagger niya, no? Kita niyo,
Clutch,
lalambot
clutch.
Wala nang nangyayari sa mapa. Tayo na maging aggressive, no?
Lalo na si CM, no? Talaga naman po trip. Tara, top,
Si
new.
Chuba Balls.
Hanap sila dito ng pwedeng mapitas. Pinakamalapit na target is Crystal Maiden, Japoy. It's also here, pero they're getting ready din naman, OG. Gonna go for that rolling boulder play. ZZQ will just leap away.
Sakto naman si Dosing. Subakta.
Nagparamdam na si El Gato.
Alam mo, pinapalong crit si Kuya Japoy natin.
Yan, layo ng teammates nila. Lifestealer and also tong Hoodwink. Nasa may bottom lane sila.
Wala, ina-outperm na sila. Tignan mo.
Oo.
Tatlong lane. Pating anyo talo. Inaagaw ng imbawang
Yung Bonger, hindi na nila nagagalaw. Ito na, sa wakas, Mirana, hindi pa rin.
And tumama naman at least yung sharpshooter doon. Raven jumping forward, dropping his
Glimmer
tombstone. Nandun yung Glimmer Cave, pero thankfully abot ulit Japoy. But here comes the rolling counter para kay New. Na-shutdown naman nila agad dito yung annoying na
Raven!
Rubik. And Raven, medyo makunat naman na. Tankiin na para hindi makulit dito ni No Problem is that EMP coming from Invoker and the right clicks will seal the deal.
May kapalit na naman si Kuya Japoy na naman.
Para pa kasi siyang BKB.
Wala. Hindi kasi siya nagpa-farm kanina. Titignan mo yung laging ginagawa ni Kuya Japoy. Lagi siyang, nagko-cover lang.
Oo.
Tapos nalilipan pa sila lagi ng
Hindi,
Mirana.
ang nangyari kasi kay Yapoy, nasa kanya yung pressure. Kasi siya yung kailangan mag-initiate eh. Paano sila kung nagdadagger rin si Undying, magli-leap out lang yung kalaban.
Dapat tatay, di na siya. Mga
Magli-leap
clockwork na
out
lang.
lang
No?
yung ano. Hindi, kahit clockwork din, ang hirap din eh.
Hindi kahit pa paano, alam mo yun, nag-i-start ng team.
May pang-vision.
Diba?
And if ikaw dun yung Rubik, any day of the week, di ba? Tatanggapin mo yung mga ganong klaseng trade.
May tumpa ka mo lagi. Yung masakit dito. Pero yun na nga, TR. May ages pa to, matagal-tagal ha.
Bottom. May rage TP naman.
Yep. Palo pa Natsumi, syempre. And then, TP out na siya dito.
Ayun na
Na-take
naman.
down. Scam dito ni YSR.
Baka na magagawa dyan. Yung nakita ko nag-early dagger si Tiny. Talagang puputripin siya dito eh.
Palakpakan na eh.
What
What?
went wrong, no? Yun, mapapaisip
Ang ganda na yun ng early.
Okay naman.
Yung early.
Yung flow ng game nila, sakto lang.
Isa talaga yung Jay, yung pinatay nila sa Echoes. Tapos, pili ko, di ata sila nag-communicate eh.
Eh, bukod doon siguro sa early.
Sa early din.
Sa lane ni Japoy.
Yung
Saka
Sunstrike
kanya yung
din.
bola dito eh.
Direk, iban mo nga si The
The
Baby.
Baby.
Malas yata yun. Hater ng Pinoy eh.
Uy, the baby, tama ka na nga!
15 minutes mo nga yan.
Hindi, one day mo na.
Wag,
Pare.
15 lang.
Last series tayo. Wag last series tayo. Hindi,
Hater ng Pinoy.
mag-YouTube, ano ba rin yan? Magkikik-YouTube yan.
Pala ba siya
Tapos na eh, tapos yung trabaho niya kamo.
Bukas dalawa yan. Ikaw ang magkakas naman sa OG bukas. Pag nadali kami ngayon.
Lahat tayo mabibigyan ng OG, no?
Diba, sisihin tayo pare. What we see. Ganun talaga yung nangyayari.
Viewers din yung malas. Pasyal-pasyal kaya
Oo.
muna. Pag
Sila sobrang yun, tina 20k nyo rin yan eh. Uy, pag 20k.
Ayun, malinis na. Yung mapa dito ng OG, wala nang tier 2 towers. Ang good thing naman dito, expiring na yung age si Tiny, no? May opening sila dyan.
Kahit isang let's go boss, wala eh. Medyo hindi marinig ng OG.
Nasobra na sa Let's Go si Rafi. Baka umepekto na sa OG.
Mga let's go airport na tayo. Tapos wag lang muna.
Masakit yung tama dito for OG ngayon, ano? Alay disappear, pero
Rolling
maganda. Good bushwhack onto 2. Rolling boulder, pero lip out lang naman. Can they catch him? And then grips lang mga kaibigan dito. And now, they gonna kill Raven. Kaya naman. Double star per play. Coming from Mirana. There's the tornado and the sunstrike. Scam will also gonna go down. Pero 1 kill lang naman yon dahil magsuspawn lang dito Raven.
Lugo pa rin sila, Mirana. Wala na itong lip.
Ayaw pa mag-buyback dito ni Kuya Scam. There's the squish cross. Applesauce come from you. Magnetize ginamit natin. Natsumi, hindi pa nakapag-pierce ng damage pero slowly but surely, kaso nandun na yung heal.
Grabe
The
yung sustain eh.
The sustain is too much. Hindi sila makadamage dito. Halos napapamaga naman nila hanggang half HP pero hanggang doon
Ito,
na lang.
Tiny.
Tiny but the leap save. Come from Rubik, Avalanche. Thankfully may rage but he managed to blink
nag-leave.
away.
Walang napatay?
Wala silang makukuha dito and they will just bail out. At least new.
Yo,
Finally!
Sa wakas, Di, basta long team fight, piling ko laban yung OG. Lalo na life stealer, dyan magkaano dyan eh.
Long team fight,
Long
tapos
team fight lang.
mag-survive lang si Undying. Pero namamicro sila, no? Grabe yung sustain, yung pipe, yung greaves, tapos yung
Yung
dreamer
Rubik
tips.
din, grabe
yung
yung
Rubik
lip.
save din.
Pero grabe yung Mirano, lagi nagpo-front lang, no? Tapos lagi nakakalip. Hindi nila napapanish, no?
Dumadouble lip lang yung
Tumatawag
Mirana.
lip lang, grabe naman yung Mirana na yun. Wala guys, medyo ang hirap pumatay. Pili ko nga, hindi pa nire-respect ng TR yung OG. Parang bara-bara sila mag-initiate eh.
Antayin na kasi nila Chumainis.
Ito, top lane.
Sunstrike play. There's the combination. Full RTZ mode Natsumi ngayon, and YSR in trouble.
Infest pa.
Graves is there, but the pushback didn't connect. Raven
Patay
still
ata.
wanna chase, and finally, mega kill streak matatanggal dito.
Yun lang,
And
wala
walang
sa range.
buyback yun, but the problem is the combo is there. Can he fight away the rage? Nandun kasi mga kaibigan, I think that's a stolen frostbite,
Oy,
ano?
nasampayin ba, Ker?
Rubik, pero ang ganda ng pagkakatali, pagkaagapos, Echos, delikado siya rito.
Stolen effect!
But the Infest, Planet, skills ng OG yung ginagawa niyang pambosit dito. First time, first is the Nova or the Frostbite, and ngayon yung Infest. Kailangan nila mag-out dito
Wow,
muna.
Grabe naman yun.
Ang ganda ng infest na yun. Grabe yung HP na Invoker. Napapatay na, napuno.
Wala, minamicro kasi. Kumbaga, ang hirap talaga pumatay sa OG dito. Pagka ganun din, once na tumalon yung ano dito, Undying, walang napatay. Wala, mamicro rin na sila.
Ano sila, support dip tayo. Ang dami nang ginagawa ng Rubik ni Teams. Pero yung CM dito, parang medyo sila.
Or siguro-
parang sa dalawa ng kabila.
Or siguro sa item din, coach. Medyo
Oo,
sobrang
sa item.
lamang ng item ng
Nakakuha kasi ng libreng shard. May
Oo.
grips, may glimmer ka na. Diba? Tapos yung Mirana mo, may dalawang
May
clip, may pipe.
May 5 pa.
Sobrang rare na nun talagang yung effort ng OG to kill the Tiny. Ang problema, nag-step up naman is yung Rubik naman, di ba?
Grabe naman sila.
Kinukulang lang talaga sila sa disable. Etong side ng OG. Kada,
CM din
pag
kasi,
wala kang
no?
tinatamaan ng kulong, di ba? Kailangan malapit yung CM eh. May dagger na rin yung Rubik. And etong si Teams.
Almost 20k lead. Teams will go down. Meteor play coming from Echoes.
Invoker show na to.
Invoker show indeed. 20k network. And beyond godlike streak siya dito. 11-1 with one shy na assist para sa double-double na performance.
Remember, New Bloods lang yan. Ekos. Parang siya pa yung ano dito, veterans.
Palo,
No?
no? Walang kakaba-kaba.
Or siguro yung side din, medyo ang ganda rin na
Ano naman
ginagawa
item
side
na
din.
Mirano, nag-solo quest
Solo
din.
quest, wala na.
Ang ganda ng itemization nila, no?
Pang teamfight talaga. May iba kasi,
Pagsama-sama.
may iba aganis, di ba, sa Mirana? Yung greedy, pero to wala. Pipe na ako dito.
Tapos resilience, ang ginagawa nila, hindi na rin sila nag-iwalay. Nagdidikit-dikit na lang yung apat. Invoker, ikaw na bahala mag-show ng gilid-gilid dyan. Tapos kami sama-sama lang, di ba? Para
Ayun,
hindi makapitas.
May ginagawa nila, yung apat, oh. Diyan kayo, Invoker sa top.
Napakaingat ng Team Resilience, no? 22k yung network lead nila. Nakita tayo finally ng mistake din sa kanila dito, pero nagawan pa rin kasi talaga nila magawa ng paraan eh.
BKB para kay Natsumi. Yan, at least
Okay.
hindi na siya makakombo-kombo.
Super late game
Tamang
for
usage
Life Stealer. Nakikitaan naman na natin siya ng potential
Oo,
dito,
Life
di ba?
Stealer ata talaga.
Kaso
to
walang
versus
mapalo
Tiny.
eh. Ayun yung problema eh.
Tsaka
Lagi
sa
nagigilmer
disable, kailangan ata na... Ewan ko, paano to?
Oy, shoutout pala, nanonood. Ang si Ariel. Hi,
Hi,
Ariel.
Ariel.
Kay The Baby, no? Yan, The Baby, magganyan ka lang. Hindi hater ka ng Pinoy. Ariel, papa mo hater ng Pinoy yan, ha?
Bakit
Shout
mo to?
kay Ariel dyan. Shout kay Ariel.
Ariel na yan eh. Alam nyo? May basher naman tayo. May
Ayan,
basher.
basher na.
Casual basher lang, no? Tapos disperser.
Dispel ng mga bite. Diba? Yun
Lahat-
lang yung papatay sa kanya eh. Bite, tsaka yung silencer
Open wounds
spirit.
din, di ba? In a way, pang dispel mo na rin yan. Pero ito na yung Hex for Echoes. Buti nga, di pa nag-aganips to eh. Di ba?
Kaya mga item ni Mirano, maglalotos. Paano? Ganda na itemization ng supports dito, ng resilience. Kahit hindi, no? Hindi lang supports pala, lahat.
Lahat. Talaga
Lahat ng
nagko-compliment
hero
eh.
niya, oo. Pasok sa isa't isa. Japoy, going for the Shiba. May Shiba na dito yung dying. Tingnan natin. Anong
Ano mo?
plano?
Dahil na-outform na sila dito.
Nawala na, na-break na yung smoke nila, no?
Parang secure nila. And Lotus naman, no? Next item dito ni ZZQ. And mid.
And if they want to play it safe,
Tulong na
antayin mo
naman.
na lang yung Aegis din dito. Meet your play.
Pang-baby.
Here comes the rolling boulder. Now, they will bring
Yan.
down the Rubik.
Magandang
Matagal
kill.
lang konti, pero that's a big kill. Especially, pop yung Roshan dito. And am I right? This is Tiny. Nag-pop lang ng BKB. Gusto niya i-take down dito, Japoy. Kaya mo ba?
Mamamicro sila, ha?
Buwan loob mo, boss, ha? Masyado ka, well, para salamat ka. Wala pa tayong basher dyan. For
Ito na lang.
Pwede na si Nyo. Makakapag-blink out. Take the Aegis.
Wala talaga mapatay, boss.
Kaya, Rapi! Wala daw mapatay.
Yan,
Tama,
hinatid.
pinatay na. Ganun lang, Rapi. Ituloy mo.
Teka. Pango! Wala ko lang mga wiki.
Ako, wala na tayong mga BKB.
Wala, alis na.
Kailangan natin mag-bail out. We need to escape.
Arrow!
Arrow not gonna hit. Tornado yung tatama. Ekos dito magpapop ng BKB. Ang dying, good for stacks on strike. Medyo late na. Now, Crystal Maiden yung mabibigyan.
Galit
That's
pa!
5 seconds. Pero yung left play dito to bring
TP
down.
out na lang.
Eto
May bash
ang
na!
Victor. Kailangan nyo mag-TP out.
Nice!
Finally,
Hindi na lang, hindi
hindi
na bash.
kumunik yung bash.
Buti na lang. Buti hindi ko yung basher, boss. Wala talaga tayo mapatay.
Namamahay
Pero
ko
at least
tayo.
na-force
Okay
nila yung
na.
buyback. Na-force nila yung buyback din dito. At least kaso yung Aegis ally na
Aegis
muna.
talaga?
And this is the third time. So meron na tong refresher.
Hindi, wala pa. Pangalawa pa lang, Jay.
Ano
Banner
ba
pa lang.
to?
Banner pa lang. Banner pa lang.
Naubos yung ano eh. Naubos yung magnetized ni Earth Spirit, no?
Lumalaban guys, lumalaban.
Bili ko nga yung stone niya, kahit maubos na yung stone niya, ang hirap pa rin
Ang
pumatay.
problema din kasi doon ang aga ng BKB usage. Na-force doon sa gitna nung nag-o siya na invoker, napa-BKB agad siya. Napunish siya na si Rubik pero nag-buyback lang and wala nang BKB
Buti
Earth
ka na,
Spirit
Japoy.
eh. Pero go
Naku,
sila.
sa back to.
Ito naman yung
Nabundol!
Boy! Arrow connecting. Now Sunstrike as well. Nandito si Kuya Munatsumi. Remember, nagamit niya na yung teleportation niya kanina. And now 3 seconds para sa
May
kanyang
BKB naman
BKB.
siya.
Kailangan siya malip ng Robek. Aabot si Thames using his dust of appearance. Ako na lang. Wag siya. Aabot Japoy. No ID, no entry. Takbo na. I mean, Natsumi, sorry.
Jay, random rolling boulder lang yun, ha? Wala
Aray.
silang vision dun.
Hindi, si Earth Spirit niya, ang gulo
Earth
niya,
Spirit.
pababa kasi sila. Nakita
Wala.
nila invoker sa baba, i-go nila.
Eh, kaso
may
may-
nakasalubong.
Nabait sila, boss.
May naglilibot na tanod.
Ako na-X pa. Walang BKB to.
And the arrow, buti na lang.
Pa-invest na.
Ako, pa-invest!
Wala akong dagger. Sabi ng boss, wala akong dagger.
Naku, wag kasi silip.
Hindi, nagpapabait sila. Raven is there. Frostbite.
May BKB
Kaya ba to?
Teka.
Masyado ka ng matapang, Ekos, ha? Kaso nandun yung Rolling Thunder, Crisscross, para kay New.
Pabuhay
Hindi
your
tatama
spirit.
dito yung Frostbite. Natsumi needs to be careful. Does he still have the BKB? Kung kaya naman, nandun yung palipad. Scam, kakabuhay lang. It's gonna go
Eto
down.
na.
Pero eto na yung mga magnetize ni Kuya mo, Japo and Raven pushing forward. They want Ekos. It doesn't have
Nice.
BKB. Chumainis na mga kalahok dito. May mahahabol pa ba tayo? Mukhang wala naman na.
Roshan,
Tins,
pwede
wala
eh.
siyang maabutan. Pero yung Roshan, yung Aegis, pwede natin makuha.
Let's go. Kaya pa.
Medyo tumalang yung tornado. Yung tornado pa ata yung naglitas ka lang. Sila ergago na nila. Tapos nabuhay na kampi. Kaso nag-expire yung rage. Kaso na tornado.
Yung TR dun masyadong greedy. Roshan is up na eh. Dapat ni Roshan along nila.
Patay ito yung mga basher eh. Ay, wait lang.
Buti ka mo yung
Sandali,
bago.
sandali.
Hindi ko mo connect yung basher. Laging mala siya eh.
Magbabash na eh. Oh, wait.
Naka-ready lang.
Naawat eh.
Teka, makaaraw pa tayo dito, ha?
Pero wala namang invoker, yun yung kagandahan dito. Kailangan natin makuha yung Aegis. Malayo yung Tiny. This is gonna be a snatch attempt come from Mirano or Rubik.
Bagal,
Pwede nilang
ah.
gawin.
Ang bagal, Jay.
Kaso ang bagal nga, ito na yung Rolling Thunder.
Ang
Oh,
lakas,
sorry,
sumigaw pa.
umaray yung Roshan and namaga si
Ako, thank you
Raven.
pa.
Aray ko, thank you pa sobra yan. 40 seconds bago mabuhay yung Invoker. Remember, wala siyang buyback dito. Kailangan natin tumimfight. This is a 5v4 situation. CCQ mahanap. Good Shiva's guard. Nandun yung lip pero hindi nila maaabutan dito. But the invest is there. Raven, he can't afford to die. Nag-pop na BKB dito yung Tiny. So, na paano di-discard ito? Boy naman at least Raven. Pero
Mamamicro
nagamit na
na
at
yung
least
gulong.
yung Rolling Thunder. Rolling Boulder out. But who's gonna get the Aegis? Kailangan na nila itong bilisan.
Kaya pa rin nila lumaban ng OG ha. Buhay pa
Mabuhay
rin yung
na
lima
yung
nila.
Invoker. Naku,
Walang
10
gulong.
seconds.
Walang gulong ngayon. Walang BKB si Tiny.
May nangyayari na, tumapang YSR, masyado ka magaling ha! Buo ang loob mo! Sira ang tuktok mo! That's 1 minute and 30 seconds without the Tiny. Nabuhay ng Invoker, hindi pa nila hinintay!
Roshan din. Teka lang, ha? Ito importante dito.
Masyado ka na magaling, YSR!
Teka.
Ang tagal din ng
Tagal.
Raven dun eh.
Ulay, patay si YSR, umorder na sa
Uy,
SNR.
amplify damage!
Pero may amplify
Nice one!
damage tayo ni Gaben. Thank you, Gaben!
Thank you. Sige.
Bakbakin nyo na yung Roshan.
Okay na. Secure na yan, Jay.
Huwag ka ma-excite. Hold the mouth ka.
Ode.
Okay na kami.
Teka lang. Depend pa.
Ho, Gretchen, ho.
Oh, last secure na tayo, Rosa.
Bilisan nyo!
Bilisan nyo! Yan ang araw!
Tinapay naman, oh!
Hindi, secure na yan, Jay. Okay na yan.
Okay na.
Buti ka mo, walang pressure. Pili kong mayroon pressure, iko-contest na kanina eh. TR eh.
Wala, namatay din si Tiny. Wala rin silang gulong nun eh. Nandun
Coach,
na yan.
i-hold them out, man, coach. Masyado ka na-excite.
Pinipigilan ko. Di nga ako nagsasalita kahit lumalabang pare. Hold na ka, oh.
Sumisigaw ka na naman, eh.
Feeling ko magkakaroon pa sila ng ibang kills doon kung pumunta ka si Raven. Si Raven kasi nung nag-TP sa outpost, lumakad pa mid tsaka siya pumalik sa baba.
Thankfully, may second life si
Kaya
Raven.
nga,
Third
Raven.
sila dun. And doon, YSR, hindi pa nila inantay yung Invoker, no?
Hindi, medyo nag-greedy na sila. May vision kasi sila doon. Gusto nila ipanish.
Kahit
Gusto
pa,
nila dual
5
team.
seconds na lang, eh.
Wala eh. Buti ka mo. Buti kasi dahil
Buti nga lang.
after no, di ba? Nakuha natin.
So, Chill lang muna tayo.
Chill lang, hop!
Humupa ang bash. Gay. Kami naman.
Hold na to, guys! Hold na! Gusto ko nang ilabas! Legit lang! Woo! Baka ganun sa itong Mirana, so gusto niya atang medyo mag-scale in a way.
Kasi nakita nila, kinukulang na nila sa bawas, no? Yung invest, ang laki ng heal.
Kalma lang.
Wala na,
Atin yung ages, antayin na lang natin. Uy, teka muna, ASR.
Ang layo na naman ni Raven, ha?
Order na kayo ng SNR mga kaibigan dito. Kaya masyado na. Teka lang ha. OG ha. Sure ba tayo dito? Sige, laban. May ages naman eh. Greaves gagamitin. Here comes the meteor play. Combination onto Hoodwink.
Namamicro
Wala
pa
tayong
tayo.
support. Pumipinoy na. Eto na mga kaibigan.
Wala, hindi nagbigay.
Laban oh.
Teka, Natsumi, may ages to.
Umuugag na naman tayo.
Naku, bababa siya dito, Jay!
Alaka!
Nakarangan ni Mirana.
OG!
Oh, Diyo. ang problema talaga dito yung Moonlight. Once na magka-Moonlight, sobrang pressure ng OG.
Di, tsaka ang layo na naman ni Raven. Ang ginagawa niya naman, nagsusub na naman siya ng top. Nandun si Invoker kasi, diba, nagkakitaan sila. Si Invoker may travel. Si Raven nagtipi sa outpost. Late na naman siya dun sa
Ang hirap kasi sa Pinoy, makaramdam ng onting kaginhawaan.
Gumigreedy na! Gumigreedy na! Sino sobrang... Wala ba silang hex? Like si Raven, kailangan natin hex si Raven dito.
Kailangan na lang ng disable na extra talaga.
Hindi talaga secured yung dito. Earth Spirit lang yung nag-i-initiate. Grabe.
Problema din doon, napetas na yung CM mo, tapos nakita yung Hoodwink sa
Ang
likod ni
galing pumatay,
Invoker.
no?
Oh, simple lang. Kailangan pumesto na maayos dito ng mga
And sila
support.
pa yung high ground.
Alakriti tayo niyan, boss.
Wala si Jaboy. 30 seconds window para bumasag dito sila YSR. Potential 2 lanes or maybe yung Mega Crips. Yung
Possible
pwede mangyari
Mega
dito. Pinahirapan pa ng OG.
40.
Gusto talaga ng OG Magic. OG Magic talaga din eh.
So, 37k gold lead na to, ha?
Paano kayo ko? YSR, bigyan mo kami ng isa. Bigyan mo kami ng buga.
Wala, next book Dota, G. Pa-spawn na yung Earth Spirit. Sakto, may aegis pa si Natsumi dito, eh.
Okay lang.
Okay lang yan.
Lumaban naman eh. Patalo na nga kanina eh, di ba?
Umabot pa ng 40, J!
Oo, patalo.
Umabot 40.
Patalo na tayo kanina. Nagkaliwanag pa eh. Okay lang yan.
Pero malapit na mag-level. Malapit na magka-pressure to. So, dalawang rolling thunder siya dito mamaya.
Dito sila nalulugi kay Invoker sa mga ganto-ganto. Lagi siya nag-shove ng top lane. Tapos kailangan may dumipensa sa kanila. Si Invoker nakakabalik agad sa teamfight. Yung kailangan dumipensa sa may top lane na iiwan si Raven. Ganon.
Wala naman si Thompson, pero hindi na control yung emotion eh.
Sagat na sagat, pilabayaan na eh.
Wala naman si Thompson dyan eh. Hindi na control yung emotion eh.
Na yung refresher dito. Tapos pa 25 na rin siya pag nakuha niya yung wisdom.
Tapos rolling thunder, di ba yung minus cooldown?
Oy! May aegis yan. Okay lang.
YSR, may aegis yan.
Wala na naman si Raven dyan,
There's the deafening blast. Paano nila didiskarte yan? Nagapos ni Tims, pero they need to be careful. Ganda nung harpoon play. Hoodwink will go down. Buyback immediately, but there's a tornado. Can't they bring down YSR? Paano ngayon to? Rolling boulder. Medyo tabingi for Kuya Japoy, but there's the magnetized ice wall. Makakatakbo sila. Starfall na din at the same time, but there's the rolling thunder. There's a combination with the sunstrike na rin. Unang mamamatay dito will be Mirana. Wala siyang buyback. Nagpapagulong-gulong dito si New. Ihigupin ka ng mga Pinoy, tol. Sinasabi ko sa'yo. TP out na!
Alisa na!
Abayoy! Ngayon! Pa!
Haray ko!
Natuluan ng tornado.
Hoy! Zero to pala tayo. Huwag ka muna lumipad!
Si Raven, lumalaban sa may likod.
At least, si Ekchos na-take down dito. Eto na, OG! Pagbuga na! Huli ka, balbon! Walang balbon na never hindi nahuli, boy!
Nice one! Diba kaya naman, Jay?
Lahat ng balbon nahuli!
Basta
tandaan mo yan!
Basta mano lang yung BKB. Once na walang BKB dito yung ibang Corantier, kaya naman eh.
Kaya naman! Kaya talaga!
Lalo na yung bushwalk.
I-open mo mo!
Grabe yung bushwalk doon ni Tips. Sorry. Buti ka lang.
Na-exit ka na naman eh! Naubos tayo sa bottom lane exit eh!
Maganda kasi
Ayaw mo si Coach!
Na-force nila yung BKB ni Tiny, di ba, habang tumatakbo, habang naka-invest in lifestealer. Tapos yung gulong, medyo masagwa rin. Buti nga mo na-cancel yung TP na lifestealer. Nandun yung sa likod, ang dahing nahuli nila si Invoker.
Ganda na ko, Loko. Kumbaga, nakancel yung TP. Let's go. Oli na tayo dito.
Naramdaman na natin yung sakit nung Tiny kanina. Yung sakit na ni Natsumi ang kailangan na natin maramdaman. Late game na to, LS na boy. Si RTC nga nanalo 1v5 eh.
Kaso, Jay, matagal-tagal na yun.
Huwag mo na kontrahin!
Matagal-tagal na kasi yun eh. Panahon ni Arthur.
Si Arthur eh.
Ang dami mo example si Arthur pa.
Pare, Arthur Neri, nasa natin yan, di ba?
Okay. Anong linya ni Arthur?
Okay, share nyo na muna guys ang ating stream. Supportahan natin lahat.
Ako, ang bilis na to. Uy.
Magaling ka? Tol, magaling ka, Tol!
Nako.
Hindi kailangan niya mag-BKB-TV, makaka-cancel siya dito ni Teams.
May baktol ka lang pero di ka magaling, tol!
Ako, lalaban yan, Tims. Ay, pati naman.
Hindi.
May hidis eh, may
Inawat
hidis.
ng teammate, si YSR. Pwede niyang patayin eh. Pero sabi, bumaka na!
Umalis ka na dyan,
Umalis
umalis
ka
ka
na.
na. Tama na. Pumalo lang ng dalawang tao, ng 2 hits. Okay lang.
Ang maganda ngayon, nakakalaro na ng maayos si Japoy.
Yes.
Pag tumatagal na yung team fight,
Kaka-item na.
nakakapwesto na siya. Hindi katulad kanina na pag wala siyang BKB, naano lang siya ni Invoker,
Hex lang.
nakokontrol.
Hex
Ayun
lang.
na, Rap, shot your filthy na. Nag-smoke na OG rito. 1 minute 40 seconds para sa Aegis natin. Echos showing himself dito sa may top lane with his Sport Spirit. Pero kailangan nila mag-push ng lane coach muna.
Oo. Ang problema, sino yung gagawa?
Ang hirap nun, Jay. Walang
Si
magpupush. Ipapanish
Japoy
lang yan.
lang, tapos punishable pa, no? Kaya
Pwede.
Pwede. Na lang yung tumatrabaho, pero hindi expected to. Itong smoke ng 4, nag-night time pa.
Ito next Aegis. May pressure na.
Yun, ginamit na yung leaf.
Pero nakasakay Chapoy Ferrer dito. Natsumi rolling, na-force out din kay New. Pero out lang din naman yung magiging decision making ng OG rito. Mukhang sa Roshan na naman ulit tayo magkakaroon ng bakbakan.
Buyback lang. Kailangan buyback para mamaya sa Roshan. Sakto yan.
Cooldown na naman ata yung innate dito ni Raven. So makakabalik siya dyan. Buyback ni Japoy, importante.
Si Japoy talaga, pinaka-importante dito mamaya. Yung buyback niya. Pwede siya
Si
mag-dive
Natsumi
eh.
naman, napakahirap i-takedown. May BKB, may Infest, may Rage.
Naku,
Tapos
sige,
level
escape.
25 na rin.
Sige,
Pero ito yung
escape.
full trip.
Food trip! Dre!
YSR with a quick combo on the personal
Buti na lang, di siya
maiden. Pero
pinatay.
Buti di pinalo.
blink out siya
Di,
doon.
buti walang sunstrike.
Aabutan kaya nila Raven. Pero ang makikita nila dito will be Mirano. He need to lip. Kailangan niya mag-lip out. Rolling boulder, mintis, pero umabot!
Sinama si
Invoker! Pero kailangan niya ipop yung BKB, nandun yung magnetize, eto na si Natsumi, bilis sa bunat! Sumakay ka sa akin! Sabi dito ni Jaboy, pero sinay kinibay kilabasa!
Ay, sayang!
Hindi
May
nakapalo.
abisal tayo ah!
Yan ng viewers, mga viewers kasi basher eh.
May abisal tayo!
Meron
Hindi
niya,
niya inabisal.
kapag out na eh.
Pagkalabas niya, hindi niya inabisal.
Pwede niyang i-abisal, Jay!
Pwede, hindi nga, pindot eh.
Hindi niya inabisal yung poker yun!
Grabe kasi.
Uy!
Pinasakay ka na, sinundo ka
Ayaw
na.
ba kasing i-hold the mouth kasi muna eh.
Pare, abisal na lang. Wala naman ako sinabi. Di ko naman chill.
Sumisigaw kayo na,
Ay,
abi, Bash!
Pare, yun
Oh.
eh! Ay, abisal na, big deal yun eh!
Ang request mo, Bash, hindi na tuloy.
Gusto niya tuloy paluin.
Oo.
Abisal, hindi inabisal na yun.
Sa bagay.
Sa bagay.
Na mind games. Sige, Nat. Sorry, Nat.
Rapi Bonya.
Sorry.
Ang tindi mo, Rapi Bonya.
Nandito kayo, Rapi.
Rapi Bonya. Uy, teka lang.
Uy,
Naku,
naka.
naabang.
Puminoy.
Uy.
Hoy, Puminoy. Si Poy Puminoy.
Naku, may abisal tayo dyan. Huwag kang gumalay, Basher! Nice one! Oh! Buti hindi ko magalay, Basher, kanina pa.
Buti tumakay siya. Ang tagal niyang bitawan yung gulo.
Pahinga mo lang, game 2. Pahinga mo lang, game 2.
Pause mo.
Boss mo lang, boss. Buti hindi ko magalay, Basher. Thank you.
Hindi, naubos na ng bash. Naubos na ng viewers yung bash eh. Naubos na ng mga viewers natin yung bash.
Nagamit
tol.
ng mga nagchat-chat.
Ang bira. What a game, guys. Nilalaban naman eh.
Oo.
Diba?
Tinry naman eh.
Nilalaban naman ng OG. Kalma lang sa ating Pinoy representative. Diba?
Roshan, 1 minute.
Ganado yan. Nanalo si kuya mo RCY kanina eh.
Sira yung Basher.
Made in China kasi yung basher ata. Tol, made in China, hindi nagagamit. Ito na.
Uy, nasa bahay.
Masyado ka na magaling. YSR, kahit ba nila combo eh, nandun yung ice wall. And now, Bushwa connecting. Scam thinking about it. Pero kunat sobrang ni YSR dito.
Wala yung Earth Spirit pa nila
Siya si
eh.
Silver Edge and wala pa kasi doon. Eto nga si Kuya mo, Japoy. So, nabasag nila yung tier 3 if I'm not mistaken, or kanina pa.
Kanina pa, yung tiny, di ba? Yung kanina, yung inano niya, sinolo niya. Pero grabe no, nakakainis maglaro tong tier. Sobrang, alam mo yung textbook Dota.
Yeah, may satanic na rin kasi si Tiny, no? Hindi pa kasi nililift doon ni Rubik, eh, no? Sige, papalagla ako, no? Normal ako, di ako magbibigay dito.
Nakakatakot dyan mamaya, coach. Once na tumalit
Ayan,
mamaya si Blue.
nakakatakot, may amplify damage.
Amplify damage.
And Aegis, 10 seconds, kailangan na mag-regroup dito ng OG. We need to do something, but kakibat nun, kailangan natin mag-dumefend.
Problema, walang BKB ang
Teka,
dying, walang tombstone.
Susulitin nila dito yung amplified damage. And this is gonna be a quick snap onto Natsumi.
Lakanat!
Pes!
Maro! Boss! Amplify damage eh!
Public and Pes.
Ano yun,
Paano yun?
Marom? Yung ginagawa.
Pwede mo naman nataantayin sa high ground na.
Pwede mo naman si Japoy na may clear eh.
Hindi, pwede yun. Kung nandun si Raven. Kaso ang bilis ng damage eh. Amplify nga niya.
Ala ka!
Ala ka, ito na yun.
Yawa, aoy.
Uy, wag mo na. Wag mo. Pwede pa, may buyback pa.
Kailangan nila i-buyback to. YSR, medyo malalim.
Ang layo nung lead.
Grabe
ng
naman
team
yun.
resilience. And look at the sustain. Magnetize, ginamit na din nila para lang mabugaw dito yung mga kalaw. Kailangan nila mag-abol.
Oy.
Kailangan nila masulit yung mga buyback. Here they come. Around at gonna hit. Thankfully, may BKB dito mga kaibigan. Ito nga si Raven. Pero makakapag-invest naman at least. They need to find YSR. Nakasakay doon yung life stealer ha. Paalala lang. YSR
Abisal
delikado.
Ang
Ito nung
ganda
lead.
naman.
Na-save dito nung Rubik. Kaya ba na yung takedown ni Natsumi?
Di niya kaya.
Ibawi ka na. Kaya niya, coach. Kaya niya, coach.
Walang buyback.
And maabutan si Ecos dito. Jericho Rosales ka pala, Mr. Palengke ka pala, boy, ha? Ang pogi mo na masyado, ha?
Angat na naman.
Dati ni Aegis!
Sakto Roshan yan, Jay. Repressure to. Walang tiny. Medyo matagal-tagal yan, boss. Ito na yun.
Dati ng Aegis!
Ay, sorry.
Kailangan natin makuha yung AG. Kasi nag-buyback eh. Na-force mo yung buyback ng life stealer. Tingnan natin kung kaya. Kaso yung top lane, no? Natipian agad yung invoker.
Mamamatay tayo sa alta presyon sa OG.
Dahil kailangan lang step up for Raven dito. Pwede naman na gawin yun eh. I-beat si Raven. Si ano eh. Si Natsumi. Kaso kailangan lang ready yung tombstone dito.
Hindi na kailangan gawin yun. Nandun naman Surge Spirit
Oo,
para siya
Kaso,
mag-clear eh.
ginagawa nila lagi. Di ba lagi silang natadali kanina pa?
Ano yung invest na ganun sa ganito naka-late? May hex eh. May hex tayo, tas ang layo nung save.
May pwede to ha. Broker, sa Echoes. Kaso may gem ba?
May kita. Makikita yan. Mag-farm ka. Get, testingin mo lang, boy. Eto na lang. Pwede na yan.
Abisal, okay na.
Nice! Ay,
Pulutan
sorry.
ka.
Roshan! Let's go!
Roshan sa top lane, hindi to sisigaw pag OG yung kumuha kasi nakakuha kanina yung
And
resilience.
pwede nila ma-force yung buyback dito kung sakali din ng Pangolier. Meron silang 30 seconds window for Tiny since makikita Mirana. Wait a minute. Hindi na mainit yung kape pero ito na yung rolling
Pwede
boulder.
mamagay.
Chapoy. Pumapa na. Si Jumong.
Nag-suicide! Nice one!
Roshan!
Ayos na.
Roshan! Teka.
Wala na, bigay na to. 10 seconds Tiny. Walang buyback yung Mirana. Bumili siya ng item.
Alex Iala nga pumapalag eh. OG pa kaya.
May pressure to. Yun yung mahalaga dyan. Para
Yan.
kay Raven or kay Japoy, no?
Chapoy, pwede. Maganda. Dalawang magnet. Ay,
Kailangan din ni Japoy
Kaya guys,
ng 25.
bias na muna tayo. Kailangan natin mag-cheer na muna.
Isa lang naman eh.
Isa lang naman to.
Zero to na tayo.
Di ay na Pasko na Dota na to.
OG lang naman tayo babayis. Wala
Oo.
nang bibili, diba?
Kanina di pa tayo cheering pero nga kailangan na i-cheer na.
Iba rin yung TR eh, no? Grabe rin magpatagal, eh, no? Parang kanina pa nila kayang tapusin, no?
Huwag mo na pansinin. Binibigyan na nga tayo ng chance eh.
So ito na, repressure for Invoker. Naku, problema rin to. Wala pa rin natang katak, no? May katak na ba?
Wala. Hindi na
Wala
binibili
pa,
yun.
Okay. Siguro last item, lalo na may repressure na siya.
Lalo pagpunuan na.
Pagpuno na, no?
Pagpunuan na. Pero hindi na talaga binibili yung ganun si Invoker. Sobrang rare na.
Medium rare.
So 31k gold lead for TR. Buyback ata, kailangan dito ni Tiny.
31k gold lead, guys. Si Notel, nanonood ba si Notel? Patasin niya lang kamay si Notel ulit. Nung nakadati, napataas natin. Ako nag-request nun eh. Kung nanonood kayo sa stream ni Notel, guys, or ni Seb, muna.
Oo.
Pakitaas niya muna yung kamay niya muna ulit.
Ako, pwede ako.
Wag ka.
Sorry, ikaw. Sorry!
Direk, palabasin mo na nga to.
Motel ka pala, dito naman ako eh.
Eh, wag ka na.
Sorry, ikaw naman eh. Kumbaga sinasuggest ko lang naman sarili ko. Ikaw naman eh. Katabi mo na ako dito eh. Pwede naman eh.
Wag na ikaw.
Ayun, live po. Oh.
Maganda lanes
Uy,
ngayon ng OG.
Bloodstone, sakto to.
Oo.
Di, nag-level 25 si Earth Spirit.
Huwag ka kasi ma-excite. Nalagyan mo na excitement eh.
Sorry.
Na-excite yung
Malas ka nga eh. Malas ka nga.
Yari. Kumakabak na eh.
Kailangan niya lang talaga mag-25 dito. Malapit-lapit na. 5 hex na
Aray ko,
naman.
wala tayong buyback ha.
Andito.
Pero may ages yan. Kaya nila i-take down.
Nabundol si Andaing.
Nakamay pa yung ibang hero sa likod.
Dito na naman sa bottom lane, nagkandalit-silitsi. Oh. Kailangan natin mag-out yata.
Sakay na.
Walang pamasahe, boss! Tali pa, Japoy!
Hindi siya makapag-TP. May abihis, may basher.
Naku, wala tayong buyback. Jay. Ano
Wala
ba?
tayong buyback.
Uy, tulungan nyo! Wala buyback yan! Hala!
Hala ka.
Nagtataka. Ay, Teams? Ano patay? Nagtataka ako yung apat na sa bottom, yung CM nasa mid.
Ang galing.
Nasa top nga yun eh.
Nasa
Galing
top.
pang top yun. Nag-TP
Ba't
yun sa top.
ganun? Nagpapush tayo sa bottom.
Tapos ready naman yung tombstone save. Kaso nabundol.
Nabundol.
Nabundol na
Napasama.
Ano naman, kasi Chinese na yung TR. Pumipinoy tayo. Naiibig. Kaya nila manlaban without their course. Now, pwede mo shutdown at least dito si Ezekiel. Raven, ako na! Ang carry muna! Look at this undying. Wala nga lang right-click damage.
Butas kayo mo. Ay, hinagis!
Pero kaya bang ibalibag? Makakatakbo naman Tips. Tornado connecting. Here comes the Meteor. Arrow.
May bayad
Star
pa sila
Falls.
dyan, ha? Wala na pa.
Wala kasing live stealer.
And that should do it. 4 heroes, no buyback. Damay din si Kuya Skim. Just like that. We're gonna lose this game number 1 against the Chinese.
GG.
Tinawag mo kasi si Notil. Dahil mo pwede naman si Seb lang, oh.
Nag-suggest ka na ako na lang.
Oh, ginawa ko ba?
Wag na.
Pagawa pa lang. Pagano pa lang. Pare, wala kasi si Ebin kasi ba't gano'n yung apat yung bot? Nasa...
Pag nagkaka-ages tayo, saka tayo.
Aegis disadvantage.
Dalawang beses yun, no? May ages.
Pag wala tayong ages, lugin-lugi tayo. Lakas natin. Pag may ages, nanghihina.
Parang nagiging kampate. Okay, may Aegis tayo. Pwede tayo gumawa ng talong moments.
Gaya, reverse. Pinapaganda lang palabas. OG Magic nga eh, di ba?
Ganda ng laruan ng Resilience.
Grabe,
Gamit
no?
nila yung hero nila, no?
Parang-
Ganda ng itemization.
Ang grabe yung comeback nila. Yung sa boto.
Tinaas ni Rafi yung balas energy.
Kumbaga, yung energy. Gumanon-ganon sa OG.
Tumodo rin yung OG sa pagka-Pinoy din natin eh.
Iba pala yun.
Dahil naubos na yan. Naubos na ng game man.
Ay, inubos yung game man.
Naubos na yung game man.
Kaya reverse sweep.
Malas na caster kahapon niya. Puro talo yung OG. Sisihin mo pa kami. Alimal ka. Talo na nga, oh. Woo.
Sa atin din kasi mismo coach, no? Kidding aside sa mga naganap, more on sa part natin eh, no? Sa OG dito kung bakit nagkanda ganun eh. May potential na tayo makaka-comeback pero all of us sa atin. Kung kailan may edges tayo, yun nga, sa amin ng Rappi, nagiging disadvantage pa.
Hindi, tsaka yung early nga,
Yun
diba?
nga early, lalo na si Japoy. Sabi
Feeling
mo
ko
nga,
kasi
coach,
sobrang
diba?
delayed ng BKB ni Japoy kaya hindi sila makalaban.
Natulog ka kasi, diba?
Mostly, pag nanalo sila, Raven lagi naka-front. And since may ages nga, may first life na pwedeng i-give away, anong nangyari, naka-front dito si Natsumi. So, kaya siya patayin sa first life niya and magkakaroon pa ulit ng second setup sa second life.
Ang dami kasing dumadamage dito. Ultimo nga yung Pango. Grabe na yung damage ng late game eh.
Kung gusto pala nilang ganun, dapat nagbi-BKB si Raven pag kada talo niya, kada magsisave siya.
Kahapon,
Yung nangyari
diba?
kanina sa baba.
Tsaka kahapon ganito rin yung parang ano nila, no, yung late BKB ng Gyro. Yung kahapon, no?
Ba't ang bilis silang ang plano ata nila doon, baragin lang tier 2 sa buyout. Kasi nagtipi na yung CM, hindi nila expected na lalaban.
Eh kaso
diba?
didepend na ano yun, Pango
Kaya nga
Invoker, di ba?
Imposibleng hindi depensahan yun eh.
Di, early lang talaga, po. Hindi, step up lang talaga. In lang talaga. Kung maganda naman yung lane ni Japoy dito, di ba? Yung gank dito, mas dadali. Yung bottom din, sobrang crucial na.
Tapos yung kalamangan ni Raven, binigay niya lang din, nagpapatay siya ng 2 beses sa baba, pumapalo ba naman ng Torre, di ba?
and for TR naman dito, money in the bag na tong game na to sa totoo lang. Nagsislip away dahil din sa mistake din nila.
Napapalalim lang din talaga siya.
Hindi yung TR, sabi ata ng TR, oy, pipinish din to. Kung Chinese tayo, ito pipinoy din to. Kita naman natin eh.
Lugi naman talaga sa matchup, Tiny versus Live Stealer, kaya nga nakaka-comeback tayo pag nakakapalo ng maayos yung Live Stealer.
Pili ko sa
Ang
support
problema, pag
din.
nauunahan lang din. Tapos yung ano nga, sa
Support,
support,
grabe yung value
Japoy,
ng support
marami na
dito.
nga ginagawa dito eh, kaso kinakapos lang din talaga tayo.
Grabe, jogging ka muna. Kompletuhin mo na muna yung Strava mo. Si The Baby kasi hater.
Oo, si The Baby. Pero yun nga, no,
Si
Ecos,
Ecos.
deserve talaga, grabe. Para yun nga, parang di siya ano dito eh, New Bloods eh, no? 82 kill participation dito.
Siyempre, may ano yan eh, may buff yan
May
eh.
buff yan,
China
okay.
buff eh, di ba?
China buff.
So, kaya natin ma-reverse. Remember, ang hirap pa 0-3 guys dahil hindi ka na pwedeng matalo ng isang series.
Tsaka itamis natin, Jay, alalahanin mo, wala na yung 0-2, wala na yung 2-0 natin.
Nakasalalay. And syempre guys ha, hindi mo nabisuhan direct eh.
Hindi, wait lang.
Saka mo sinabi, paano na? Tinanong kita kanina eh. Yung. And syempre guys, no, may handog
Yan.
ang Lupon, no? Related. Abangan natin ngayong announcement. Teaser lang to.
Yay.
Ha? Teaser pa lang to. Show mo na yan, direct. Ano kaya yan?
Alam ko na, Jay.
Uy!
Alam mo kung ano?
Nabasag yung salamin, malas yun ah.
Aaraw na. Pare, may araw sa likod eh.
May araw
Puro
sa
ulan niya yun.
Guys,
Araw na.
share nyo na. Ano yung hint pa lang yan ha. Meron tayong pasabog dyan.
May next hit ba
May
tayo?
lalabas.
O yun lang? May
Teaser pa lang.
At least.
Ewan ko ha. Tingnan natin ang mga sandali, di ba? So tayo ay magbabalik nga tayo suporta naman tayo dyan mostly, no? And bahala na. Kung ano man yung maganap. Roller coaster ride talaga pag OG pinapanood mo.
Hindi ba sakto yung Jay sa OG?
Yung emotion mo, hindi pwedeng masaya ka lang, hindi pwedeng kabado ka lang. Lahat on the mix
Lahat
talaga.
matadaanan.
Oh, lahat.
Sakto yung teaser sa OG, parang nasira yung...
Pambira. Yung ano, alam mo, yung inside out sa utak mo, nagkakagulo na sila, no? Anong emotion yung ipipindutin eh. And,
Babawi yan.
Sana bumawi.
Okay.
Tayo magbabalik. Game number 2 coming up dito lang sa official.
Oo. Pero kung titignan mo as a team, parang wala kang sasabihin na sure win tong TA to. Diba? Parang walang ganun eh. Kasi ngayon, nagpa-perform na maayos lahat.
Anybody has a chance or spot para ma-champion. Paano kung sila lumalakas din actually ng Falcon, di ba? Kasi sinasabi nila na
Yung game kahapon.
performance.
Yung game kahapon.
Ayan kasi. Pero Liquid, I do believe may ikakabog din dito yung yung Liquid ngayon. Natalo nila yung Yandex.
Oo, kaya nila to. Both teams naman capable i-2-0 one another. Pero syempre, kung dun tayo sa mas realistic, diba? Dun tayo sa game 3 na. So safe to assume na pwede kayo mag+1.
Yeah.
Diba? And tignan mo naman dito, Team Spirit, nagban agad sila ng Lina plus itong Lone Druid. While for the side of naman ng Team Liquid, waiting lang din tayo sa ban nila. Interesting kung ano yung magiging perspective dito ng Team Spirit. Pull-ups ba? Yat.
Conseguir pushando las líneas luego de cada pelea.
Sí, sin duda alguna Ecos ha tenido un desenvolvimiento bastante brillante, muy conciso también, ¿no? Yopac se quedó muy atrás, no consiguió tampoco escalar con facilidad, no se tardó mucho en obtener la BKB.
Been a team fight anytime and can be there. So for Liquid, I do like that Lina potential. And there's a couple of the heroes that are not the strongest that are in his arsenal. And these carries are so different. We talk about like the teams have very different hero pools, but I think the carries themselves are very different. When I think of Mickey, it is those. And then Troll's like Spectre, Drow, PL. Like he's gonna be just this guy who's gonna get 3 items and then try to win the game just for his whole team.
Yeah, well, Mickey, he played 5 different heroes in 5 games, so you don't
Name
really...
them all, Lacoste.
Yeah, you don't know what can happen with him. And I feel like Mickey is like type of a hero. You did talk about the Duraccio, who can, you know, like, he's not playing actively anymore, but this type of a carry who's going to be joining some of these earlier fights as well, who's going to be, you know, trying to make something happen. And
like the sacrificial
yeah,
carry,
the
which
sacrificial,
is a weird statement, but
Mickey is maybe like less because Mickey always kind of has the farm, but you get the point.
yeah, if we were gonna say earlier, like Satanic's like the perfect middle ground,
Yeah.
I would say Mickey, not in like a bad way, but he would lean slightly more towards the aggressive
Yes.
than the farming. But I think that does fit Liquid's playstyle a lot because they do have Nisha. He's played carry a lot. He's also just this guy who not necessarily will soak up the farm, but uses whatever he gets to such a good level that having this carry who's a bit less greedy, a bit more supportive in a sense, like a team fight in a sense, just enables Nisha to consistently pop off with whatever he wants to play.
Oh, Spirit opening up with Bane there as opposed to Liquid. Oh, you want to leave the Earth Spirit in the pool? We'll very gladly pick that one up for us.
Yeah, I mean, I would imagine this is Nisha. I believe Boxy is also willing to play the Earth Spirit.
Yeah, it's one of those things. It's like the 4s are always like they can play, and I do think it's a good as a +4. But
Let me rephrase that. It's the position 4 saying, please let me play it, please,
it's so
please,
fun.
please.
I want to grip my
I wanna
allies and
play.
kick them in, but
I want to magnetize them.
but what ends up happening is then you think of it as like, is it even if I'm countered mid by a Husker, like, is it really worth not having the most broken like? Just the 20,000 damage a fight as a
Depends who
mid,
you
just
ask.
scaling. Well, ask the mid player. I think it's generally up to them if they want to play it or not.
They do know.
Most of them these days, I would say, want to play the Earth Spirit.
Yeah, I think so too.
Unfortunately for all the sport players out
For
there.
sure. I think a Ringmaster is one of the better, if not like the best option against Bane. During EWC, this hero just completely owned Bane because Bane was a menace to deal with. People try to figure out like what's the best hero, so you're just waiting to use the box. Shadow Demon can work kind of the same way, but I will also love to see maybe the Invoker pairing with Bane. I think this is how you can potentially break the side lanes, especially like the enemy super strong safe lane with just like any kind of a setup where you go through the gates. You can get the kills in your safe lane as well. This is also a team that can potentially play this Bane as a position 4 if needed.
one of the biggest strengths of Bane right now is why you need these like banish type of effects, like the ring math, the shadow, like you were saying.
Yeah, Bane
is because Lotus doesn't work on the Bane Ags.
Yeah.
The main hero will get canceled, but the 2 illusions will keep gripping through Lotus, which is kind of strange. But because of that, you don't really have like reliable ways to consistently cancel the grip once he gets Ags. So he just scales in this such a strong way because BKB piercing stuns have kind of been nerfed over time. And that's why you always are going to want to lean towards a just guaranteed way. In the past, there have been an Oracle, there's Silencer as well, but those heroes are a bit under the radar because, again, supports really want to have either perfect control right now or high damage. And Silencer and Oracle don't really do either.
I also think that like Pause 5, there's just so many like broken Pause.
There's so many better ones than picking the Oracle Silencer.
But there will be a Hoodwink for Liquid. That's a Boxy special. He pops off on the 0 a lot, I would say. He's definitely very comfy there. Adds a lot of follow-up damage to the Earth Spirit.
I like this from Spirit. They pick Slaughter, which can be used as a lane counter to Earth Spirit, can be used in the offlane as well. Same goes for the Wind Ranger. They're not revealing where their heroes are going. This Wind Ranger can be played as a position 4, as a carry, even in certain situations in the mid lane, like we've seen Thompson play the other day. So a lot of flexibility coming out from Spirit.
I like it because Wind is... They're setting up for a high physical damage team, which I think is one of the better ways to deal with Earth Spirit. He does so much because it magnetizes, like, everything kind of pierces BKB, but just the idea that you can fight into BKBs, you're doing so much damage, and then the second they end, you win. You're pretty much one of the best mids at fighting post BKBs, that being able to force him to just die or have to buy like all these defensive items to survive his own BKB timing is just good. And like physical damage is the best way to kill this hero during a BKB.
Also, I will mention Liquid has been getting Centaur first phase banned against them all 5 games this tournament, and this is going to be their first time actually playing Centaur compared to other teams, which pretty much everyone has been getting
Like,
Centaur
oh, we don't want to get that one away. We're not so sure about that one.
It's a very good hero against the Wind Ranger. She doesn't get to ult you almost ever, up until a point where she maybe like has Satanic, but not going to be interacting too much with the hero because she does kill herself on the retaliate damage. With Slaughter, it can be a bit more engaging because you get that extra bit of a damage coming out, and they do have a couple of saves as well on side of Liquid right now. You have Tusk with the Snowball, Stampede on top of that, Kick from the Earth Spirit, quite a lot of things, but quite a lot of melee heroes as well.
And it's the Banish versus Bane.
Yes.
You Snowball a guy, instantly ends the grip no matter what, so I like the save versus both the Bane and the Win. Assuming, I think this Win is probably going to be in that support role now. You take a new carry, seeing your lane, you know it's Centaur, Hoodwink. There's not necessarily like amazing heroes versus that, but I would lean towards like a Terror Blade, something just like very solid, stable. There's like a Life Stealer is decent, but I don't particularly like it versus the Tusk with a punch like built in.
What would your thoughts be on like a Morphling? I know that's a Yatoro special. How does that go against Centaur, do you think?
I mean, it's fine. It's decent. The hero's definitely weak. And I think, honestly, one of the strengths of the heroes that you need are games where your ult has value, like turning into some guy in the team fight. You're playing versus like a Life Stealer carry, something with Rage. Or this game, you can turn to the Centaur and have like 1 extra stun for your team, but it doesn't give you that like, this is a reason to pick the hero. This is really good to pick the hero. I'd rather him, even like something like Medusa, just this like kind of more standard late game carry, even like a Sven, just something that is going to win the game eventually rather than that kind of like more skill based, not like skill, but
Are you saying Yatoro's unskilled?
I don't think that's what I unfortunately.
Sorry, I'm just hearing what you didn't say.
He's a very skilled player over there. But because he's so skilled, he has that massive
Of
hero
course,
pool.
yes.
So they're actually going to take the offlane hero of Underlord right now. Something really good versus the Tusk, versus the Earth Spirit, versus the Centaur.
Yeah.
Particularly the Tusk, I want to give a big shout out because, like we said,
Can't snowball.
you can't snowball, right? So it's like you grip and then you drop the root on the ground and the Tusk can't blink in to snowball the Fiend's grip. He has
Can
to
you
buy
need the
you need to snowball
6,000
through
plus gold or
Blink BKB.
like Blink BKB, or you need like some like insane positioning.
You could try to like angle through it, but it's like it makes it like so much more awkward for Tusk. It doesn't just have this simple like, oh, I blink snowball, everything's good.
No, very good against like in general area where they can take the fight. The percentage-based damage is going to be extremely good against Earth Spirit, who has insanely high strength gain. Same goes for the Centaur. So this type of, like, they have magical damage. They have very good scaling so far inside of Team Spirit. So does Liquid. Like, they have good objective taking with Roche. You have tag team, so you're never going to be lacking damage. But the same goes for Spirit. Whenever you see Slaughter, he can easily take Roshan. He can easily take Tormentor on top of that. And I want to see how Liquid's going to read this, where this Wind Ranger is going to go, because I feel like they want to shift this to position 4 after seeing the Centaur, after seeing all of these heroes who can be quite annoying for Wind Ranger, and they are banning out Temporary Assassin.
I would assume it's going to be a Windrunner support. I think that it's like, yeah, you can pick into the center, but it just feels so bad in a 1-to-1 matchup for the whole game. That is, it makes way more sense to be like, Wind 4 is fine. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but I think in terms of this, like, you force them to maybe pick the centaur, maybe you do have a counter pick of something, and you have a fine 4. It's a way to get past the draft instead of having, sometimes there's like hiccups in the draft where you feel forced to pick a hero and you pick something mediocre. I think Wind kind of can skip that by having a good carry or just an okay support.
I think Spirit also, they probably want to combo with the Slaughter amp damage. They probably want to go for this heavy physical, you know, instant burst lineup that we've seen a few teams do, and they're like maybe they're looking Clinks, maybe Drow. I mean, they don't have the melee pause 5, but you know, Bane's basically a melee hero. He likes to get in there. He likes to trade, brains up. You know, he can secure most lanes for most carries. I feel there is the Lifestealer ban that you were talking about.
Yeah, it's still good. It's just sometimes it feels way worse to have to play it with a BKB piercing stun. Like, the Tusk can always cancel your TP. You can't be just this complete reckless hero, but still takes it out. And again, I'm still looking at that like Sven Terrorblade kind of angle, and it doesn't get countered too hard, but
there's guys. That's a lot of physical damage.
That's a lot of physical damage. And at Desobire stacks well with the Corrosive Haze.
Yeah, this hero can definitely pop off. Like, you're never going to be lacking damage. Mid, early, late game, you are covered. I think this type of a lineup, something we talked about, is scaling. Like, both of these teams, they love scaling. They are always going to have, like, all these boxes kind of covered, the BKB piercing abilities. And for Mickey, I don't think this overall last pick for him is easy. Playing into 2 BKB piercing tools, playing into Underlord as well, playing into Kez. It's not going to be easy to find a hero that checks all of these boxes.
They're gonna have to find something for themselves, though.
My initial thought is the Nature's Prophet, because I think it works well with the support duo and the Earth Spirit. It's like very, very aggressive, very go, but I do worry about the specifically, like the Slaughter and the Kez. Both of those are really good core matchups into the Nature's Prophet. So maybe if you want more specific core matchups for them, the Terrorblade is good as well. It's like this high armor hero who kind of deals with this physical damage from them. And it's a ranged carry, lands well with the Tusk. It's not amazing into the Underlord, but kind of like you were saying, Monkeys, there's no perfect pick here, really. Yeah. Everything kind of is like countered by one way or the other.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see what they pick here. It is Luna.
Dude, the Luna taunt has to come out like a billion times this game, please.
I mean, Luna, in theory, works really well against all of these heroes. These are triple melee cores on side of Spirit. There's a bit of a new build on Luna where you are picking up a relatively early Blink Dagger and then like blinking on top of them using the Eclipse as well with the Glaze, with the damage reduction and sharing some of that damage as well. Could work out really well. Like, this has been Mickey's specialty. A lot of the times when, you know, it's a Timbersaw meta, it's a lot of these melee heroes, Mickey, he will fall back to this Luna pick even though it's not the most common pick nowadays.
I might also go like the magic build, the Ags at some point. I think that he can go, once he gets like the 5-6 items, yeah, he's tanky enough to get into their whole team, but I think there's a very long point in the mid game where BK is not enough for him because of all this physical damage, and he'll just die. So maybe going more towards like an Ags, magic damage, kind of maybe the Blink Dagger, and playing a more backline, letting your 2 tanky heroes go in for you, and just having this kind of nukes coming from the outside, and then yeah, at the end of the fight you can commit, and but more of a objective taker, not a team fighter.
Yeah, and I mean, I think this also just goes into what we were talking about of each team kind of has their unique hero pools. Like, Luna is definitely a Mickey staple, you know, like, I don't think we're seeing too many people picking up this hero lately. So I think this is definitely Liquid's comfort, and I would also say Spirit's comfort. I mean, again, like these two teams are just very stable teams. They like to pick for themselves. They like to do what they want to do, and I think both of them have drafts that fill that idea.
Is this a new Mickey hero Lacoste?
Potentially, and I mean that he's gonna make it work, but I think there's gonna be also extra bit of a salty considering that they got eliminated by Spirit in the recent EWC, so there's gonna be extra bit of
Revenge on the
absolutely.
line. I like it. They
Yeah.
say the last tournament you guys had the best of us, but for a tournament right now, TI a lot on the line for themselves. Both teams 2-0 at the moment. This game number 1 puts them in a great position to be our first 3-0 team, looking towards the next matchup, and it is going to be Outcasters, Cinder and Sunsfan.
You screwed it up again, Nat. It's Suns fan and Cinnamon. It just has a better. It just sounds. I'm not trying to be egotistical here. See, Jenkins has the same problem. People saying Jenkins Suns fan. It just sounds better with my name first. Just saying.
Yes.
As we get into the game.
Very, very good, Shannon. Thank you so much for that contribution. Welcome, everybody, to game number 1 between Liquid and Spirit. Of course, as the panel mentioned, both teams 2-0. A battle of two teams that have played each other countless times, but with a little bit of a newer-ish flair, of course, having Miposhka in the coaching chair for
Yes, that is true.
Spirit. And I think that is going to be one of the biggest tests of this tournament for Spirit, with how well it goes, is how much can Miposhka do from the coaching role, because I think he has been an absolutely instrumental part of all of Spirit's big wins when he was playing on the team. Now
Rue is dead.
Yep.
Who
now he
gets
only
the
gets
first
to talk
blood?
before the game. Tofu
will take it. Okay.
So,
I mean,
you
if
could tell.
if somebody gets sick, he
Yeah,
could sub in.
that's right.
They can have a strategic vomitorium.
Oh, you're not feeling so good today, Rue. Oh, you are. We'll do something about that.
Take care of that. Yeah.
No, but you could definitely tell from the pregame camera that Miposhka had a lot to say when the drafts were over. I think he has a very clear impact on this team, and I personally found that they leveled up a lot when he got into the coaching seat again. So the guy is just a generational support player and can obviously transform a lot of that or communicate a lot of what he did in-game, hopefully for him, from the coaching role. But you can't do it live. You can only do it until the game begins. Then the coaches leave the booth and the players have to do it for themselves. So how much could he communicate about the game plan?
How much would change if you could do that during the game?
A lot.
I believe interesting to think
I believe
about.
there were 1 or 2 tournaments in the history of the game where coaches were allowed live. Maybe it was
Very
only
brief.
one. And
I only remember one. I don't remember what it was though.
Yeah.
But yeah, we get to see a Luna played by Mickey, one of his old classics. We don't get to see it too often anymore, though. What do you think about this pick?
I'm not convinced, actually. I think a lot of the elements of the draft for both teams I really liked. They dug quite deep into their time to find this Luna, which goes to show that there was no obvious choice. I just personally don't find her hero matchups to be that good here. She's fine against Underlord, but I think Kez can be quite dangerous. I think Kez Slardar, particularly as a duo, obliterate a hero like Luna who doesn't. She's weird because against certain carries she's fine that they come up close, but against others they just overwhelm her too fast, and that's my concern here, is that Kez Slardar are going to make quick work of her, and there's Fiend Script. So I think there's a lot that's going to come down to the supporting cast around the Luna, because like the panel mentioned, there was no perfect pick. I can't off the top of my head be like, wow, he really should have picked this instead, but it's not a great Luna game.
Yeah. It is a great Chicken Man game, though, because there's a Slardar in the game, Cinderman.
That's right. He loves that.
We have seen this pop off too many times to count.
However, they are playing against Anisha, who's in form and playing what I think it's fair to say is the mid-hero of the tournament so far.
Yep, so far,
in Earth Spirit. The win rate of the hero is not that ridiculous, but when the right players play it, it looks insanely powerful, especially in the late game, ironically enough, because that used to be Earth Spirit's weakness.
Yeah.
Now it's his strongest suit. Tofu, well, they avoid both attacks courtesy of his innate. That's pretty damn
Good
lucky.
stuff. Not me. Going to continue to pursue. Don't think he can finish the job, though. So Tofu shall survive. All of that first blood money. What did he spend it on? Just consumables. Sad.
Yeah, what would you have liked to see?
Ag's first item before boots.
All right. Yeah, if you were to buy Ags for first blood, he might have done it. I think teams would approach the game drastically differently if first blood gave 4,000 gold and every subsequent kill gave 150, though.
I think there'd be no action at all.
Yeah.
For quite a while, if that were the case. We went through a lot of rubber band patches in the past. A lot of different economy changes.
Yeah, we've
Right
never
now
had.
we're in,
Fortunately, we've never had the 4,000 gold first blood though.
That's
never
probably,
that crazy.
Honestly, there probably was a bug at some point that did something similar, so I wouldn't even say no to that. It's a long history here, Dota 2. If you count Dota 1 as well.
I don't know why you just reminded me of that, but do you remember the one day that Chen could persuade Roche?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, that is the equivalent of 4,000 gold for first blood, I think.
That was pretty good. And unfortunately, they did fix it.
Yeah, well, sure, definitely kept that. Would have been great.
Brew will steal one water rune, and Nisha won't be able to get the other.
Yeah, that's actually quite bad for Nisha. He's going to have to do the long walk of shame back to base now without resources. He can't lane into Slardar. As, I guess, expected, you know, Slardar does very well against a lot of melee heroes, but Earth Spirit inherently tanky and farms very well with his spells, so Slardar can't really
Does he
box him
still
out.
have the highest strength gain in the game? Or one at the
Earth
top?
Spirit?
Is it top 5 maybe?
Yeah, definitely top. He has 3.8. It's super high.
Okay, it's probably Centaur's 4, I would guess.
Centaur is 4.3. I think Treant is also up there somewhere, but Earth Spirit definitely one of the highest.
Maybe Taro. Blocked in a bit. Won't lose any CS though as a result. We'll be going for the Mage Slayer build. We see slight variations here and there with Kez, but typically will be the Mage Slayer into the Deso as the cookie cutter.
Yeah, you have...
Putol lang silang puno versus
Budget kasi,
Ludwig.
no?
So,
Ang daya kasi niyang hero
pero
na
hindi
ito.
ba tingin mo, nakakatakot pa rin yung lineup ng Resilience
Oo,
dito?
pag nag-ano yan, tuloy-tuloy.
Pag nakuha nila yung timing nila.
Lalo na yung Dagger Coach. Tsaka yung early vessel dito for Echoes. Pwede nga tumama yun.
Kasi dito, may ano kayo, may pangdikit ka kay Line. Yun lang naman yung problema.
Sa draft naman ng OG, pwede namang mag-alam yun, mag-farm na si Japoy. Si Tiny pwedeng magbumili ng Dagger to eh. Diba siya yung sumama?
Pwede nila i-rundown mamaya to, coach, ha? Ang aggressive din ng heroes nila. Kanina naka-first blood OG nung ating game number 1. This time around, 2 for 2 lang naman pagdating sa Bounty Rune, YSR and ZZQ for TR and Natsumi naman and teams para sa OG dito, no?
Sobrang ingat ang pote. So, nabibil mo yung...
Parang wala ka ng energy, ah!
Pare, intense eh. Ano naman eh.
Paano eh? Pababa eh.
Puso ko kanina, medyo ano ko na.
My heart went oops. Ganon. My heart
Tataas,
went oops.
bababa, tataas. Tapos siya dulo, baba na.
Grabe ang emosyon.
So relax lang naman yung matchup nila dito. Na-point out nga ni Coach BYB, no? Talagang imposible nang matalo pa sa lead dito si Chapoy sa matchup nilang
Pag
dalawa.
natalo na lang siya dyan, hindi na lang natin talaga alam.
Interesting to ha, first game ha, nag-arrow siya. Usually, star pull yung ginagawa niya. Sabagay, hindi niya ata kayang labanan to si Hoodwink talaga eh.
Pangtanggal lang ata ng hunger, no? Secure na lang siya ng range creep.
Sarap po. I mean, ang sakit ng quiver din talaga eh, no? Masakit dyan, hindi nalalagay niya stick eh, no? Kahit mag-stick ka.
Para sa Viper lang, di ba?
Look at this. Kinat na agad ng Tuskar. Yung second creep wave, third, I think. Dadali niya na kay Kuya mo, Raven to.
Wala, eh,
Para
talaga.
mabalance nila agad, no?
Hindi mo kayang lane to. Mano-mano versus SF Undying.
The best ata dito pagka level 3 teams, pag nag-level 3, gap na siya sa bottom. Parusahan na lang nila yung center. Ay, center tuloy yung camp, sorry.
So, SF 6 and 4 mid lane. 5-1, 5-1.
Mapalag, no?
Mga palag, magaling talaga tong si Ecos, no? Palag-palag din.
Nadidiskartehan niya talaga.
Uy, kailangan mo magiging dyan, Baka gulungan tayo dyan, ha? Wala namang gulong. Iba kasi gumagawa ng gano'n, di ba?
Binibigla pagka-level 2.
Pwede mag-reserve, pero na-shutdown dito
Ba't nandun yun?
ZZQ. Sinundan niya ata yung toss, no?
And syempre guys, no, that first blood, at sa atin yan ng WX Dota. And scan nyo na yung QR code para i-assist kayo dyan sa ating Facebook.
At least consistent naman tayo sa first blood, pero nabawian naman. Actually, Planet, no? Na-take down dito si Kuya Skem.
Ganto to kanina. Sana tuloy-tuloy lang, di ba?
Okay na to. Maganda ang ating simula. Huwag na lang tayo pumaluwagin ng tore, no?
Yes. Pwede naman yun.
Madali.
Pwede naman yun, coach, ba sabi mo? Pero dapat may kakapera. May nag-uusap-usap. Pero gusto ang ganda ng ginawa niya. Sakto kumuha ng water ng Selena.
Drag na lang yung creepy para umano sa torre, no? Tapos dadalhin niya na yung sa likod ng torre sa kanya.
Yun yung mga spot
Makakano
details,
siya
no?
ng isang wave.
Ang alay lang talaga muna dito si Kuya Riven.
Dahil sa ginawa niya na yun, may threat kay Lina. Kasi pag kinontest ni Lina yung wave na yun, pwede siyang tipihan. Sa gitna, diba?
Tsaka may creeps din na paparating eh. Kumbaga, lalasitin mo na lang din yung creeps mo eh. And pwede i-control ni Nerd Spirit sa may tower niya.
Bottom.
Good bushwhack, nandun yung Battle Hunger. Para
Harangan niya.
dito si Skem.
Patay ba?
Arrow
Patay
connecting,
nga,
may
blood
blood grenade, pero may armor naman sa tower. Salve, meron.
Patay.
In case
Pinatay
mabuhay.
sa Tamis.
Ang utok, no?
Sinunog lang doon, no? Yung DPS na yung kumana, blood grenade, and yung bottle hunger nga dito. And now, ganun ulit yung gagawin nila.
Nice,
Kay Natsumi, and what a fortification.
May blood grenade na naman.
Sa ganun, hindi ma-reset yung bottle hunger. Look at this gameplay come from Planet and New.
Dalawang blood grenade?
Yes.
Apoy namula din dito sa may gitna. Tinry niya i-contest ata yung wave.
Naku po, uy.
Ay.
And yung creep wave na yun, ilan yun? Remember, maglakad matatag siya.
Dinrag din ni Earth Spirit yung creeps dito. So medyo makokontrol ng Earth Spirit
Wala
yung
ka,
tower.
disaster ni nangyayari sa lane
Check it
natin.
out.
Bigla, patay ko.
Teams, pwede rin siyang ma-take down.
Diyan! Kaya mo yan! Go TR, pare!
Gutier, para paldo ka kay Michael.
Ay, hindi. Sa bottom, babawi ba?
Nyo, at least pwedeng ma-take down, pero makuha na talaga tong axe. May bracer na yan.
May salve din siya
Result
eh.
pa ka.
Hindi sa salve niya na nga agad-agad.
Top lane naman.
At least mati-take down si ZQ. Yun na lang yung nagiging pang-pera dito ni Raven. At the moment, sitting at 9-2 last hit. Good eye shard by Teams. Hindi na maabutan doon. Ito ang Centaur. Pero nakita siya dito ni Ekos.
Level 4 lang to ah.
Ang ganda naman nun, walang TV! Okay, bigay mo na kay Ekos.
Oh, nice assist, no?
So lakad ka pa in the end. Nakuha na yung kill, na-force pa yung TP mo, so no choice ka talaga if you're Centaur war runner.
Ba't ganito no? Pag under 5 minutes, parang ang dami niya na ginawa, no?
Kaya nga, ang daming nangyayari sa laban. Biglang ganon, no?
Walang TV pa siguro eh. Patay, last pick pa yan.
Lakad talaga pabalik dito. 9 last hit para sa Centaur.
Ano magagawin niyan? Rekta na siya dun, no? Sa main neutral.
Oh,
Yung dalawa.
gigilid ka na.
Gigilid ka na dyan.
Pag ganito yung Centaur, di ba? Medyo malakas naman sa lane. Ang ganda, maganda yung mga
Napatay
lane.
pa nga nila si Andaig, di ba? First blood pa.
nangyayari sa atin.
Hindi naman sa pagsisisi, ha? What we see. Baka sabihin ng iba dyan. Pinapangunahan ko lang. Messi. Pinapangunahan ng Messi doon, no?
Tiwala lang.
Wala lang.
Yung date sa bottom lane, annoying sobra yung dalawang blood grenade na
Ayan
ginawa.
na.
There's the axe call. May teleportation naman coming in. Here comes Tiems.
Ang dying nasa likod, ha?
He wants to help, but Undying is also here using the Twins Gate. Bigla-bigla na lang susulpot. Kailangan na i-commit ni Natsumi dito yung kanyang avalanche. May TTP pa kaya to help? Eto na, dinrop na yung tombstone. ZZQ, good bushwhack. Coming from Hoodwink and Planet securing the kill once again. That's a killing spree for the Hoodwink.
Si Tim, ha? Gusto niya i-drag
Ganda na ginagawa niya para baragin yung kariton, di ba?
So, wala. Mas better lang talaga yung movement dito ng TR and teams.
Pwede din siya ma-take down. Yung ruta ng takbo niya dito, papunta na sa Iwahig yan.
Sakit niyan, boss. Wala
And
siya.
there's the axe call again. That's another death for OG. TR is the shit.
Magaling nga itong team na to.
Paluka, boss!
Oy, ako na play.
Ekos lang. Pwede naman ma-shutdown, but
Masampay
there's the
pa.
two-man bushwhack. Tiny na takedown ulit.
Aru! Pwede. Okay na yan.
And CZQ yung pumatay sa kanya doon. At least Chapoy sasagot dito sa middle lane. Pwede rin i-shutdown Planet. Now, what's gonna be the game plan? LSA, makakuha siya ng regeneration rune.
Nilakad lang nung bata yung rune, no?
Putik din kasi no annoying. Pero okay lang. Network ni Japoy, compare mo kay
Paano
Spirit.
namatay, no? Na-hunger lang siguro si Tiny at sinabol lang siya ng ang dying sa may bottom lane.
Parang kanina pa nga yung buhay ni dito, Natsumi, lagi magano. Pero tower dito, maganda to for OG.
Wala, nabarag na kasi yung siege creep eh, sa may gitna.
Naku, nagsabay pa tayo ng
Sentry.
Hindi tayo nag-uusap, ha? Galaw-galaw, ha? Sayang yun.
Nabarag pa yung baba. 7 minutes dahil sa dive nila kanina, no?
Ito, tanong din to, coach, parang Tiny. Dapat medyo decent ka lang din dito, eh.
Rap, nung random lang. Kasi nakapag-international ka, ang dami nyo din naging lipad eh.
Oh.
Pero bago tanungin yan, LSA
Ayun yung
Kims.
tombstone sa likod.
Snowball tatagal, Raven is here comes the stop, Bushwhack again.
Makaka-requiem.
Come from Planet and nakapaghilo pa thanks to ZZQ. Here comes the Requiem play.
Abot nyo na.
Yun na nga.
Uy, naku po.
9-4, Laguna, LSA, they didn't connect. Hindi pa namatay si Planet.
Earth Spirit.
Dragon Slave, here comes the Earth Spirit. Yes, na-takedown nila dito, Planet. Pero
Aray
that
ko.
will cost them 3 of their heroes. 2 core yun. OG! Ano na?
Masama yung ganun eh.
Ano tong mga nangyayari sa atin? Nakagawan tayo ng wisdom, support natin, level 3 lang ata yung Taskar, tapos ito level 4, yung Mirana.
Isipin mo yun, yung Lina nagro-rotate.
Kaya nga, naglalakad.
Mali na yun.
Ang interview ba sa inyo, nung dati pro ka pa, pag naglalaro, ano bang gusto mong rides? Airplane ba lagi sagot nyo?
Airplane, syempre.
Airplane, yung pala,
Alam mo mag-boat ka pa doon. GG book ka doon.
Hala.
Hindi, isa naman sabi ko dito. Chicken or beef, wag naman sana.
Chicken or beef na lang.
Chicken or beef na lang.
Yeah, level 3 yung Taskar, no? Wala na siya mapupuntahan dito, ang kukunat ng kalaban.
Hindi, dapat ginawa ni Japoy, pinokus siya na limit. Naku, yung stun
Kaya nga,
natin.
kaso nadaya siya nung nadrag ng creep wave, napalalim din siya. Naku, minagnetize yung stock.
Magnetize!
Binulaot na sila dito.
Nakawak pa nga sila.
Ano to?
Si 343 dyan!
Hindi pa, wag!
Sino yan?
May isang game pa!
Ano to? Si 343, si 32 ata.
Oy! 3-4-3 lang! Huwag mo ito!
Sige, bigyan ng chance. Bigyan ng
Wala,
chance.
gusto mo naman yung drop na eh. Talagang disaster rin lang yung nangyayari, di ba?
Parang kahit ano auto yung drop.
Talaga. May ano na eh, sa loob na
Hindi
eh.
na ata sa drop to eh.
Parang hindi nag-usap-usap yung ano dito. Pero nyo ha, big kill to. Nako, nakita pa. Bulilyaso pa yung gank. Again, Lina nagro-rotate ha. Hindi nagpa-farm to. Remember, Lina to ha.
Oo, palakad-lakad siya, no?
Hindi ba dapat travel muna, coach?
Kaya nga eh. Hindi, kailangan kasi ng support ng XP sa mid eh. Kaya nga abort siya ng abort eh. Di ba? Napapagalaw
Bagay.
siya dahil sa nangyari, naboset.
Pero Taskar, kahit may level 6 to, pero again,
Ito, no? Lalim, oh.
They're very active. Look at this, team's in trouble.
Tara na lang.
Babaragin na lang yung mid lane. Sure na
Take
to.
lang sila ng objective. So, papalo ng at least 5K once ma-push to, no? Ng Team Resilience.
Ano, grabe yung gold lead. Nasa
Yeah.
3K na pala, 9 minutes.
tapos OG. Gusto ba naman ng OG lagi sila yung labang?
Tingnan natin paano makaka-recover. Ang problema pa dito, passive yung center mo. Yung Lina mo, lugi din. Paano
rin
rin
mag-rotate
papatay?
yan, eh, no?
Tapos yung tiny mo,
Wala
kailangan
rin.
pa magka-dagger bago gumalaw. Wala na namang gagalaw sa kanila, no?
Hindi, support na lang. Team Sen na, Skep, lagi naman yan eh. Pag medyo nalulugi yung OG, sila yung gumagawa ng play.
Kailangan lang nila dyan. Magandang speech siguro. Tawag siguro si Seb. Tumawag mo na si Seb.
Isang huddle lang, no?
Isang huddle muna ng matatamis na words of wisdom.
Hindi, na-pizza party kasi na nakaraan eh.
Kasi
Okay
isa
na
pa
siya
yun.
hamburger eh. Na-hamburger na, pinidsa pa.
Tamang pizza kasi si Kuya Monote. Nanalo lang siya agad eh.
Sa Games of the Future lang.
Pumitsa eh.
Grabe itong
Oh,
dalawang
wala.
support.
Tingnan mo naman yung network ni SF. Alagwa
Naku,
na,
pati yung
libre na.
stream mo, ano na. Okay naman na.
Then, negative lang tayo. Part of the plan to. Sabi nga ni Loda, we're getting, ano tawag dito? Yung na-misclick. Kalimutan ka linya niya.
Nilabas si Loda. Tinrap ka doon.
Hindi, na-misclick ni Insigne. May sinabi siya maganda dun eh. Planet, there's the Laguna. Buhay pa yung squirrel. Here comes the rolling boulder. Left come from Mirana, securing
Kumain
the
ko siya,
kill.
oh.
But the heal will come through. Finally, they brought him down. Scam, pag-lip out. Kaso lang susundan siya dito ni ZZQ. And this also gonna go down. 1-for-1 exchange.
Okay lang, may kapalit naman.
at
Nakapatay
least
pa nga na
nakapatay,
corner,
oo.
di ba? Decent na, kaysa walang kapalit.
Naalala ko na. Sabi niya doon, this is a story to tell, boys. Story to tell to.
0-3 tayo, tapos talulit tayo ng Nigma tiyak. Huwag naman sana. Pati huligani, dalihin pa tayo.
Ano na lang, possible makalaban. Liga na lang.
Mga
no?
liga,
Liganin na lang.
huligani.
Naku, dadipin pa si Raven sa may top face. Stampede.
Okay lang.
Hindi naman siya aabutan at least.
Ay, matatrag niya pa yung creeps dito
Kaya
ha.
mapaparm niya sa, sa
Okay,
gate.
okay,
no?
okay.
Dito tayo mag-tow sa gate, mga creeps.
Sinutil
tower,
daw, sinutil daw, napa-enda ba ng live?
Huwag naman
lang.
sana, suporta lang, Nutil oh.
Sinutil, liwan na sa ere.
Okay lang, pila shoutout naman. Shoutout naman dito, di naman nagkukulang eh. Parang ano lang to si Eric. Oh, ganyan mga PUBG gamer. Oh.
Dragon
Dragon
Lance
Lance Dragon. Oh. Madness.
Inano nyo na nga, di ba binablock nila Ancient? I-deward nyo na kasi sila na yung
Paparmin
magpaparm
na
dyan
nila
eh.
yan.
Tayo na dito, deward mo yan.
Sarap. Walang kahirap-hirap. Again, textbook Dota, di ba?
Wala pa rin Echo Saber and Tiny, no? Lungkot. Buo na yung Vessel.
Kung sabi ni Boss dyan, nawawala daw yung aggressive ng OG dahil kay Raven.
Yan. Lagot.
Ba't dati, palitan, tapos ngayon, ganyan. Ano ba talaga? Saan
Lagot ka,
malulugar?
Raven. Lagot ka.
Eto, at least, may magandang kill. Good toss-back play. LSA connecting as well. Masyado malalim dito si New, pero sobrang punak din kasi nung Axe. And yung right legs coming in. May Mirana Lip
Yan,
naman at least.
sama ka.
Magandang kill para sa OG. Kahit pa paano.
Axe pa yan, ha? Pero ang problema dito, yung SF, kaya ba ni Tiny ito? Kung match-up, ang hirap niya dito.
Pero kahit pa paano, at least bumaba yung gold lead.
Yeah.
Balik sa 3K na lang ulit to. Rolling boulder. Ito lang, medyo alanganin.
Uy, ganda ng
Magnetize.
puno.
Yes. Ang bilis din ng kamay ni Natsumi dun sa play na yun. Alam niya ng bushwalk na yung lilipad na sunod eh.
Bilis ng questing ni Natsumi doon. Not bad, not bad.
Uy, Raven, ha?
Surviving tayo, nakakapan
Yes.
na, nakakahinga.
Puso lang.
Bawas na lang naman unnecessary deaths, di ba? Madami-dami na.
Tsaka sa fans, di ba? Sa fans, bawasan na yan.
Uy, di ba? Kagana din yung mga yan.
Mr. Chow, ngayon ka namin kailangan, Mr. Chow.
May namigay pa.
Uy, may tom pa.
Tumatawag na si Mr. Chow.
Sino tinatawagan?
I like it and I love it. O yun lang. Mr. Valdez ay pumayag. Pwede tayo makakuha
pwede
ng
tong
kill kung
SF,
sakali. Tipping in na rito yung Lina. Requiem, maabot ba? Matatiming?
Kinancel niya.
Kinancel niya na dahil bushwalk yung Requiem yun.
Ops. Abay naman.
Nahuli?
Aray ko,
Yun lang,
dagger pala.
dagger na. Hindi niya binuha yung blade mail, in-skip niya, no? Dinagar niya.
Tama, 4K lang to. 35K nga kanina lumalaban
Gumridi,
eh.
gumridi.
Ito ko ng ano, boy.
Ayan na.
Uy, Echo, ano ka ba?
Nice one. May bawi pa din. Pero that's only Mirana. Tems mapag-warless.
Madadakdakan ulit.
And another stack. Alam mo,
Lang mana.
mapoposterize pa ni Nu. Thankfully, wala siyang mana sa part na yun.
Disaster pa rin. Yung wisdom
Nakagaw
nakuha.
na naman yung wisdom.
Wisdom patay tayo.
Nakuha ni SF.
Si Echo, feeling ko sacrifice na tayo. Yung dalawang core na yung magkano mamaya dyan eh. Bubuhat. Ganda ng item niya, Pike Kogod.
Shoutout pala kay Ate Chon.
Versus ano, Tusker?
Toscore. Pati rin kay center mamaya, di ba? Hindi ka pwedeng mastal lang na basta-basta. Ganda,
Sa
mautak.
araw din.
Sa araw din. Pangligtas mo na rin, ha?
Maganda force shot talaga.
Batiin mo daw, si Ate Chon na. Malas ka daw rap.
Malas talaga ako. Ilista ko yan, Ate Chona, ha?
Batiin mo muna si Ate Chon.
Shoutout sa'yo, Ate Chona. Gusto mo magpakape naman. Kahapon ko
Oo nga,
pa,
no?
ha?
Pakapigyan naman, Ate Chon na. Puro ka na lang ano.
May isa pa kami
ma-shoutout.
dito. May isa pa kaming times dito.
Ayun, no? Talaga. Or tayo after.
So, Bezel for Eagles. Siya na yung kukuha dito ng wisdom.
Yup.
Pero na-scan ha, ng TR sa bottom. Sakto
Sila
nakascan.
pababa.
And gagalaw dito.
Ako, wag laman sana.
Team
Tiny yung
Resilience.
nagpapakita.
Pakita, G.
Spotted agad. Quick blink from New. And then Bushwhack. Medyo may katigasan naman yung Tiny. Can they help him though? Good avalanche. He managed to run away thanks to that
Ang ganda
stampede.
ng sipa.
Pero yung pagkakatadyak kay
Besel
New
eh.
para masundan, wala si detection.
Uy,
Na yun lang
Yung
malalapag.
sentry.
Pero silhouette na lang yung nakita sa kanya. Kaso yun lang. Wala tong dagger kasi. TP out. Woo!
Nice one! Buti walang dash. May dash ba yun?
Nag-sentry
Sentry
na.
lang eh.
Nag-sentry na.
May dash.
O nag-expire na?
Nag-expire na.
Okay, buti may stampede. Yun nata yun
may
ang gano'n.
Pero ang ganda nung kick doon, coach, di ba?
Oo. Hinatid, no?
Kanina pa yun eh, di ba?
Kung medyo pakaliwa lang yung takbo ng Axe doon, tapos si ano doon, no?
Buo na yung pike dito ng S eh. Medyo mahirap na kill na to, no?
Grabe yan. Pike, 15 minutes, may madness pa. Tapos level 13 dito ah. Parang alchemist ah.
Dalos na ata ito. Mapupunit yung tayo ni dyan. Taas din ang HP nyo.
Pwede rin siya mag-BKB coach.
Sana
Or
wag
manta. Pwede rin mag-manta-manta.
Pwede.
Or Shadow Blade, may iba. Gumagawa Shadow Blade yan.
So at least medyo kumakakalma para sa side ng OG, no?
Grabe naman to sinyo. Pakasmoke lang sa bottom. Smoke na naman. Kumbaga si Ekos naman yung magpa-farm ngayon. Ang ganda.
And ang hunt lang talaga dito yung Axe ng ninyo. Japoy is going for Aghanim Scepter.
Ito, may tumblers to yung si Jappy.
Tira na lang yung makikita.
So pwede na, pero nakapag-left out. But still, call will connect. Another posterized donk para dito ay New.
Reward agad.
Okay lang, support lang naman. Kesa na pati si Japoy or yung Tiny.
At least naharangan na ni Scam yun.
So balik sa 5K lead. New dito, just casually stacking his ano, no? His posterized dunk.
Natsumi, going for dagger.
Throw siya na agad, ang bilis.
Yeah.
Ang daing kasi, tas yung SMP, sobrang...
Trap kasi,
Daya kasi yung tombstone sa
trap sobra na yung OG sa base nila. Ni sa sarili mong base, takot ka pa eh, di ba? Mag-farm eh.
Wala pa rin silang way para lumaban eh. Itong
Sakto yan,
OG, wala.
Tormentor, no, mamaya.
Ito, nag-dagger na yung Tiny. Ito na yung way nila para masimulan yung team fight.
Kaso, Roshan.
Kaya nga, kasi may aegis na yung SM.
1:1 yung odds na ito.
1:1.
Kung naisip ni Notel, eto na. Kung may ito, dito na ako tatamis. Sabi ni Notel.
Kaso natalo pa. Naku, another pera na naman. Parang kanina pa pinipera ni SF din ah.
Ito sa baba, Natsumi again.
There's the X-Call once again. Tiny in trouble. Can they help him? Kaya naman. Tatagal. Avalanche. And then there's the setup coming from Drop Boy. And once again, Natsumi managed to run away. Nandun yung quick backup coming from OG. Nag-pay off yun. Big time.
Greedy yun. Kala ko, di tatalon yung axe eh. Nakakapila siya na parang, uy, parang nagbe-bait to. Pero bala na, may blade din, may blade din
nga,
naman eh.
sa harap ng tier 2 tower. Tapos ang kunat pa ng target, Tiny pa yun.
Saka yung SF ng TV sa top. Grabe naman yung axe na yun.
Medyo inaano lang nila yung OG dito.
Chinecheck na level lang.
Chinecheck lang nila kung
Chinecheck lang.
lalaban ba kayo?
Ay, lalaban pala.
Lalaban pala.
Ready pa pala.
Chill lang tayo.
May ages na silang pinangahawakan.
Critical na yung SF.
Aray mo. Ang ganda na ginagawa nila, no? Tiny Lina, tapos hindi na binibigyan ng triangle, no? Yung camp dito.
Kanina pa sila hindi nakakapalo ng Ancient. Itong side ng OG.
Parang di pa nga sila nakakaano, no?
Nakasilay.
Nakasilay, hoy, pangat.
One item ahead yung Shadow Fiend versus the Tiny. Kung carry lang. Carry sa carry lang din yung magiging comparison.
Parang isang buong Hurricane Tiger lamang yan.
Grabe mo.
Maganda naman dito nakapag-drag si Raven ng creep.
Okay,
Eh.
madidelay.
Matagal ka na boss. Ito yung magpupush sa may top lane.
Pero mid, ay, medyo mas worse ata yan. Pag sa mid pa yung nakuha.
Yan lang ang problema pag nabarag siya.
Ayun, kinat na nga rin ni Echoes, no? Oto, nandiyan naman yung axe. Kakat din ata nung illusion, ha?
Tsaka at least may mga pang turnaround naman tayo dito, no? Yung mga toss play mamaya, ever.
Sakto, may dagger naman yung Tiny.
Oo.
Diba?
Huwag lang mag-early share dito yung dying pero gagawin niya yun talaga.
Matik yan. Di ba kasi sila Kataomi, shard dagger.
Pambosit kasi yun eh, sa magugo eh, di ba?
Shard dagger, no? Ito na nga.
Yeah, hit sila ng tower. Tier 2 dito. Unable pa rin yung OG mag-defend. And wala din silang fortification para at least i-delay to, ano? So, i-clear out yung mga tier 2s para masulit yung first ages na SF.
Dahil dito sa movement na to ng TR, yung heart ni Raven na-delay ng mga 2 to 3 minutes, diba?
Yeah.
Yung mag-pressure sila sa may top lane. Hindi na nawalan ng farming space dito yung center, no? Napilitan siya sumama dito sa may baba.
Pero props kay Raven din, ha? Naigapang niya ng kahit paano, no? Versus Axe dito na sobrang active. Mas impactful lang talaga yung Axe dito, no? As of now.
Okay.
Heart na.
Medyo kailangan niya pa ng maraming item.
So,
Dagger
kailangan
din.
niya pa ng dagger.
Dagger, bago siya maging ano dito, active.
And isang ipunan.
Dagger loto.
Isang ipunan pa yun. 180 lang yung pera niya ngayon.
Tagal-tagal pa sila makakalaban. Libreng tormentor pa to para sa side ng resilience.
Ang masakit dito, coach.
Huwag mo sabihin kay Undying, kahit kay
Ay,
Hoodwink,
Hoodwink,
maganda
diba?
rin.
Yung dalawang support.
And easy tormentor pa nga. Pagsabit
Nagdadasal na yan dahil kasi bumili siyang mecha eh. Hindi ako bumili shirt, akin may bigay. Napakaswerte.
Buenas.
Tapos may makeup pa. Ano yan?
Pero lalaban sila dito.
Baka magagamit agad yung ano, shirt ah.
Okay. YSR nakapronta pero kasi may Aegis, not their ideal target. And pwedeng ma-shutdown dito yung Tuskar, but there goes the jump in. Nice arrow play. Axe will go down. Meanwhile, first life ng SF. And that's a -2 quick snap para sa OG. Magre-respawn na once again yung SF. Raven yung target dito is being slowed down by this Undying. Kaya ba nila i-bring down? Pero ito-drop ni YSR dito yung kanyang requiem. Doon palang mamamatay yung Tuskar. What a team fight coming from OG.
Arrow?
Hindi pa to tapos. Arrow connecting pero may rolling boulder dito, Echoes.
Uy, tapalan si Natsumi.
And Natsumi jumping once again.
I-push mo!
LSA chain Starfall! Eto na guys, kung sakali, pero na-burst din nila dito yung Tiny. Undying finally falling down and YSR, hindi pa naman to satanic so hindi pa scary, hindi babalik ng ganun kabilis yung buhay. Kaya lang wala silang Tiny, hindi rin ganun ka-healthy Japoy dito, hindi siya pwede mag-fully commit. Nagamit niya na rin Laguna kanina. Si Skem na lang yung gustong patayin dito ng Shadow Pen, pero coach, pwedeng-pwede na yun para sa itong OG.
Not bad, pero diba napabayba kayo kanila Tuskar. At least nakuha nila Aegis.
Aegis
Oo,
talaga yung pinaka doon, yung pinaki. Pero yung bushwalk no, grabe yung bushwalk doon ni Planet. Saktong-sakto yung dalawang hero ng OG.
Medyo tumarot na ata si Undying din. Yung tombstone niya
tombstone
nasa likod, hindi niya tinumstone yung SM.
Alam ba, hindi ba siya aware na nakuha niya yung...
Nasa insert ah.
Nasa short post. Uy, okay to hindi magbi-BKB. Magde-Daedalus. Kita mo kanina, sobrang dali niya lang pinatay. Ang ganda ng combo, no? Pagka-toss, yung LSA, dalawa yung na-LSA
magkatabi kasi sila
ni Lina.
Magmamatter talaga sa execution, sino mauuna, no? Kasi kung mauna OG dito, automatic -1. Kung mauuna din yung TR, automatic -1.
Kaya nila ma-burst. Pero pag aware yung Undying, medyo
Yun.
hirap.
Oo.
Kanina kasi hindi aware. Nilagay lang ni Undying
Nilagay lang sa lapag, nagulat kami.
Nasa likod. Ewan ko ah.
Kung isasantabi lang natin yung OG versus Chinese team din yun, which is LGD, Axe versus... Diba? Sobrang ano din eh. Axe versus Tusker din dito. O isasantabi muna natin. At least may Axe Tapper naman tayo, which is yung Tusker, no?
Panimula, no? Safe, may pang-safe din naman yan in a way.
Ngayon
Pero
siya
ito na
magbi-BKB.
agad ah.
Timing din yan, no?
Kati niya na, may Daedalus. And then after this BKB, Satanic na, no?
Satanic na.
Or
Tapos
i-play niya.
magkaka-Aegis din siya. Hindi, Satanic ata talaga.
Pang-tayuan na yan.
Oo.
Smoke for OG, sakto, walang ages. Pero BKB for Echoes, okay.
Yung mayaman naman sila. Magkakaganim si Mirana, may dagger yung Tusker, may aganim yung Lina.
And finally, makapag-push din sila ng objective after her 23 minutes.
Nakasilay din ang Tore. Sinorti pa.
Uy, dami bounty ha.
Ay, daming barya.
Ganda.
Yun.
6K lead na lang, boss.
Taga ano sila, taga at least 200. 200 gold.
Dedepensahan. Ito na naman si Raven, pumapalo ng Tore.
Okay, akala ko ba kasi
Pang-secure na eh.
sibuyas or bawang ang mauuna?
Ala, kaya.
Si Raven pala.
Yun na naman si Raven, pumapalo.
Hindi ba pwedeng domi na lang? Domi na lang?
Ang debate, ano bang mauna? Sibuyas o bawang? Si Raven. Si Raven ang mauuna.
Parang namandayin niya lang ng game.
Teka lang, napag-push naman.
Kaso di, yaman ni Center oh.
Yaman naman yan eh.
Naku, tower pa, boss. Nagka-trilamer bigla yung SF oh.
Yeah, mako-convert nila to into objective.
Okay lang, buti na-40 naman. Pero pili ko kaya pa rin to eh.
Tapos magna-night time, tapos mag-appear Roshan.
Sakto yung BKB coach
timing
ko.
sunod-sunod oh.
Baka ba talaga ang mga games ng OG, alam nyo naman yan. As usual. Pero props talaga. Bigay rin natin yung flowers ng tier. Ang
Grabe
husay nila.
tier. Lalo na yung...
Maganda maglaro, no? Malinis sila.
Hindi, of course niya kasi.
Oh, XG kasi medyo
XG.
makalat ngayon.
Wala, sila naman nababalik.
PR na ang representative. Kami ang bahala
Sobrang
sa inyo.
textbook Dota. Alam nilang mababasag na ng Crips. Diba? Umalis na sila.
Kanina, pwedeng batagan ng neutral. Eh.
Wala, reset lang naman.
Hindi naman nila kailangan baragin yan, eh, di ba?
Kahit ano na lang yung Crips.
Siya Crips lang. Ayan, push lang ni ES yung wave. Tapos Crips na bahala. Naka-ready na sa bottom lane na itong si Planet. May dagger na rin, ha?
May Stealer. Dagger. May shard naman na rin ata siya dyan.
Ewan ko kung bumili. May dinedeliver na item sa kanya. Kung TP lang. Pero may BKB na yung tiny naman dito. Para sa side ng OG.
Chill lang. Roshan talaga yung timing dito for TR.
Doon nila kailangan bumakabak dito. Itong OG din. Galing si Mirana.
Pwede.
Pwede. May damage sila kung tutuusin.
Yung Magic, no? Sakto, wala rin naka-pipe sa TR.
Tama pa rin talaga daw. Huwag mo na piliin sibuyas or bawang. Karne para lumambot. Yan na nga. Baka guys.
Carne Nation muna tayo.
Palambutin muna yung baka.
Medyo matagal naman yung rush respawn. 2 minutes.
Buy time lang talaga muna, no?
Matagal lang tayo.
At least makuha nila yung needed nilang item. Kagandahan naman dito yung Mirana. Pag yumama naman, sobrang impactful nito later on. Lalo na kapag league game, no?
Tsaka yung OG naman ngayon, ready to fight sila. Depende na lang siguro sa Roshan. Kasi lagi naman nila napupush yung lanes eh. Kumpara kaninang game number 1 na medyo ang hirap mag-push ng lane.
Grabe, level 20 na yung SF, boss. Sakto yung BKB pa.
Sakto nga yung BKB niya rin sa Roshan.
Pero kaya pa rin yan, ha, coach, ha? Once
kaya
na
pa rin
ma-burst,
siya.
diba?
Wag lang talagang si Undying naka-ready, magda-dagger na.
Hindi, may senaryo na ganun eh. Hindi na makaka-react yung Undying. Pag
Dahil
may
sa
lina.
sobrang bilis.
Yung bilis ng damage. Because, kaya?
Moonlight Shadow. Wala. Iwas lang.
Iniingatan lang talaga kanina pa nung TR. Ano ba, may client, may ano ba tayo dyan? Mapak ba?
So makakapag-avoid na naman sila dito ng potential gang. Namit nila yung Moonlight Shadow pero...
Pero sila ang walang BKB. SF, ang galing din, no?
Ni isa wala makikita doon yung side ng OG.
Ayun na, may BKB na. Ngayon sila magdidikit-dikit, di ba?
Gem nga rin pwede mag-invest ng tira Ay Mirana. Shadow Blade, next item for SF. Pang-burst talaga yung gusto.
Pang tiny pang center din.
Pang tayo
Kahit mag-stampede ka dyan, 200 movement speed ka,
i-treasure
di
yung
ba?
ano ng movement speed mo.
Cap movement speed, 200. Pag napalo ka ng Silverage, ito na, BKB na rin yung Axe. Sakto pa.
Nakasmoke na din sila. BKBs are completed. Axe and Shadow Fiend meron na. Ang ruta, recta mid, pababa dito sa may bottom lane.
Ganda pa ng smoke nila kamo kasi mag-apiro siya. Sakto-sakto 4 seconds.
Timingan din nila.
Oo.
Pero nagre-ready na rin naman yung side ng OG dito at least.
Ganda. Yung Woodwick kumuha ng dito.
Hindi mo expected na pababa na, no? Kasi kala mo natin sa
Check
left
this
side,
out. Pag lumalim yung Lina, pwede siyang mahuli dito ninyo.
Yan.
Ganda.
Pero buti na lang, hindi na bababa, ano.
Ay, nakidlatan!
Nakidlatan, boss!
Okay lang. Solid Tims. Solid Tims.
Roshan today. -1
Wala, sure Roshan.
Ganun
Yan
talaga.
yung problema.
It is what it is.
At saka yun yung pang-save nila Big yun, pang-save nila versus action Nakidlatan.
Pero yung tiny dito parang gagawa ng play
Alright.
Pinasigaw lang, boss.
Barag lang bottom. Wala, kahit lumaban to, wala. Malulugi lang yung OG, no?
May arrow naman sila na pang-scout. Ang ganda.
Teka lang.
Dito yung
Babash
dying.
pa.
Uy, ayaw tigilan.
Ay!
Wala, ayaw tigilan.
Patay. Nakaskull.
Idol na.
Puntik pa.
Ayaw tumigil na
Pero
Roshan.
na-delay na nila yun. Liliko dito yung OJ. Look at this.
Kill to.
Pwede mapitas. Raven with a quick stop. That's undying without a buyback. And Axe will be caught as well. Late na magagamit yung BKB. Finally, they brought him down. Ay! Lang. Stampede late na sa party. LSA connected. What a good bushwhack coming from Woodwick. Raven will just offer himself. Ako na lang ang patayin nyo.
Nag-critical ba yun?
Oo, na-critical bago siya mag-TP.
Talagang nag-alay na siya para hindi maabutan si Chapoy pero nahuli pa rin.
Walang TP si Japoy, nag-TP siya aggressively.
May aganims naman. Coach.
LSA lalaban and OJ will fall.
Kita mo yung tiny, 3 hits. Pagka-pike, nag-madness, nawala na ng bigla.
Pagka-TP ni Tiny, nawala din yung buhay niya, no?
Swerte pa nga doon yung Axe walang call kasi yung call ginamit sa may Roshan.
Pero kung siya ganda na ng simulado, ang ganda lang din talaga ng counter.
Depende yung Jay kung mga core kasi support lang yun. Tapos may...
Yung Axe, nauna na nila.
Napat na burst down nila, ang problema.
Nabushwak
Wala na.
sampay.
Oo. Naka-ready rin yung kabilang lumaban, may mga BKBs pa And sila Sumi, nag-commit na siya ng BKB, napatipin na lang siya kasi na-burst down siya. Tapos habulan na, nag-commit na ng Stampede
Grabe rin kasi Roshan kanina, no? Napasamahan gagan yung tombstone.
Walang niya, binugbog si Andaling, ayaw tigilan.
So sakto, banner na to for Erica, no? I mean for Team Resilience. Yaman.
Naka-grips na, hindi niya
Naka-grips
tinuloy
na
yung
naman.
bagger kasi magkaka-ages. Magaling din, no?
Ito score. Nagado ulit Kuya Tims. Aegis will be claimed. Again, that's gonna be YSR. And mind you, this is a second Roshan, so may banner na.
Pwede nila i-push yung bottom or mid. Tignan natin. Ay, nakita pa!
Nakidlatan na naman.
Nasipa ulit Natsumi.
Okay
There's
na.
the bushwhack call.
Nakakul
Gina
pa
na.
si Raven.
Pag gantong nakokall sila ng nakokall,
Ay, si Skem.
si Gina na yata yan ng dapat, no?
Ano ba sa Sir G?
Sakto maulan, si Gina.
Si Gina na yan, no? Okay, patawag si Gina.
Shadow Blade para sa SF. Ganun lang kadali ang ginagawa dito. Go lang ng go. Si SF ang bahala.
Guys, reset kaya muna tayo, guys.
Di pa namatay si Ekos doon. Grabe, nabigyan pa ng sustain. And Raven
Guys, reset
is
muna tayo,
also
guys.
gonna die. There's
Bukas
the
na reset
bushwhack.
niya, narap.
Wala, reset muna ako. Kahit laban tayo. Kompleto.
Tatanungin ng OG, sino ba yung mga na-0-3 dyan?
Wala, bukas pa ata malalaman yung mga third series sila bukas na ulit.
Next year
O, sino ang next contender dito? Tapos na kami, ha? Tapos na kami dyan, ha? Baka kami na madaan.
Grabe.
Banner.
Hindi, tingin ko the Pork Chop family yan eh.
The Pork Chop
Pork Chop
family.
family. Yun ang buena sa OG eh.
Hindi, the shot and the mic.
Ayan,
Yun talaga.
ibigay mo na.
Tapos sama mo ng isang, kahit mga OWA or bed. Pwede na. Pwede na. Ayun yung mga di pa nagkakas ng OG eh.
Umikot na, rotation na. Napag-guess na natin si Boss Lord. Boss Try.
O si Daddy A, kahapon nagkas ba si
Even
Daddy
kila
A?
Daddy Ale.
Yung sa second series.
Kasta rin pala sila Daddy. Wala pa.
Buong bigla yung silver dito nung SF.
Kilopleto, no?
2 lanes to ha, ganun-ganun lang.
May 40 pa. Kaso may tombstone pa naman sa likod.
Ang ingat talaga. Tignan mo, nag-fake smoke pa ka, oh.
Ang ganda ng pike, no? Dodge lang ng Stanelina.
Ano ba, nagkulang ba tayo sa preparation?
Wala, sa laruan nata. Medyo ano na.
Bad bits, no?
Bad bits na.
Teka guys, mababasagan na tayo ng Durax, ha?
Nag-uusap pa kaya sila? Sa
Try mo na yung SF.
Ito, finally. Honor.
2 hits.
Quick buyback agad. Nagpapla ng BKB doon yung side ng TR. Oh,
Hirap na to.
ang hirap na sobra talaga. And there's the
Tombstone
jump
na
in.
yun,
Ang stone lang ibibigay.
Nakul pa si Nat.
Good ass call. Gina, itawag mo na.
Nabusyok pa
Ang
din.
ganda ng sampay, no?
Grabe naman sumampay ito.
And wala mga buybacks to mind you. Triple kill for YSR. And the Chinese Dodes has done it dito. Nakaisa against Team Vision. Nakaisa din against LGD versus Thompson. Ultra kill by YSR. Hindi tatagos yung kupunan ng OG. And 0-6 for our Filipino squad.
Wala
0-3
pang
para sa
pinapanalo.
series.
Ganun na ba tayo kay Behind? Nigma, siniruto tayo. TR, siniruto tayo.
And yun na yung mga
Yung Pedes.
Yan na yung mga series na sa Boom Boys gets mo pa eh.
Oo.
Kung may yan.
Nigma, kita mong struggling, di ba? Pero etong TR, 0-2 din to.
Parang ano pa nga itong maglarong TR, parang hindi sila siruto, no?
Oh, waiting na lang tayo sa Huligani versus OG.
Baka
A dumber idea this tournament already now that I think of it.
Okay.
Can't remember what it was, but it was
Yeah, you can't
so-
remember because you hit your head really hard today in the bus.
Yes.
Kind of a stalemate here as
Yeah.
Spirit likely just waiting for the next Roche, but even that Aegis didn't do too much for them. They didn't get anything
No.
out of it. They got the racks before Roche,
Yeah.
and then kind of nothing has happened since. Do you think this is benefiting Liquid more than Spirit, or is it about even?
I feel like it's about even. I don't really think... The thing is, if it shifts slightly, it's still a heavily Spirit-favored game. So maybe Liquid can get this game from... Not to lean too much on the win percentage or whatever, but let's say it were true that it was 15%. Like, maybe they can shift it a couple of percentage points by just stalling and farming and getting something more on their heroes, but I don't inherently feel like they're getting anywhere.
Well, they are now,
And
maybe.
Spirit's lineup is not falling behind or getting outscaled. Kez Slardar can win the game at minute 100. So,
True.
big moment if they find the jump here, Spirit.
Oh,
Great
they're going to jump
wraparound.
him. They get a big crush, and Ace just gets deleted. And the Squirrel is next on the list. Tofu dead. 2 dead, in fact. Make it a 3rd with the Fiend script coming out from Rue. And you can see the Earth Spirit just left all alone. Only the single buyback of the 3 that are dead.
That was a 4,000 HP Centaur with 40 armor.
He has 40 armor?
Yeah.
Well, he didn't when they went on him.
He has Lotus or Plate Mail, but they remove almost all of that with Haze and Kez Deso. And he got like 3-shot.
Yeah, this combo is good. I don't know why nobody listens to us, Cinderin. 100% win rate when we cast it.
Yeah,
I would be interested in what the actual win percentage is as a combo, because it has to be high.
Absolutely.
It looks absurdly good. That's the second lane for Spirit.
They're trying to force a buyback here, and they might... Oh, this Glyph. Yeah, they'll probably back off now and play for Roche.
Yeah, another minute 20 for that.
But another stifling blow. That was about a 5,000-6,000 gold swing. Another item for Kez, another set of barracks. Now we're looking at the 1-digit expectation for Liquid. Would agree with that.
What's the digit?
6, I think.
Oh.
It's not great. It's in the upper half. Oh, it's 5.
This doesn't
Do
feel...
you think they win 1 in 20 here?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either, but
I would say this is like a 2%er.
it'll be all the more impressive when they do it.
Yeah. Especially if the enemy team is lactose intolerant.
What?
Whoosh.
Yeah, I didn't get that. All right, Bane is 50 gold away from Axe.
Foxy. Oh, Crush is going to miss from Laurel. There's the Fiend's Gate hitting 2 into the beautiful Shackle as Laurel is there to help clean up. Raptor Dance deletes both supports. They both do have buyback, but Roche is about to spawn, and that, in theory, should be a free... I mean, I say in theory, Liquid, I think, have to contest this. There's no way you can give up this Roche.
Yeah, you have to buy back that fight, I think. I would agree. That was funny to see. Not Me blinked in and got a 2-hero shackle shot, but got stuck in the tree. So he hit the really nice shackle, but then he missed the power shot on the tree he was standing next to to get out again. Sometimes, man. Oh, well, hello, Roche. Goodbye, Roche. Aegis Cheese and Banner. Now the Ags on Bane, the BKB on Windranger. So should be some very reliable shackles now from Not Me as well. I mean, surely at this point now it's a formality. Now you just get in there, jump somebody, burst them with Kez Slardar and play the fight out. Just keep Bane in the back line, wait for Luna to come in, go for the grip. If Tusk is at all accounted for, the fight is over if Bane gets gripped, or if Luna gets gripped, so. Gotta play it perfectly now for Liquid, and even that might not be enough. Need a little bit of luck on your side and a slip up. Spirit, Smoke, trying to take matters into their own hands. Doing this while showing Earth Spirit top. To try to make this less obvious. Let's see how long Tormentor lasts. All right.
Exciting fight for the Tormentor.
Okay. The Tormentor did lose this time. Will come back stronger.
Not really.
Like all the social media posts of teams that get knocked out of tournaments.
Yutaro with the Aegis. Liquid are close by, looking to pounce potentially. I'm not sure which target they would even want to go on. Yeah, sure if you can burn the Aegis and then get out, but can you get out?
I think the ideal fight is where they kill Bane instantly. I think, but it's not that easy. Rue has...
How's Willy the Wolf doing? Has he died yet? Is this the same wolf?
That's a good question. I haven't been paying attention to Willy.
I feel like they need to add something.
Oh, another item for Kez.
Where they add names to the creeps, and then if they die, it just auto-generates to a new one, so we can keep track if it's the same wolf. Because it does matter.
Actually, not a bad idea.
Thank you.
This time.
Really important.
Well, it's called the Alpha Wolf, so it can't be Willy.
Why? Alpha Wolf Willy.
Oh, it's... Oh, like that. Oh. How about... No. No. Okay. Bottle it be, Spirit. Are we going to get in there?
I think they're getting in there.
In the meantime, Collapse is just farming jungle, and he has Refresher, and he's ready to show up behind the fight.
Yeah. Roche Banner available here. Not going to use it. I mean, this would be a disgusting Fiend's Gate.
Yeah.
If they had vision here.
They're just fishing for info with the Essence Distiller of Windranger. And if they see the right target, I think Collapse is immediately going to connect. But otherwise, he's just going to keep farming.
It feels like it's so hard to play around Underlord when he's at this point.
Yeah, it is.
Yep, there it is. Fiend's Gate onto Mickey. Lotus Orb. Fiend's Grip. Not even needed. He's even alive right now. The Snowball's going to keep him alive a little bit longer. Laurel in the midst of all this, taking a lot of damage. Pops the cheese, though. Eclipse is shredding through him. He barely gets out. Ticks away eventually, but collapses there. They get another pit as Mickey. You can see the Refresher comes out from the Underlord. Buyback instantly from Mickey. Toro now getting gone on, but this is the Pit of Malice that they can use as protection. Just keeping the rest of Liquid at bay. Meanwhile, Nisha focusing on the back line. Yatoro's going to finally help out a bit as Nisha gets to the south side. Toro attempting to pursue.
He'll find Tofu instead, I think.
Tofu will be the collateral.
He's going to bleed out? Yeah, he is.
Yeah, ticks away.
Oh, he died to Enfeeble.
They have triple buybacks here for Liquid. But still, they have not burned this Aegis, is the issue. Okay, they're just going to give this up. No buybacks. Okay. Yutaro will get the melee. There's the triple buyback. They're going to focus everything on this Kez. This is going to be life number 1, though. Get the punch on the back line. Bane not going to be able to help out too much. There's the grip finally being used. The Aghanim Scepter is going to be the full duration, but the card comes out to save the Earth Spirit as Yutaro trying to do a lot of damage here onto Mickey. Raptor Net's not going to do too much. Good job from Liquid. They will be able to take out Chicken Man, but still heavy cost They get 4 overall, but only a singular barracks remains, and it's the ranged variety. And that's a triple buyback used from Liquid.
Nice hold, though.
I mean,
Again,
do you think that makes a difference?
It's still not over.
Yeah.
That definitely could have ended right there and then, but they strung it together in a good way, made sure to protect the hero getting gripped and actually turning the fight around. Yeah, Toro cashing in his first death of the tournament. Going to be very upset about that. Now he's only 26-1.
What a shame.
There's a decent chance this ends up being the kill record of the entire event, by the way.
Yeah.
Even if it were to end now, but he probably still has a couple of kills in him, win or lose.
Want to see 30.
Yeah. Isn't it usually, isn't it called, you call it 30 bomb in CS, right? If you have a really good map.
Yeah, 30 bomb. I've had a 40 bomb before. Actually, I've had a 50 bomb.
Against you?
No.
Oh, okay.
How dare you?
Sure the 50 bomb wasn't you watching a basketball game?
Against easy bots. Oh, boy.
No way. No way.
Not me.
Oh,
his name is not me. Not no way. BKBTP, he gets the megas.
They just got ratted by a support Wind Ranger.
Yeah. It happens.
That is...
I mean, it's an impossible state for Liquid right now, to be fair.
Oh, hello, Ace.
Yeah, we'll have to use the Stampede to attempt to run away, but the grip finds him. In collapse, he can potentially get some help from Laurel, who gets the crush onto the Earth Spirit. So Ace does survive. You can see Spirit are being a little bit cautious right now. Want to make sure that these creeps push out, so then Liquid have to make a difficult decision whether to fight or defend. Collapse sticking around pretty long time. He's going to get blown up as a result. It's 100 seconds as well. No buyback.
Once again, they do have megas against them, so all the Spirit need to do is just not die.
Yeah.
And Liquid will have to go back to base.
Mekkei's not that far away from Divine.
Definitely the right purchase here. Assume he's going to swap out the Manta rather than the Pike, I would think, for this.
Yeah, that's a tough
He could buy it if he sells now. He doesn't have buyback for 4 minutes anyway, so he might as well.
Yeah, true. How many Mega Creep comebacks have you seen on this patch? Like, by this patch, I mean...
In pro games?
Number patch, yeah.
None, I think.
I've seen one.
Oh, you have? Which game was that?
I think it was, I don't remember. It could have been a dream, I guess.
Mekkei bought a Moonshard instead of Rapier.
Uh-oh.
Bro.
Uh-oh.
What is this?
Uh-oh.
Are we playing to win or what? Are we playing to survive?
That's not... I mean, that doesn't help you survive either, though.
That's actually true. I mean, surely he's still queuing up the Rapier, right? He has to. Even... That's the thing. When you're Mega'd, the best way to win is fight. And really just all in, right?
Laurel gets the crush initiation.
Oh, there's the
grip. BKB. They're going to fight all this action out to Kez. Already have HP. Pops the BKB. There's Laurel. Trying to go on top of him, but they do have the cart coming out from Ace. He gets killed off by the Chicken Man, though. And look who's next. It is Mekkei on the Luna. No buybacks. And that should be it. Nisha, the third core to fall. Triple kill for Yatoro. Can he get 30 with the ultra kill? He does. Disgusting display from the Chicken Man. Looking for
Give him the
finish Rampage to get 31 kills in a game at TI. And it is Yatoro. Beast mode enabled.
Ah, yes, the classic game with a 40 KDA. 31, 1, and 9. I have to say, though, props to Liquid for making this even feel like a game in the last 20 minutes. Like, that was honestly world-class defense, but they were just so far behind that that was going to be the most insurmountable situation to get your way out of. But I think that's the positive to take away here from Liquid is this game obviously didn't go according to plan, but with a better start, next game could be totally different.
Absolutely, as Yatoro ends the game with 31 kills. Panel.
31 kills, maybe Team Spirit fans' new favorite number there, 31, because what a showing. And for the most part, definitely a beatdown on the side of Spirit there, because they had a phenomenal start to this game. And while Sin says, yeah, props to Liquid for being able to make the last 20 minutes feel good, that's at least 30 minutes where you're not feeling that great, Monkeys. I mean, it's so tough for Liquid to have gotten anything going for themselves with how aggressive Spirit played.
Yeah, and I mean, I going back to this physical damage strat, I mean, I think a great solution to this Earth Spirit hero is having this amp damage, having this physical damage. I think a big part of what makes Earth Spirit so good is, you know, he's able to roll in, press BKB, not really worry about spells. He's able to, like, you know, poke a lot and etc. But once you're getting amp damage, the Kez is, you know, jumping you, bursting you within half a second. Doesn't really matter if you get to press BKB or, you know, Lotus Orb or any of that. So I think Spirit's draft just came together. Obviously, this was the Yatoro show. I mean, 31 kills at TI. Holy moly! Like, I can't believe we just witnessed that. But that has to be a stat of some kind.
Guys, we saw a good character. We saw Satanic, but maybe is this the new rising star character? Yatoro with one of the highest KDs I think we've ever seen in pretty much any event. And just the Kez performance, I think he is one of those guys that knows how to play this hero to pretty much the extreme levels, does the damage. And kind of like you were saying, physical damage looks pretty good. It scales in a lot of these heroes. It feels like there's a lot of raw health being bought and picked up by these heroes. And that kind of counters the magic damage because it doesn't really scale into it. But physical damage is always going to beat raw health at the end of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the way that they played it from the start, just pedal to the metal pretty much, making sure that Liquid, known to be a very aggressive, very early game-oriented team, didn't get the chance to play it. But again, the reason why we talked about both of these teams being like super resilient, like we could see it in this game, Team Liquid, I think a lot of the teams would crumble under this pressure, especially with the start that the Team Spirit did have. I think this could potentially be like a 20-minute GG from some of the teams, but Team Liquid, they managed to push it for another like good half an hour, and also showing that there's always something to play for, especially at the highest caliber. And Liquid, like I think this Luna, even though it didn't really look that great at the early stages, in the later portions of the game, she did look insanely good. Like you'd see a couple of times that they were trying to like kill Kez, he's holding onto Aegis, she blinks in, and then they kill him again, use the Stampede, try to run away when he's using the Raptor Dance, and then try to kite him.
Outside of Spirit playing with that aggression and what their lineup can do, I have the question of, is there anything Liquid could have done to stop that a bit more? Is there maybe potentially a hero that could have been different, maybe positioning slightly different, drawing help or bringing numbers somewhere else? Or do you think that it really was just written that you always had to weather the early game storm of Spirit?
I think that their draft was for the most part fine. Luna's one of those heroes that's on the weaker side of carries, I would say, but it's not weird of a pick. It's definitely still like, oh, that hero's like, okay, I understand where they're picking it. So I would say this isn't so much of a draft issue. I think if we run this back, 10 times, I wouldn't expect this result to happen every time. Yeah. I'd expect it to be like 50,
only
50.
8 out of 10.
Yeah, only 8 or 9 out of 10, but I'd expect it to be pretty close between the two teams. Maybe they do change that Luna. Maybe they try to pick him earlier, carry, just so they can secure one of the broken heroes. But I think Team Spirit just kind of showed up. Right? I think they just played good rather than just having the excuse of like, oh, we got outdrafted, oh, we didn't pick the right hero. I think it was just purely Team Spirit's like, we're playing better in this game, number one.
I mean, when you get a carry that is 31, 1, and 9, like, we keep bringing this number up, but it truly is outstanding, especially because the game didn't go past 60 minutes. I think that that's like that extra little bit of caveat I want to add to it. We've had tournaments where there is a lot of kill numbers. Whilst it's not that common, it does occur. But to do it at essentially a 50-minute game cost and to have 31 kills, that's where you go, holy heck.
Yeah, this wasn't like extra 20 minutes maybe that you're playing, but I think this might be the record at TI.
They're saying he wasn't stat padding. They weren't guys, give me a little extra time, let me get some more kills. He was just.
I think it's tied for first. So if he had gotten one more kill, he would have been first, but 31 is tied for first at TI.
So close.
I believe Sumail has it.
Yes.
I believe he tried to dethrone the king, but You know, the punks, they're never satisfied. And,
Punk? Yatoro's a punk now? Or is Avril Lavigne punk rocker out here?
Old school meme.
It's old school. It's a Sumail quote.
Okay, I was like, what?
Before your
Way
time.
before my time, apparently. I thought before yours. You're such a younging.
I'm old.
Apparently.
I'm old and washed compared to these guys.
He's old for Dota players.
But it's because he's NA.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Us NA, we age faster than the rest of the world.
I believe it. We can have a look more at this because the later parts of the fight, some of the high ground defenses as well, of course, that's where it really was shining for the moments of Liquid in the most part.
Yeah,
if you could say that there was a shining
yeah,
moment.
but the way it started was pretty much where Yatoro, he joins early on in some of these fights, and you can see the amplified damage. Also, them understanding, you see the power shot coming up from the Wind Ranger. So not me. He's like, yeah, I don't want to be going for the one kill. They want to be getting more, and this seems kind of like deja vu happening. Yatoro, again, finding the right angle, knowing that they can actually invade because they managed to kill the tower, and he doesn't feel too safe behind it. And if we look at some of the timings that he did have, there's a literally night and day difference in this one. 16 minutes in, you have Treads, Mage Slayer, Deso on Kez, which again might be another record because you can't
Just give it to him anyway. Don't say mine. This new record, broken.
It's just way too much farm that he's getting compared to Luna, who is sitting at Mask of Madness and Yasha at the time, which really isn't that much. Like, in terms of last hits, Mickey, he even has more, but because Luna, she goes to jungle relatively early on, but the amount of like things that Yatoro can do, because you know, he's getting the kills, he's getting the last hit on the tower. Mickey, like, he didn't get involved. A lot of the times you would see Luna, if she's off to a good start, maybe try to backstab the enemy carry, go through the twin gate. Couldn't really happen in this one.
I think also the cool thing is Yatoro, Kez is playing this more aggressive, not farming carry. Like, Kez isn't a hero that you just accelerate and farm, and Luna is, and he's still able to get ahead of him in that early game, which where Luna really gets that like peak of just farm speed. So it's just really cool that I think kills matter a lot right now in Dota, just like the gold you get from them, especially solo kills. He was more getting teamfight kills, but just anytime you get those, that's why the aggressive carry playstyle matters so much. Like, you get one kill and it's worth like 20, 30, 40 CS versus you have Mickey who's struggling to find kind of impact in the early game, and it kind of showed that because he wasn't able to do so much in the early game, it just struggles as a whole for the Team Liquid.
I also think that because Yatoro was playing so aggressively in the early game, that enabled Spirit to get pretty much every objective. I think they never missed a Torm, never missed a Roche. Like, they literally, you know, the combination of the early pressure from Yatoro in addition to having Slardar, I mean, Spirit were just getting everything, and, you know, the net worth lead definitely reflected that as well.
Well, you got your own Roche there, monkeys, sitting on your lap view. And if you guys want one at home, or you want a little frogling or a big frogling sitting down here, I'm losing all my froglings here, or a lager, you guys can head to the secret shop. There's so many goodies this TI up for grabs. I mean, there's the mugs as well that have been enjoyable, and Lacoste's new four-legged friend next to him.
Yeah, this one is my favorite one. He has 2 bags. That's why he's the courier. He can. You can't fit in many things, but
What do you think you could fit in there?
you could fit in like small Aegis, and inside of him. Oh, what do we have here?
His strap,
Alright.
his leash.
Another hidden pocket.
Named your little friend.
No, we have it in here.
What all goodies you have?
Oh, look, $20.
Looking in there for the first time. $20. Wait, actually, there might be something for Gunner in there.
In this one?
Yeah. This would be funny if I actually had something in there. I don't, though. I don't.
No, we don't have them.
Awesome. For something at least.
What do you have for yourself,
Hello,
Gunner?
Cookie. Could have been for me.
It's not, though. What's on the other side?
Cookie from Mortimer.
I want to vote in chat because we were having a discussion. A heated one.
Why was it so? Why
a
was it
heated discussion on panel about which side was better. I went for the Snapfire Cookie side.
I like the Invoker side. If it's
Team Mortimer all the way.
Invoker player.
Yeah, I am an Invoker player. It kind of looks like me if you
if you really use
if you
your
squint a
imagination.
bit, change the hair color. You see
I
it,
can
right?
kind of see it. Yeah, I can kind of see it. You're actually not far off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I just I could see it if I just looked away there. The Secret Shop, you guys can get all of these great fun goodies for yourself as well to celebrate this TI. But there's so much more that we get to celebrate. It isn't just the games and the fun that the players are bringing in that regard, but also information and personality. Before the tournament started, Piran got to sit down with Not Me.
I am here with Not Me from Team Spirit. I haven't met you before. How are you doing? How was your journey here? Travel okay? Everything fine?
Everybody okay.
You've only been on Team Spirit for a couple of months. So tell me, how did you end up on the team and what was your career prior to joining Team Spirit?
Я играл на Tier 2, Tier 3. Сначала меня позвали, первая моя команда была One Move. Вот, потом, да все в целом.
What about the current meta in Dota 2 coming into the international? Do you think it suits you? Are you confident with it, even with the patch that we've had? Are you thinking, great, these are all heroes I like to play? Or are you thinking, oh, this is going to be tough. I'm going to have to figure out how the team plays. How does the meta suit you personally?
Ну, в целом мета мне нравится, но мне не нравятся конкретно выраженные герои на керри. В плане какие-то дровки и сефы, которые просто без шансов. Или, Лундрит еще, которые без шансов сносят свою линию. Это мне не нравится. А так в целом комфортно.
Have you watched much of the previous TIs? And if so, did you watch them and think, one day I'm going to play at a TI, I want to play for a great team like Team Spirit? Was that part of your plan, or was it just like a dream for you?
Нет, просто смотрел с точки зрения того, что в целом прикольно, то, что это главный турнир Dota. Смотрел больше из-за уровня Dota, нежели из-за какого-то титула. И то, что я не думал, что я сюда попаду, просто нравилось смотреть, как люди играют.
How did you actually get onto Team Spirit to come from Tier 2 and Tier 3 teams? Did they spot you in pub games? Did you know them? How did they recruit you to play for the team?
Да, просто, в моменте я играл за Heroes Submarine, и мы играли какой-то турнир, и Диман написал, что так и так-то, у нас неожиданная замена, так сказать, что можем позвать, потестить. Он сказал, что это все на мне, типа, выбирай сам хочешь или нет. И все.
When you guys qualified so quickly after you joined, you had to go through the qualifiers. Were you excited to play at TI, or did the nerves start to kick in and you started to think, oh my God, now I've got to go to TI with Team Spirit and it's going to be hard work? Like, was there any nerves there, or was it just excitement?
Да в целом, не было ничего такого, что, я попаду там на International, все круто. И для меня больше, наверное, не значит что-то, прям этот титул, что это что-то там непостижимое или еще что-то. Просто, мне кажется, это так, микроцель. Это не то, чему ты должен радоваться.
So looking at all the teams ahead of TI, obviously before the group stage, which teams do you think are looking good? Which teams are you looking out for that you think are going to do well at this international?
Мне нравится, как играет Team Vision. Очень агрессивно, очень быстро. Вот. И, наверное, выделю только их.
Okay, Not Me. Thank you for taking the time to talk to us, and good luck in the tournament.
Спасибо.
It is always a joy to get to see where players or teams' thoughts are at before coming into TI and how it plays out in the group stage specifically, because with a modified Swiss stage, maybe they don't end up coming up against one of those teams that they coin as one of the best or the most difficult depending on how their series plays out. But Spirit right now, with the fact that they're one game up against Liquid, putting themselves in a good position, Monkeys, to maybe come up against Division, maybe knock them off of that pedestal of being the most predicted 4-0 team by the other pro players here at TI.
Yeah, I mean, that was a very, very convincing game one there from Spirit. So, certainly on track to get that 3-0 record.
Yeah, but if they make it, who are you going for? Satanic or Yatoro?
Oh,
my
no,
goodness.
the
Hey, we gotta get
impossible
there.
choice. I mean, I would, with the way Vision's been playing, I feel like they've been, they've just definitely been the team.
We can't break them.
We can't break them.
Look, I'm unbreakable.
Satanic
What can I
stands
say?
Standing Satanic. I do want to, before we jump into what is going to be Liquid and Spirit, very quickly tell you guys what's happening over on our 3 other streams, because there is a lot going on. Whilst it is fun to get to see a Liquid Spirit matchup, Over on B stream, we have Ironwing and Falcons going to their third game. So it is an incredibly long day over on B stream. A lot is happening, really long games there. But more importantly, some fun picks coming out as well. Ironwing picked up Arc Warden for BZM, and that is the first Arc Warden at a Tier 1 tournament in 2026. Like, that is insane to think about, that this hero was so down in the dumpsters, and they go, TI, baby, TI magic.
It always happens. Some of these heroes, like we are seeing, you know, it's TI time. There's going to be Earthshaker. There's going to be ET. We're seeing this hero being picked as well, even though nobody wanted to touch the hero. It's that time of the year when people are going to try to theory craft more. We're seeing Core Wisp. We're seeing Carry Wisp, IO from the mid lane as well, paired up with a lot of different things. So you can definitely tell that the teams have tried to cook up something completely different, and this is the best time to use it. Like, you want to be going in undefeated, you want to be going to that main stage immediately, if possible. That's why we're seeing some of these teams experimenting slightly more, and you know, gotta reveal the strats at one point.
Some strats working out for teams, other strats not so much. That IO one, I still have a little bit of a question mark about. I know that VG still wanting to run it for themselves, but Monkeys, for your dark horse, Gamer Legion over on the RC stream, they were able to get a win against it.
They're doing fantastically, just as I predicted. I mean, what can I say?
Doing it live.
But yeah, I mean, I am kind of shocked that both XG and VG picked Core IO against Gamer Legion. I feel like neither of those teams are, I mean, like, I know they pick it here and there, but I mean, the way Gamer Legion are playing, they're just kind of collecting doves against it. So.
Even Speeds, he was very surprised.
Almost speechless.
Like, he was like, I don't know, like they...
I thought it was a mid-IO.
Mid-IO, but Carry IO.
The place we thought they played it.
I mean, sure, if I'm about to play it, I guess.
So what we're asking for game 2 between Spirit and Liquid is, we know you guys like stability. We know that you guys want to become the first 4-0 team. Sure. A little bit of Aqua and a little bit of IO here and there. Wouldn't go astray for the A stream.
Yeah, where's my fun heroes in the stream?
What would be your most fun hero, Gunnar, to see?
Did we not get bounty?
Ooh.
I want your most fun and then your most likely fun hero to be picked.
The Ricky, we did see it on the other stream, but
yeah,
I miss my Ricky mid. I miss the sleep dart, personally, of Ricky.
Okay, can we mute his microphone?
Those were the good old days.
Oh, thank you.
Most likely fun hero, though, for these teams, okay, what if...
Yeah.
The Ace Meepo.
Okay, I
don't think that's a non-zero chance.
Yep. Maybe not a full 1%, but it is non-zero.
It's between there, right?
Somewhere between 0 and 1%.
That would be really cool, though.
That would be very cool. Very fun, very cool as well. What we're not going to be seeing is Drow Ranger, Bane, Undying, Lone Druid, Lina, or Treant there, so...
Yeah, some of the heroes that haven't really been picked so far, I feel like they have a place in this meta. I feel like there is a way to pick potentially Scarlet Mage as a position 4. I think Disruptor, like even Faceless Void hasn't been picked. Lich, a hero that...
I'm surprised about Lich.
Lich, like, dominated a couple of tournaments as well. Like, the hero
even, like, recently in pubs, like, people are still picking him.
Yeah, my incredibly high-level MMR.
Yeah, like, I'm sure it's a hero that you have success with, right?
I actually do.
Yeah, and so if you can have success with, I would expect that these...
Lower
Tier
MMR, yeah.
Oh,
sorry.
Sorry. Would be able to pull it off, and I'm just surprised because I think he did get a couple nerfs, but I didn't expect it to just be like, oh, all right, dropping the hero, toy's not fun anymore, let's not pick it.
And here's the SF, which a lot of teams have been picking, including Vision. Vision was the main team that had a lot of success with it. I think Liquid also won their game earlier today where they first picked SF, so Liquid may be the second team that can make this first pick SF come to fruition and get the dub.
The counter was Darkseer to Shadowfiend in the past couple tournaments when Shadowfiend was in this pool of being like first picked overall every single game or banned. It was Shadowfiend and Darkseer every single game. It started to fall off a bit because I think people started valuing Shadowfiend less. So it's like, we're not just going to always get the Darkseer here, but it does a lot of things. First off, the laning stage, Darkseer can cut very reliably and not lane into this like Imba hero that just crushes every lane. And then B, when you make an illusion of him, you steal his aura. So you get that minus armor that just to counteract the Shadow Fiend gives you just a nice team fight. And I think the best part is you just win the team fights versus him.
Yes.
Like you surge away, you can kite out his BKB, and Shadow Fiend's one of the carries that depends on BKB the most out of all of them. Like, you think of the other range carries, they can kind of be tanky enough to fight without it, but Shadow Fiend really needs it to be able to get those right clicks in.
And some of the old school classic combos are coming back. Sven, we're seeing the hero being popular. This has been the combo back in the days. Now it's even easier to execute. Vacuum being much bigger back in the days, plus the Chasm Stone, like something that they are buying like casual, turning that into Shivas. But also another hero that in theory works really well against this Shadow Fiend, because you protect your own team with the Warcry, you have damage that goes through BKB, so you can relatively easy cut down Shadow Fiend. I also like the Nature's Prophet ban. I think Nature's Prophet is also one of the better heroes against Shadow Fiend in general, because you can't out-trade this guy in the lane. What you have to do is try to kill him somehow, try to outnumber him, whether from the mid lane, either from the carrier role, TP to his lane and just kill him. I think that has been a very efficient way of dealing with Shadow Fiend.
I also like the Earth Spirit ban. I think getting Dark Spirit plus Earth Spirit in one draft is a little bit too much of strength. Sure, you still can get like the Ember Spirit mid, the Storm, something along those lines, but Earth Spirit, Dark Spirit, I think is, to me, probably as close to an insta-win combo in the meta as you could get.
Yeah, I mean, that's a staple that Vision did, I think, like 2 or 3 times already this tournament. So definitely a very, very strong at least a 3-0 combo for the Green Sages.
Potentially even more.
Pretty true.
And the next question is, what's the pairing with Darkseer? Generally, it's been these melee heroes that kind of get paired because you're like, I'm going to Ion Show you, you can farm together, but we also see a lot of the time they can just pick a range hero and it's completely fine. You can pick some Rubik, throw them there. So it kind of ends up just being what the support wants. I think that Darkseers have, especially with the Helm Dom build, you don't need this melee support. At least you want it from the mid lane, but support's pretty open pool.
Well, and as you said earlier about Darkseer is one of these heroes that can cut waves and opens up that pause 4 hero to really just be whatever box he wants to be, you know, like if he wants to roam, if he wants to, you know, go for a more aggressive style, Darkseer kind of opens up that avenue for him.
And we've seen different builds on Darkseer as well. This hero can build into many different items. Of course, your core item is going to be Helm, which is going to give you Ghost Push. And if you're paired up with like something that also can Ghost Push, it feels really, really good. Like we saw Enchantress earlier today, where you're pushing out 2 waves without actually being there, which is extremely good. And there's a Rubik pairing that you mentioned that could potentially work out.
Yeah, Rubik generally is one of the weaker lanes, but paired with Darkseer, you can push the first wave really easy, then you can set up for a nice cut position. Also, frees up Rubik to just get free XP if he's like pulling and you're cutting or sapping your XP. So I think it's just like a nice, you support each other in the ways that you don't have that many weaknesses, but you're super covered by the other. And then for Liquid now, you generally would want like a Void Spirit mid is something that looks really good to me for them. Or just like supports that are good at killing. Because Rubik, the one thing he doesn't do for the Darkseer is protect him at that like level 2 timing. You just have a lift to really stop it, but like a Tusk doesn't really care. Tusk, Shadow Fiend just runs at the Darkseer, they can cut waves, maybe they give up a wave to run a Darkseer, and even if they go on the Rubik, that guy dies too.
And the Tusk does come out, so Shadow Fiend Tusk, a very classic, oppressive lane.
Probably after Tree is the best lane, I think, to pair with Shadow Fiend.
Whenever I see this lane in pubs, I'm like, well, I will be losing my lane unless I can figure out wave cutting shenanigans.
Do you guys think this time around in game 2, it's going to be Tofu on the Tusk and Boxy on the Hood, whereas in game 1 it was Boxy on the Hood and Tofu
on the Tusk?
Yes. No, it wasn't. Oh my gosh, I genuinely just confused myself so hard there. It was...
Yeah, they had Tusk and...
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think that
but you think they're playing the opposite ones?
Yes. In this game, as opposed to the first game, it will be in the same
Boxy was Tusk in game 1, and you think it's going to be Tofu in game 2.
Correct. Yeah.
Thank you.
Correct.
I really confused myself with so many Tusks and Hoods and Tofus and Boxies.
Ooh, so, okay, there's Puck Pick, which again is this, people are kind of picking it right now at this phase in the draft where it's likely going to get countered by this next pick for Liquid, but you pick it because you expect it to survive a lot of counter picks. My biggest concern for it is this is a very good Void Spirit game. Not the strongest hero overall, but I think Nisha has a very good Void Spirit. And just like matchup-wise, it's the best mid versus Rubik because he has pretty bad spells to steal and you constantly kill him. And it's one of the best counter picks to Puck.
Yeah, Mikoto had a great performance the other day. I also think there's a chance to see Shaker potentially. I feel like
I could see Shaker.
Shaker's very good against the Darkseer, all of the illusions. Problem is you're playing against Rubik, so he can steal Fissure. You're playing against Winter Wyvern, which is a combo breaker. Once you blink in, he can't break your combo. Save Puck, and we've seen Pucks going for A on this, but I do agree with the Void Spirit. I feel like, especially now after seeing Winter Wyvern, it does feel like you're gonna need somebody to jump into backlines and try to find these very annoying guys, especially because Rubiks nowadays, they also build differently. These are not like Ether Lens. They're building into Force Staff, into Blink Dagger, Glimmer Cape, whatever is needed for the game, plus also getting the Shard early on so you can lift people out of trouble, and then having two supports that can take care of each other always feels nice.
Guys, what about the Ricky mid?
Ricky is in theory very good this game. I know. I'll give it some props.
Okay.
The Shard makes it so you can't target allies in the smoke cloud, so you can't save with the Wyvern, you can't lift with the Rubik, and you can't surge with the Darkseer. So it is a good Ricky mid game.
But there's no Thompson.
There's Nisha.
True.
You don't think Nisha can pull it off? Is that what you're trying to say?
No, that's not what do you think Nisha would want Ricky?
I think he's just going to go the Void. I saw him...
So that was no. No, I don't think he wants the Ricky at all.
Unfortunately, no. But I saw him go with cool build on Void Spirit in a recent tournament. It was Meteor Hammer first.
Okay.
Which was kind of a question mark for me, but I think he utilized it to kind of push towers and farm a bit more compared to the Shard, but going more for the, I would say, standard strong hero. I think Void is in that question mark of how strong he is, whereas Ember's like, okay, you know, this hero is good. Everyone can pick it. Everyone's going to look good on it. It's very, very consistent. One of Nisha's best heroes. And to me, I always worry about Void Spirit, and I'll never worry about Ember's impact.
S or A plus, Tio?
He's definitely S. Okay. For me. He's one of the most picked heroes overall, I want to say, of the year. I think he's like top 3 or top 4 most picked, just because of how consistent he is. He's right above Pango, and Pango has been that kind of annoying hero that's in every single draft because of how consistent he is. So if Ember Spirit's beating him in games picked, it's kind of just a point of how stable he is. And in this game, you get the Vessel Buyer as well for the Winter Wyvern, so has a lot of nice matchups. I think it pairs well with both the support duo, because you have Hoodwink for follow-up on the chains, you have Toss for follow-up damage. Also, the Puck doesn't scale that well into the Ember anymore. Now that you don't have the BKB Piercing Coil talent, you can just buy BKB on Ember, and late game is pretty easy to maneuver.
How are you feeling about these drafts cost right now, how it's playing out?
I kind of like some of the adjustments that Liquid did make. There's also going to be quite a lot of team fight coming out from Spirit with the Curse, Vacuum on top of that, Coil, a lot of things to set things up. You have ways of breaking the Coil with the Vacuum, with the Lift. So a lot of these like cheap abilities that can put quite a lot of pressure on a hero like Ember Spirit. They do have one save, but I feel like even though in the first game, I don't think anything was wrong with Liquid's draft in a way. It's just that their lineup didn't really work out really well against how they played, maybe a little bit of a misplay, but also how strong Team Spirit drafted. And I'm a big fan of this Night Stalker ban. I feel like this hero could make a lot of things happen. It counters pretty much all cores and 2 supports. Darkseer not as much because of the Surge, but he would cause quite a lot of issues for the whole squad.
I think of Centaur still in the pool.
It is.
Which is pretty good versus most of the heroes. You get a stun versus the Puck. Lanes well with the Hoodwink if it ends up being that position for Hoodwink. There's nothing else that particularly kind of jumps out to me. Axe feels a bit bad into the Wyvern because you can just freeze the guy you call and you do no damage. So I would like something with a stun. I think like they have roots and some random stuff here and there for the Puck, but like having another hero that just like goes in, presses a spell, locks this Puck down.
You don't like Slaughter more over the Centaur, or you think that's much of a muchness?
I mean, personally, I do like Slaughter a lot, especially with the SF. Again, it kind of goes into that physical damage lineup. I mean, you have the Tusk as well with the tag team amp damage. But it will be a Tide. Kind of rounds out their team with team fight.
Minus armor, and it's AoE with Ags.
Also true.
So they do buy that minus armor hero into their draft. It potentially maybe is countering more heroes that they're worried about. Maybe some random illusion heroes they're worried about their draft. Some PL, some Naga, so you have something a bit better versus that compared to like a Slardar. But since Yatoro does have the final pick in the draft, it's kind of he can do whatever he wants.
I think Tide is also just like one of the better offlaners against Rubik because you can always protect your spells with your W, Kraken Shell. You can, Ravage instantly Kraken Shell, and, you're really not giving anything valuable away. Like, whereas maybe like Centaur, Underlord, Rubik loves getting these stuns and,
I'd be okay with some Faceless Wood here. Maybe even Tiny, if Tiny's not banned, because he builds into Silver Edge. Sven's also fine. I think they have a couple of really good options on side of Spirit.
Oh my gosh, they do this so often. The amount of times I've seen Spirit.
It's statement.
Yeah.
Traditionally very good laner against Tidehunter. You can also build into Silver Edge as well, but same amount of team fight. Also this lane, because you're going to be playing with Wyvern, Luna. Maybe at the early levels, she's really not the strongest because you might need some extra bit of a regen, and Wyvern's going to be able to take care of that. So I feel like this lane definitely won by Team Spirit just by having these two heroes.
I like the Luna, I like it in the game, but I worry that whatever happened in the first game is going to happen to Team Spirit this game with the Luna. I really like how Liquid's draft is overall. I like the Tidehunter with the Shadow Fiend as a combo. I like the support duo again. The Ember feels a bit better to me. If Team Spirit's going to win, it's going to be a lot on Laurel on the puck to do some crazy work and picking stuff off. But how are you killing a Tide? How are you killing an Ember? There's a lot of questions, and so maybe he'll answer them, but I worry for them.
You're about yourself, Monkeys.
I mean, I definitely, as I've been saying, I really do like these physical damage lineups. It makes objectives really easy. I mean, Shadow Fiend, it's been this hero that if the team knows how to play it, they are able to, be very aggressive. They are able to, run around the map and, create or open up towers, take objectives, etc. So, I think Liquid is one of the few teams that is making this first pick SF work a lot. So I like their draft a lot more this game. I think it makes a lot of sense.
Much more even game potentially on our hands, Lacoste.
Oh, absolutely. I also think that the support duo, this Wyvern plus Rubik with the puck, doesn't feel as strong compared to Liquid's what they can bring with the Ember Spirit, with the Hoodwink and Tusk. These are heroes that are going to be bringing in the damage. So it might be make or break these 6-7 minute rotations that are going to be happening in the mid lane.
All right, we'll see if it's going to come back to bite Spirit in the bum the way that they want to be able to win with a Lunar after just beating a Lunar here. But either way, let's get into our game number 2 of this best of 3 with Sunsfan and Synderen.
Thank you so much. Good job, Nat. You did it correctly. You hesitated to make sure that you did not make a mistake in the order of our names. We appreciate that. Synderen does as well. He likes being second.
I'm so happy.
He likes being bottom, as we know.
Yeah.
Spirit versus Liquid, game number 2. Is this going to be a different story for Liquid, Cinderman?
I think so. I mean, okay, regardless of whether Liquid end up winning this game or not, I have a hard time seeing them fall into the same position as they did in the previous game where Spirit kind of just ran the entire map in the mid game. I think it's way harder to execute with the type of lineup Spirit has this time. So effectively, there's a couple of things the panel talked about that I agree with a lot. For example, the support duo, running Rubik plus Wyvern, I think is maybe a little bit too much of the same. A lot of the time, when we have active pro players talk about this as well, they like when you have one melee support and one range support, for example, which is the case for Liquid in this game with Tusk and Hoodwink, because the archetype of heroes and what they bring to the table, there is some even though they're very different in their kits, there's some overlap to the approach to fights that Rubik and Wyvern take, right? They're taking the backline position, they're waiting to counterplay mostly, is what both these heroes do. So what does that mean? That means that Puck, essentially in this lineup, has to initiate almost everything, because your offlaner is a Darkseer, not some sort of blink stunner that's going to give you the fight that you want, and your carry is Luna, who doesn't go in first. So I think if Laurel has a bad game, or it has a slow start because he gets ganked, I genuinely think Spirit are going to do almost nothing offensively. And as a result, Liquid will not be pressured like they were in game number 1.
Right. So a potential reversal of fortunes here in game number 2.
It would be ironic if the same thing happened to the other team and they also last picked Luna in the same fashion.
I mean, what do you think about that pick, though? Because Acorn shot doing a decent amount to Rue. I think it's to be a bit careful.
It's a better Luna game than the last game, in my opinion.
Now, let me ask you. Forget about how good this is. More important. Okay. If it wasn't picked in game 1, would it be picked now? As Mickey gets the first blood onto Not Me, Boxy going around the trees. Collapse will get that kill. But first blood going to the SF, a big deal for Liquid.
Yep. Would they have picked Luna if it wasn't picked in game 1?
Yeah. How much of this is ego, Cinderin?
Not much, honestly, I think. They were looking at the options that they had. The panel was talking about some of the picks you could pick against Tide. The problem is that all of the ones they were proposing are really bad against Anchor Smash. So until you get Silver Edge, heroes like Sven and Tiny just give Tide a completely free lane. So it's a matter of what are you looking to do? Are you trying to slow down Ace, or are you trying to just get the perfect pick for your Toro in the given game? I think Luna is a bit of a mix, where this hero should, in theory, do better against Tide than Tiny or Sven will, but I just think the hero is worse in general in Dota right now.
Okay, fair enough.
Rue in trouble, or rather Tofu in trouble.
Yes, Lucent Beam holds him in place, and Tofu eventually will go down to Yatoro's right clicks, which we should mention, Cinderin. You can do it if you'd like.
His right clicks? Oh, the record?
There you go. Good boy. That's a good boy.
Yeah, last game, Yatoro tied the all-time TI record for most kills in a single game. The record until that point was from Sumail on Tiny. He had 31 kills in that game and lost. A very iconic game in TI history, actually. It's one of the most memorable TI moments of all time for me. It was against OG, and because of a communication error, Sumail tossed in Arteezy's gyro in the enemy base, and they ended up losing. They were super far ahead, if I remember correctly, ended up having a bad dive, and the rest is history. That must have been, was it TI 8 or TI 9? It was one of the two. OG 1, I believe.
Oh, really?
I think so. So, yeah, things could have been different. That's what makes moments.
So a tied record and a win this time.
Yep.
So Yatoro in the record books.
Also, a little detail about this bottom lane that could come into play, by the way, is Arctic Burn has been changed some months back. The old Arctic Burn, you could apply once unless you had Ags. Then it lasted longer. But the new Arctic Burn can be reapplied. And the reason that matters in this lane is that if you Kraken Shell it off, the next attack of Wyvern will apply it again. And that means that this lane actually is a lot better for Wyvern than it used to be. In the past, every time Tide would proc Kraken, you just do no damage anymore.
Yeah.
But now you can just keep hitting him non-stop the entire Arctic Burn. You're going to be seeing Rue maxing this. He's probably going to go 3-1-1. And every time this Arctic Burn is ready, they are going to be pressuring Ace. This is why he's taken 2 points in Kraken Shell and not even skilled Anchor Smash, which is actually very unusual for Tide in lane. It's just not good in this lane.
No, Tofu needs to trouble. Gets the bushwhack off.
He is overplaying a bit in this lane.
A lot of damage on the way out, but yeah, does fall nonetheless.
You've got to be careful. Tide is not going to be able to help you at all. Hoodwink has to play a more defensive position here. He already did his job of blocking the small camp with a sentry, so I think he doesn't even need to play.
Shadow Raises are ripping him a new one. Has to exit completely with a TP.
He will.
And mid lane is Nisha on the Ember versus Laurel on his Puck. I feel like they should be swapped, right? I think I see a lot more Ember on Laurel and vice versa. Is the Toro getting gone on? Bushwhack into the Anchor Smash finally gets that level in, and the right click is enough.
Kill.
So Ace claims a very valuable kill onto Yatoro, who died a single time the last game.
Yeah, if he wants to tie last game from here on out, he needs to go 29-0-9.
That's right.
Luna not generally the hero that does that.
Never know. Yatoro's done crazy things.
Yes.
I mean, would you consider him the best carry of all time?
Probably, if I had to pick one. I think so.
And what about best player, Cinderin?
Oh, are we going down this road now?
Probably not.
It's all, whenever you have.
You're going to say yourself.
No, it's like whenever you have discussions like this, it's always what are you comparing them to? Because it's different eras, right?
Collapse. Ooh, nice cold embrace, keeping him alive. As Boxy now on the retreat, couldn't finish the job, was close. Trying to deny himself to these ancients, desperately wants to die to the creeps, but will die to the Wyvern instead.
Yeah, I was going to say this top lane has actually gone quite well for Spirit. if you are even remotely close to Shadow Fiend and CS on your offlaner, you're considering it a huge win because SF, you heard it in the Not Me interview as well. He mentioned he likes the meta, he likes the heroes that he plays. He just doesn't like playing against specific carries. He mentioned 3, and SF is one of them. And the reason he doesn't like that as a position 4 player is, guess what? It's almost impossible to win your lane against this hero. So if your offlaner has 50 CS minute 6, that's great. Yes, Collapse isn't winning the lane, but he's only 1,000 behind SF. Sounds like a lot still, but this could have gone way worse with Rubik Darts here.
They knew what they signed up for when they let this SF through. It's not me under the tier 1. Won't save him. Shadow Rays.
Oh, this is a very bad death for a couple of reasons. Now he's unavailable for the Wisdom, and there's 2 waves in tower.
Sick. He didn't know what was going on that first one.
There's like his uncle's aunt gets like burned alive.
Dude, I know. That's why wait till he was 8.
Yeah.
But it is comically fake.
Yes.
The bodies, so it was okay.
All right.
But yeah, I didn't let him watch it until he was at least 8. I made it very clear that it was fictitious. Of that unnamed sci-fi series, of course.
Yes.
Unbranded
sci-fi.
You probably never heard of it.
No.
Snaking, having a little chat here with the squad. Maybe they already have their hero picked out, deciding how this game is going to go, what they really need to win. What does one pick versus Snaking? Obviously, it's mid Nyx Assassin. Right? You just carrot it? No, I'm just kidding. You know, that used to work.
Honestly, though?
No.
IL? Largo?
That's the Pango.
It's just the Pango.
Yeah, mid-Wyvern. You were talking about the Wyvern before. That could have been kind of sick. Because the percent-based damage, you get the Witchblade builds. But alas, we are just going to get a hero who is known to go mid.
Who has the Quinn lineup? Pick a real hero.
A real hero. That's the second tier, bro. I mean, I guess they're TI winners. They can afford it.
Well, we will see as we get ready for this, our second series of the day.
What? No, buddy. We're still on the first series.
Second series on this stream of the day.
Oh, I was really confused what you're going for there. Yes, it is, but it's game 3 of that series, Lyrical.
That's right. Iron Wing facing off against Falcons, looking to try and close this one out. Iron Wing, I would say, like, it's weird. There have been moments where they've looked better. There have been moments where, like, I haven't really understood the idea. This draft, to me, feels like it makes the most sense.
Let me tell you, Lyrical.
What's that?
Before I came to this tournament, I was at the lake a lot.
Okay.
Right? And I was out there, and I was swimming with my daughter, and there was this frog. You know what this frog looked like? I shit you not. It looked exactly like Largo. He had yellow. He had yellow beady eyes, exactly like Largo. And I was like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That frog's got yellow eyes exactly like Largo.
Yeah.
And he was there, and I'm swimming in the water, and you know, she wants to go up closer to it, so we swim over.
Yeah.
We get closer. He just stays. He just looks at me. That's what he looked like. Largo. And he didn't move. And he made some noises, you know, and he just stayed. I could get right up next to him. I didn't touch him. I told her we didn't want to bother him because he was sunning. It was really hot out. And he was enjoying himself. So I left. I come back the next day. We go for a swim. Who's on that rock?
It's the same one.
It was the same frog.
You didn't gig him? You didn't go frog gigging?
No gigging the frog.
Okay.
What is it when you do the catfish one? There's a
Like
word
in
for
the mouth.
where you catch catfish by dangling your arm in the water.
Yeah.
And there's a word for it.
Yeah, I don't remember.
God, that's a good word to know.
It's a good one.
We don't remember what Shadow Demon's old spell was called. We don't remember what it's called when you catch catfish with no sleeves.
So you take your hand and you put it in the river, and then the catfish just eats your arm, and then you pull out
What if we had a hero who did that? Like, it just dangled a creep in the jungle, and if you killed the creep, he just feeds. They killed the creep, and you're just like,
yes. All right, let's get into the game. We gotta go. We're falling apart here.
Are they in the game? Boom.
Let's do it.
I haven't even looked. My God, they're running.
Yes, we're off.
Okay. Oh, lordy.
Jeez. That was good, man.
I feel like it sounds like gigging, which is what made me think of it.
You're going to look this up.
I have to.
Okay.
How can I not?
Listen, nothing's going to happen for 62 minutes anyways. We're fine.
Right, yeah, we don't have to worry about anything.
This is the problem, too, is that I was thinking about, maybe the issue is that, the game's going so late, it's because there's game 3s. Because always, in these game 3 scenarios, teams do not want to give up, bad fights. And so they just keep on waiting and waiting and waiting. What is it, Trent?
It's called noodling.
Noodling. That's right. If you're noodling, you noodle with your arm.
Bro, I want a noodling hero.
Noodle. Give him the noodles.
Oh, they hit him right in the noodle.
Oh, Snake King getting noodled. 33 right on top of him.
First noodled. 33. Great start here.
Listen, it's appropriate that it was a frog.
Yeah, and again, same build every game, as you can see.
Yes.
I know that's exactly what my observer is thinking. 4 gauntlets. He loves this build.
Yeah.
Over and over, 3-3 goes for this. Don't matter what hero. 948 gold net worth. He's huge.
Did you ever read Redwall?
No, I have it. I have it for my son, but he didn't really get into it.
Okay. Well, I was thinking about it because the entire conceit of this book series that I loved growing up is that, like, it's, you know, woodland creatures fighting other woodland creatures.
Right.
And I feel like Dota has gone that way a lot. You know, we've got Pangolier.
Right.
Squirrel. We've got bears. A froggy.
Yeah.
Like, to be fair, I don't think Redwall ever had a frog. They had, like, badgers and hares.
Yeah. Frogs just couldn't hang.
No.
The same capacity.
Uh-oh.
here.
The
3
noodle.
heroes.
The noodle. Skeeter in some trouble. Getting noodled.
Noodle 2?
Noodle 2. Electric Boogaloo. And, yes, he does go
Okay,
down.
surely not 3 noodles.
Oh, my God. The triple noodle. Get noodle. Oh!
Oh my God, 3 noodles to 0.
That's crazy.
This is a wild start. I don't even know what to do at this point. Falcons, I mean,
yeah,
they're just out of their noodles.
You know what it reminds me of?
What's that?
The turning the bagels into breadsticks.
Oh, that was a good one. Shout out to AC.
Yeah. A classic.
Amara gets it daggered as he wants to throw one single right click at Pure. Instantly regrets it a little bit there.
Trying to play with his spirits and get some good hits in there without losing too much HP. You can see this regen that's going to be coming in should set them up to have a much better lane, I would feel like, than Falcons. We'll see how it ends up going, though. It's so annoying playing against IO. Any damage you do just gets completely mitigated as the healing stacks up. So 3 kills so far.
Earlier today, you were not impressed with the amount of
Listen.
tethering that was being done by the
All
IO.
right, look, we were watching the XG game, and Ame played IO. He did not use tether until 5 minutes into the game.
It was close. It was Soul Catcher.
Soul Catcher, good call.
So close.
So he didn't use he didn't tether until he got Helm of the Dominator.
Yeah, and it was X Nova with a Mirana, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and he just he just left him out.
He did not tether the entire time.
Well, you know, it doesn't really help the IO that much, you see.
That's true.
And now Pure is losing mana. Like, he doesn't have enough for his spirits.
Wow, that's true.
So maybe he should watch some Ame. And how did Ame do that game, Lyrical?
I don't remember, actually.
I believe they lost.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Didn't they get 2-0'd?
Yeah, they did get 2-0. You're right.
But by
For
who?
Legion.
Who?
Gamer Legion.
But everyone said to put them 0-4, Lyrical.
It's your boy.
Are you suggesting that my boy Speed did not go 0-4?
That's true. Dare to dream.
Haters be hating. Haters be crying right now. That's what's happening.
Somebody else that might be crying in a little while is going to be
Lyrical looks for who is the worst Lassets on the map right now.
Ringmaster. You gotta call me out like that.
Because I can see how your brain works.
That's unbelievable.
All right, daggered here.
Somebody that's feeling real bad. It's gonna be Amar. Well, it gets saved. Never mind. Maybe it's Pure. Oh, jeez.
The reverse caster curse simply cannot kill someone right now.
Does have 3 stacks on Whitemon. Crit, thinking about going for a 4th. That decides not to.
Oh,
Instead, they're gonna get bodied. Oh, Pure.
What a scoop up here.
Is this another one? Another one?
Ain't no way.
Another one? Oh, yeah. There it is. Killing spree for Whitemon.
Dagger's
Dude, he is owning.
He's the greatest ringmaster who's ever lived. That's what we learned in game 1. So what, 7-2-2, I believe is at some point.
Unicycles?
His unicycles go crazy.
That was nuts. Oh, good jump.
I mean, that was the best part about the facet. The only reason to choose the other facet was unicycle. If I'm correct, right? It was on the other facet. No one ever chose it.
Yeah.
And thankfully, he got it now with facets removed. It's just too fun. All right, Snake King's got himself the gross ice armor here.
just such a ridiculous creep still.
Yeah.
you can't battle it.
It's so much.
4 armor.
And the move slow.
Move slow. Attack slow.
Uh-oh. That's not
Oh,
good,
he
though.
caught the
Where's the
dagger?
armor? He didn't have the armor. Skitter, run! There it is. Now he's going to be unkillable. They can't do anything to Skitter. He's got that armor.
Dude, that was all.
Oh, no,
you
Skitter.
Get dispelled.
Oh, no.
Oh, there's a counter. It's the frog.
They ate it.
Oh, the
they
noodle.
ate his armor. A nice little tasty treat. And Ari with the double kill.
And somehow the creep's alive.
Oh my god, the body block? Oh my god, the body block? He's dead! 33! Oh, from the grave.
Never doubt the power of the ice armor creep. Nice micro at the end there. And he caught the first dagger with the creep, which is what made them dive the tower in the first place.
Right.
And nice ward here, as you can see. Ooh. He's got 2 stick charges, but yeah, you gotta go.
Right, fair enough.
All right, so Pure, not opting for the Helm of the Dominator build. He is playing with a Largo. This will be an Agnum's ASAP build.
Yeah. 7-1.
Really? Again? All right, just
I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Look at him. Skitter forced to react to this. And
oh my god, is he dead?
He's level 4.
Oh, he gets daggered! Whitemon, stop!
So, it's such bully behavior.
And Pure TP's up here to what are we doing?
I mean, they are going to get this tower with the catapult, it looks like.
Oh, this is a truly grotesque strategy they brought out. They do not want another long game. I think they're done.
Yeah, I think so too.
But Snaking coming over, he's also pretty fast. He says, I can make rotations. I got a Kobold.
I mean, what's impressive about this is that it's still like very even net worth-wise.
Despite being 8-1?
Yeah. Like, Tiny is hurt. There's no doubt about that. But like, they're not getting a meaningfully like huge advantage over them in this. And Amar's level's 5. Like, he's getting up there.
Yeah, surrounding now these two under their tower.
Let me tell you, all those kills, it's a good streak.
Oh, the unicycle.
Blocked, hit. Is it going to be enough damage? And it looks like almost his 4, but they're not going to pop it.
No, won't be quite there, I don't think.
Still, they're putting counter pressure on. Falcons can bully a bit too.
Man, their Pango is here though, and Sand King just clearing out the wave. 1,305 consumable gold spent. I love this graphic that pops up.
Yeah.
It's really good for showing just how much value you can invest early as a support and what it can give you. Like, that's why he's 3-0-5. He can just consistently keep engaging because he's spending on this. Take note, gamers.
That's right.
Crit picks up a bit of a late wisdom, but not stolen there. Is 3-3 grabs the other one.
He is hurting for levels.
Yeah, not great. The wisdom into 3 3/4 doesn't feel incredible.
No. Maybe can try and get some stacks built up a little bit later. Pure, in the meantime, able to dodge away from that stomp. And oh, wow. What the? Ari's level 5, so yeah, that did some good damage.
That was crazy. 3 points in the Acorn shot. Shredded him. Man, we got Largo playing the guitar.
Yeah.
We got Hoodwink playing the guitar. We need a Doom on this lineup playing the guitar.
All of them.
Do you play an instrument, Lyrical?
I play a little bit of guitar.
Oh, wow. I have 0. I learned how to do the Titanic song and the Pokemon theme song on recorder.
Okay.
That's all I got.
Yeah, I do.
And I can do Mary Had a Little Lamb on the piano.
The other one that I played is clarinet.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that was the classic. I wanted to do saxophone, but they did not have the budget. I'm learning a lot about my schooling.
Saxophone is like one of the GOAT instruments, though. Like, when you think about a cool instrument to play, saxophone is easily top 3.
I also think that, like, it goes well with, like, my demeanor, you know?
It does. Yeah, you're a sax guy. It's true.
I feel like I should learn how to play saxophone. But, like, tenor, though, not the alto.
Oh, of course. Ooh, ECM. He says, I'm gonna come farm your creep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna farm your jungle. Yeah, that's what we need.
That's so good. I don't need the saxophone, apparently.
No, you're fine. Creep's being pulled away from him pure. It means that he misses the swashbuckle there. But yeah, we have a Sand King top of the board and invading and taking away this gold in the Dire jungle while Hoodwink farms the mid wave. So like level 6.25 already here for the Hoodwink because of this.
Yeah.
So Ari is ready to go for some kills. I mean, Burrow, 3 points, Acorn shot, 2 Sage's masks. Oh my goodness.
I mean, he also does get a little bit ripped by the Panka. So, I mean, Malrine is going to need to carry some heavy lifting for a little while to try and match the rotations of Sand King. And, you know, Pierre obviously can join in the fights, but there is this long window until the Aghanim Scepter is done where he's not really going to be able to be that effective helping the rest of his team.
That is true. And likewise, you know, it's kind of the same thing with 3-3. So oftentimes, 3-3 does all these builds. So I was talking about him griefing other Largos by going Octarine Core. The other builds that you'll see will be like a Lotus Shard Rush. But when you're playing with the IO, this makes the most sense, right? It's going to be it's the build you're mostly all still doing, which is Kaya Sange into Eggs, which is mostly considered not that great anymore. But if you have an IO,
I mean, to be fair,
really good.
Also, most people are not playing Largo. Like, if we're just
Is he
gonna be
falling
real.
off that hard? It's so fun.
He is fun, but you know, it's what people what they did.
The most surprising part is how fun W is to just throw the frog.
Damn, tame the beast. Getting enchanted.
Everybody's getting tamed by Whitemon. He is 1-6-0 on this
Look at
enchantress.
damage done briefly. I feel like damage done over this, like, even just early part of the game is going to be kind of nuts.
When I think of supports that do a lot of damage early, these are like 2 of the supports I immediately think of, which is Hoodwink and
look at him,
Master. Yeah,
he's done.
It's crazy.
Like, it's insane.
The dagger over time, and then the whip, like
supports.
These like 10 to 15 minute ganks with the whip is crazy.
Yeah,
it scales so fast.
Speaking of which, they find him again.
It's so easy.
The support duo. Are they going to try and fight this now, though?
Pango's so hard to initiate with these situations. Like, because you're full committed once you go for the ulti. And if they have any sort of escape or maneuverability, it can just fall apart. Okay, he used the bushwhack.
Yep.
Thought about it. Oh, God, they got to chase the Sand King. Nothing? Is he hasted?
Yeah, he's got a haste.
Oh, okay, yeah, he's gone. Get him out of here.
12-1, 2,000 gold lead right now for Iron Wing.
And 3-3 now down bottom, picking up a wave here. The frog is a hopping, don't come a knocking in the jungle.
See, the scary thing about this is that they have a 3,000 gold lead, and they have not come online with the IO Largo yet.
Yeah, and what are your moves on Falcons? Like, the Pango has to be the leading charge here because the Tiny is not there.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of pressure that you're going to have on you as Tiny this game. I don't even know what his build's going to be. Like, it's easy to like Echo Blink and just immediately join.
Hey, I've seen this before.
8 deaths?
Yeah, it has been rough.
He almost has as many deaths as last hits on ENG. That's crazy.
I mean, that is nuts.
That's like, I mean, usually he's got like 30 last hits by now or something on Enchantress.
No, it has been a rough game for Snay.
He has no jungle. Like, usually he's abusing his own jungle. Look at this!
They got another one, and now they're moving in with the IO too. Malrine is just gone. And are they going to steal these stacks? Oh my God. Oh my God. I don't know if they can.
I mean, they're also considering it. They're like doing the math. It's like, okay, well, if I had Epi.
It looks like they're gonna try. I mean, the flip side is that I don't know if Falcons can test this either.
They're kind of just like hanging out. All right, here we go. Sand King, there we go. Get the Sandstorm going. It's level 4. Play the song. Oh, yeah. I mean, this makes sense, right? Sand King, give him a croak. Actually, does he even have croak yet? He's level 9. Oh, he's no croak. Okay.
Yeah.
No, he did not value the croak.
So they take the stacks.
Easy.
Away from Falcons.
Of course they take the stacks. They get Sand King. What are we worried about? Amar does find something here. What is the duality of these Amar Necrophos games?
What do you mean?
Like, he can be like the most farmed hero in the game on Necrophos in a big win or a 14-1 losing game.
Yeah.
Like, you never know what's going to happen based on Amar's net worth on this hero. Have they found a successful safe play? No, obviously not. They have 1 kill and it wasn't that. So,
yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's very interesting, the shenanigans they get into with this hero on this team.
I mean, it feels like right now Falcons' game plan is we are abandoning this early fight and we are just trying to get to our items so that way they can fight when the eventual Largo, like, team up happens with IO. And I think that they will have some good answers there, particularly Shadow Demon getting level 6. He's got it now. You know, popping an ulti on one target, and then that target will just get Reaper Sight and die.
I wonder if you could just Kaya Ags on the Largo. I feel like the Sange is going to take too long for no reason. I feel like if you just had like the Ags, because like you want the heal plus the damage bonus, or you want the speed plus the damage bonus. Like the Ags fell off for many good reasons, as Crit is in trouble and just, I mean, he's just dead.
Yeah.
The X fell off because of a lot of the nerfs to the numbers and everything, and that's fine. I don't think it's the right item to go most of the time on Largo, but I think in a game like this, like you could argue that it's kind of value to just get it so you can actually play with your IO, but they don't want to rush things. You know, that's how you lose Dota games, so they'll play it a little bit slow. But what can they do, like, pre-Ags? I guess just keep killing people?
Yeah.
I just don't know if pushing the map is going to come down naturally to this lineup. But we'll see. I mean, BZM is going Spirit Vessel next, so he just wants to be aggressive, keep diving, give them an opportunity to just murk Amar and Snake King continuously. Whitemon might be dead up top. He's kind of in a spooky spot, but...
I mean, the flip side to this, though, and one of the things is that, like, it has only been Snake King that's died.
Okay, surely.
So, like... Yeah, they're fine.
I can't kill
Yeah. Easy. Like, the thing is that it's only been pretty much Snake King that's died. Like, the rest of them are still getting pretty good farm at this point.
Well, I don't know if I'd say pretty good.
I mean, Necro, he's farmed. Pango, he's, like, right there. Especially if you can get this Whitemon kill. This would be huge.
He got way too greedy.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been the GOAT today on this hero, but that was... Sticking around this long was kind of insane.
I mean, here's the thing. Tiny is the only one that's having a pretty bad game right now. And even he is not having, like, a significant... It's 600 gold behind the IO. So, like, I think that there's something here. If Falcons can get to their items...
I actually feel good for Falcons right now.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I said that about Iron Wing last game, and they lost. So, or, sorry, they lost. Yeah, I feel like this IO Largo isn't, like, going to be that crazy.
Right. The other thing is that game number 1, in a lot of ways, there were many points where it could have been like a coin toss.
Yeah.
And game 2, it felt like Falcons really had a clear understanding of what they needed to do. They did not panic when things got really spicy.
Yes, they very clearly saw the timing of which Iron Wing was going to be strong and dodged it very appropriately. So they're probably just doing it again here and perhaps successfully once more. All right, so there's the Kaya Sange. Largo, very, very strong right now with the IO for sure.
Oh my god.
Their damage output isn't that insane, but they're unkillable. And that's with the Vessel. He just can't play.
Yeah. Well, that will reveal the ward.
Hit him with the lick.
You're trying to finish off that wave. Leaves him behind.
Ags and Chasm Stone online on the IO. He is ready to go. Yeah, needs to get to level 15 for the next spike on the hero, right? 50 plus 50% spirits damage.
Yeah.
XD.
Smoke up now. Now they will not have the IO with them if they find heroes here. It's one thing to consider. Burrow Strike though, finding Malrine, maybe they don't need him.
They sure don't. And they just got their big items they've been waiting for. The Radiance on the Necrophos and the Blink on the Tiny.
On the hunt.
I think I'm huffing Copium thinking they're all right. I think Iron Wing maybe...
I think they were more all right before Malrine died like that.
Yeah, and they're finding their moves now. I'm feeling better about this. BZM is playing very well in the Sand King. I feel like he's been really solid at just denying all of this space from Falcons, not letting them get that same farm gain that they want. I mean, look, this is exactly what you need to see.
Just keep killing Snake.
Yup, we'll take it.
Shutting down the map. Now again, when this happened in the last series with the Arc Ward, where they were, I mean, it's been more effective right now than we've seen last game, but it did also turn into this other problem where, like, then they started to slow down a little bit.
He tries to find Amar in the same spot again.
Yeah.
Nearly did. I think he's worried there might be I mean, they did sentry it, so.
Yeah, now he sees that the Sand King was there. They're doing a good job of dodging the ganks.
Man, Like, last game it was the macro play of Falcons that was incredibly good. This game it is definitely Ironwing. Like, they control so much map all the time, consistent kill threats. But Falcon, again, they have the blink damage, they have the radiance. This has to be the build from Skitter. But you can't kill Largo. I mean, yeah, if the Necrovos connects, you can.
Yeah.
But that's the only way. And then it comes down to the Ringmaster and the Shout Demon ult. And it's layers upon layers, like an onion.
Hiding. Snake King showing in the mid lane, saying, yeah, come kill me. Don't worry about it, it's fine. Smoke a big wraparound. Who are they going to find? 33, first person up. Gets him, rolls, Tame the Beast, not going to connect. There's the Diffusal Blade. Connection, lands. BZM thinks about running in, finds Amar. Amar saved for the moment. Good connection off to the side, but Amar's still going to die. Still low, though, on Pierce. Skitter is there to the side. They do manage to take him down. So 2 for 1 so far. What more can Falcons get?
Io's out.
33 licks himself to try and escape after the Diffusal Blade. But with the rest of the heroes moving in, they can go if they want, but it looks like Falcons are going to take the win.
Honestly, the Diffusal hitting the Largo is a pretty important part of these fights.
Yeah.
Because every bit of mana is going to be clutch on them. Slightly less of a problem, I guess, with an Io, though.
Well, he doesn't, I mean, he's got Soul Ring, I guess, but there's not a ton of mana.
He's got Stick, too, though. It's like, you know.
There's little bits, yes, it helps.
It definitely matters for the Largo. But, I mean, he's moving towards his Aghanim, so this is your window on Falcons before this combo gets grotesquely out of control. That was a bold choice from Falcons because he did the roll-up first on Malrine and he still decided to go for the chase.
Right.
And for a moment, it looks good. Like, if they don't get that save
yeah.
with crit hitting that disruption, that could have been really bad. That was an incredible